No.
We're foaming at the mouth right now if you're an OpTic fan. Like, Pred just gets to play 2 vaults to start off this series.
I mean, they didn't lose one until the major.
So you're happy about this. Like, and then vault search and destroy? Like, yeah, Pred knows how to play that.
No, we talked about it a lot yesterday. Even FaZe playing some stuff they wouldn't normally hop into. We'll see them do that all the time. But I'm excited to see Pred back in this lineup, what he's able to do, and maybe brush off some of the struggles you had against this FaZe lineup last year. So as you said, we kick it off on Vault, and you imagine Pred's going to be right back in, slaying and frying, but the fact is, there's a bit of a break not playing with the boys. It'll take a while to grease this thing up.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, man. Like, what like...
You might be right. Maybe it won't, but like, I think it's rational to think it's going to take a little time to get back
for
into
sure, but maybe, what was the biggest difference with Pred last year and what he brought? Like, the job was just energy, right? Like, on the stage... we've never seen Shotzzy. I mean, he turned Shotzzy into talking trash on Twitter. Like, he wasn't doing that before Pred.
Well, we've talked about the fact that, like, Shotzi's kind of I don't know, unorthodox sort of sub. Not really your smash in the mouth, not really just your raw slayer. Like, he's kind of unorthodox, and you always wonder, like, who's going to pair with him well. And it seemed to be Pred was the guy. You just get someone that's going to fry, play his life, maybe even play selfish sometimes, but get his kills, and it seemed to work well. Then that energy from Pred when he was doing that, because it's easy to be the hype guy when you're dropping a 1-5 or something, right? But it would elevate Shotzzy. They start roaring, and even if I think, heading into champs, this isn't a team that's going to win this thing, the magic comes together and these guys become gods. So I'm excited to see how it meshes again. I was excited to have Pred back in, and after whatever the hell went down, I thought he might be down and out for a while. He's right back in the lineup.
Even he did. I mean, there's a clip of him literally talking about, like, I didn't think I was going to get a chance back on this roster.
Yeah.
And maybe the fact their major placement was what it was, it gave him that chance. Whatever that team meeting was, we need Pred back, here we go. So they're going to try to get back to the flow of things. A solid P2 there for FaZe. Simp off to a great start at 9. He really struggled yesterday. Well, really everyone did. The only player positive over a 1 was Abeezy, this man on your screen, versus Surge in that first loss.
Yeah, he went on like a 6 spree. Simp did while we were just kind of chatting through storylines for this, but takeover time for Simp. He gets another double right off of the big streak. He's up to double digits quickly, and they'll be right into the hard point. The one player lurking on that left side of the map will be number 3 in Pred. So he's looking to pounce and maybe make a play. Not going to be able to disrupt too much. He does pick up Stellium, at least, but then he gets traded out. So it won't really have any impact on the spawns, but will open up things for OpTic to get inside a third with 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, there's going to be a weird timing right here. Yeah, I'd say Simp's going to pounce because he actually spawns out due to that 1 versus 1. And, well, a detonate, that's going to help out OpTic. Maybe get some pressure on and pressure forward. You can already see number 2, Shotzzy, leading the way. And, well, he's going to win another gunfight. Draws is going to spawn all the way out as both teams trying to control this side of the map for P4 coming up.
And this is the hard point we saw at the LAN. The teams who were holding so much better than it felt like we saw online. Becomes an insane situation for FaZe to deal with. So far, they have dealt with it, despite the fact that Draza spawns out. You now have all 4 players up, trying to sniff out where the opposition is. Cell able to sniff out 1. Abeezy, I thought the shots looked pretty good, but the movement's there from Shotzzy, and he's got the close range advantage with the SMG at hand. Shotzi's still moving. That looks nearly disgusting as Cell gets the 2 HP. Shotzzy moving right now.
Yeah, they just spawned right behind Cell. Some unfortunate timing right there, and, well, we're just back at 4th on this P4. Finally going to stabilize. Will OpTic text this? So they get the spawns, they find the break. Great job there. As well, we can get a team change as well, or will we? FaZe right back to it.
Simple get 1 at least. Not going to lead to too much more. Pred trades it out. 1 more player inside. Kenny, the tracking, maybe a little delay, but finally gets the shot on point. They'll take the final few seconds here. Now let's get into our second set of rotations. So, what, only 10 points or so separating these teams. Hot hand on either side. Kind of Shotzzy and Pred leading the way. Shocking to see those 2 back together. And the other hand, really, it's been Simp. Kind of from the get-go that's been dictating the tempo for Atlanta FaZe. But let's see how this second P1 breaks down.
Just both teams fighting for control, and I think Pred still got this AR out from P4, and we normally see 3 to 4 of those on that hill. So he's probably going to switch classes here. Get back to that. Jackal is Simp in Abeezy. Tiny Terrors take care of OpTic around P1. They find a good 15 or so seconds, and on this rotation, can he get a takedown as old duo and draws?
And P2 is one where FaZe really got out to a decent lead. Did such a nice job there the first time through. We'll see if they can do it back-to-back, or if maybe OpTic can find any improvements here. Shotzzy trying to get the first out to 20. You do have 2 players that are going to spawn out for FaZe. The 1 player tucked away in the back, that's going to be Draws. Draws' position now given up. No one really there for the trade because the other 2 players fighting around the point. Nobody else was there on rotation, so you should have the close spawn if you're FaZe, you will. So Draws' 1 kill and kind of lurk roll there pays off.
Yeah, that back HUD spawn. I did like, you know, we're 6 spawns in a beast. I just feel like this back HUD spawn should just not be there, but it is. In well FaZe, they're going to take it. They're going to get on the hill. You do have Kenny and Shotzzy push up. Now it's all down to Kenny, but due to Kenny's position and where Draws spawns out, you are going to have some close spawns here for OpTic.
Yeah, I think Sip died like at the same time near the truck. So they get the close spawn, spawning out. Will be 1 player at least in Sip. Dies at truck, spawns out. Pred makes a play to get 2. Draws the last guy up. He got them the spawns early on, but he's going to fall there. A similar situation now for FaZe, though, is they'll spawn in the back, but about 20 seconds remaining here. You can basically have yourself a tie game if you hold the rest of this for Texas. You got some players rotating now for FaZe. Really, it'll be a BZ that's out. He gets a spawn in for Simp, but we'll focus on the fights around the hard point for now.
Yeah, I mean, both teams were just trying to get out. So Simp and Cell did a spawn up now, just control that side of the map. Almost to a tie game, but yeah, it's behind these 2. The duo right back to a 21-20. Dashy, do not see this often. 5-17, having a bit of a rough one, but you're only down 10. So can he start to get going and turn this around?
He's like, Pred, mate, you're taking all my kills. Was that good for an Australian accent?
Well,
that would have been for Pred, but yeah, I was giving Dashy one, though.
Dashy's Canadian.
Yeah, I was giving him an Australian accent, though, Joe.
Okay.
Just to mix it up, you know?
I like it.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Now within 10, though, is OpTic Texas.
We're just having fun.
Yeah. It's my birthday. Dude, I can have all the fun I want, Joe. Speaking of fun, Cell goes vertical, takes out Pred, and well, that's a nice string of FaZe kills. As they'll now have left side control and hard point control, trying to get a shutdown for 3 to 4. OpTic Texas, though, in a little bit of trouble. They need to make some big plays here in a big moment. Let's go to a listen in now with OpTic Texas.
Really middle. Top right. You're trying to push you. Absolute top right MC. League 1. We're gonna absolutely going you. I think Sim. Top right though. You're still top there. You gotta make you in middle. Top right MC. We can play top right. Alright, what is it? You push that through you. We can play top right. Sim's gonna be pushed up. Probably. Sim could be behind us because. That's fine. That's fine. They're not even on top. He's line heady, 8. No, listen. You 3. Monty on line heady, bro. Monty on line heady. 1 HP, Sim. Cannot be any weaker. I'll take her. 3. That's one. Close. Side you. And still one push out front, I think. It'll be easy. I think he's like. Front, absolutely front left time. Rest of the beat is somewhere best. Watch that beat. One's in the back to Art. Late. Front out. Time. That's it. Front out. Empty that. That's 3. Really good time. Back there. There's one there. Back to that. It's 2 back there. I'm scared. Now wait. He pushed me out. Last guy under the stairs. Still straight back. Yeah, that's fine. Line, Sim. Line. Watch out. Sim. Are they one's on there? What do we back there? Front time, Sim. I'm one. There's one time. Back to mid, bro. You pitch our cat, I think. Sim. Can't see him, cat. I'm watch out, Briz. He's our cat somewhere. I'm looking for cat. Can't see cat. Back in the right, Josh. Watch out. Right back. Yeah, one more out old. Sip on this somewhere. There's 2 out old. Draws in Cell. Sim's gonna be MP one then. Yeah, I'm sitting at pool. I don't know where we got it back. Yeah. Still on that somewhere. Still heady left. Close it. One more close. Listen. Alright, bro. I'm close. You ready, bro? Close. Shit on. I'm blocking. Stay down. I'm blocking. I left it. You did. I went to the right, guys. You going right. One more. I'm sure. Last guy dropped. I'm hard blocking. You get him. You're blocking still? Yes, I'm hard blocking. One shot in line. Ran away. What's bottom mark?
OpTic Texas turning this game around, now in a good position. The pressure onto FaZe to make the break. Let's go to listen in now with FaZe.
Hey, he's hard. One's ball. I left her. Looking for I'm blocking. Yo, one's deep right, okay? One's deep right. Cat. Low cat. He give me money. He's taking right. Top cat. I'm saying right. Top cat, jump the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I can try to go get it, but I have to go to the back. Come into the back. Pull. What was made on me, too? I'm blocking. I'm staying down on top. I already plus. I'm challenging. Yeah, one's flying at me. I'm ready. One mid. I have Zach. I'm challenging. I'm sending cat. Hey, I'm pitching mid. I'm sending cat. I'm sending front hill. I'm starting in. AG, what's that? Nice, Chris.
Let's go front. Let's go front.
Get help if you can.
Get time.
I got it. One dirt.
Push it up too. Start pushing it up.
I'm rotating. They're gonna hit.
Well, in that brief interlude between both listen-ins, I said pressure on FaZe, and then Simp goes on 7 straight. Draza goes on 8 straight, and they start to take over the game. With 8 or so seconds remaining here, they'll get over the 2:30 mark, be close to a victory. You want a one-on-one on the other side of it for Art Control and Cell. The ball's in FaZe's court to close this out.
Yeah, I mean, 19 more seconds, but what a P2, man. I mean, you heard it in the comms.
A couple of them.
Just, I mean, both teams, right? Just making sure we're blocking. You don't want those close spawns, but yeah, then Draws and Simp just got loose. Do whatever the hell you want to do. We got the spawns, we got the hill, and they cash in, grow their largest lead, but still alive is OpTic, just trying to get some time at this P3, but you just think 19 seconds, you have the good spawn. Now you have Draza going on a pinch, and well, he might find a couple of kills. He does just that.
The other 3 are frying. BZ's double negative, then you got Dashy like double negative on the other side. The difference, the rest of the FaZe boys popping off. Simp up to 35 currently. Shotzzy with a multi, trying to make things interesting, maybe down the stretch, but you got to think just 13 points needed, and having left side spawns, you're going to need to fight for this time and then somehow get nearly an immediate break if you're OpTic Texas. Okay, well, that's what you need. 3 down, here comes a flood forward. Onto Draza to make the play, and Draza is making the play. Triple for Draza. That will ice the game. There's 1 player remaining, and Kenny Draza says, why the hell not? The CEO comes to battle and dominates late.
Yeah, just a little reminder, gets all 4. You needed a big play out of him. There was a chance for OpTic to put together a nice little game, but Simp with 2 more. You almost get triple 40s on the side of FaZe on Vault. One of their weaker hard points. A great map one, and maybe, you know, you kind of heard the chatter. This is what we expected. Not what OpTic fans wanted was a loss yesterday to Surge, because it was going to fire them up coming into today.
Well, it felt like I asked you before their series yesterday if like FaZe or Risk could come out a little bit flat, because like normally it's not really a thing with them when they get a lot of second places, but like they won for the first time in a while, and well, I guess you look back to last year, so not really that long, but I was worried that just they had a lot of problems in respawn still. They did, which you saw in the grand final, and they got exposed a little bit with that yesterday. But yes, that pissed them off, Joe. It probably pissed them off a little bit.
Yeah, just locks you in.
You get fired up. Listen, they were going to be locked in regardless of the result yesterday for this match.
That's
right?
a good point.
They were. But yeah, it doesn't help OpTic's side that they're coming off a loss probably.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a reminder. But yeah, I mean, 37, 32. BZ, he's saying great job, guys. I mean, that's just what you could do. He's got 11 assists on the other side. Yeah, I mean, you know, Shotzzy and probably a tough game on a Dashy, but honestly, we saw this yesterday with FaZe, even versus Surge on this Vault. Like, they are so. But I mean, yeah, you think a map like Vault, pretty simple. I mean, it's just sort of, are we on the same page with retakes and sort of 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 scenarios with Pred? Maybe not, but if he can make a couple individual plays, you might be able to win this map.
Well, they kind of let him go. Just get the bomb planted. No, FaZe want to play this. Get the pick out of Kenny as well. Shotzzy in position early then to get the trade onto Draws. Now into this 3 versus 2, and Dashy should have himself a freebie here as he's hunting Simp.
Well, maybe.
Oh,
Simp took the law. He went back up the stairs.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I mean, Dashy has no idea where this guy went. Hello? And now he might win the round. Are you kidding me? What was that?
He thinks he goes outside. He wraps around and goes up the stairs. And then I didn't think he was going to win the second fight, though, but he hit some headshots.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a diving board in front of Brad. I don't know what it looked like from his point of view, but I think as soon as he like prones, like, Brad just probably loses him.
Yeah. Diving board protected everything but his face. Simp takes it and had another clutch. But you got to love to see this, just the patience here and trigger discipline to try and set this up. Maybe he's thinking assassination at some point, but
no, they were down. They were down. He's just hoping to find 2.
Yeah.
And he did find 2.
You never know, though. He might.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was Celium, that definitely would have happened.
Absolutely. He'd be in his ear. Not only his ear. Simp, though, little clutch, 2-0 start. Nearly stuns himself, but will now work on the plant. First blood this time going to go to a BZ. And you're going to catch a nice timing here for your Pred. Can you win the second fight? You're tagged up and dropped, though. All on a BZ now. Wait, 1 versus 1. Him and Dashy. That was a blender of a sequence.
No, I mean, it was so fast from OpTic through the pinch.
Oh, hello.
He's only got 11.
That's all BZ needs.
At this range, yeah.
Yeah, no. 1v1 clutch after the 1v2 clutch from Simp. So far, so good for the Tiny Tears and FaZe as they will go up 2-0.
And Dash is just thinking, like, so far, like, this is just,
yeah.
I've had some unbelievable times this series.
I felt, dude,
like, and sooner or later, it's just going to start to really take
I was
off.
about to say, like, oh, I did say, I was like, this is a freebie, like, because, you know, get some freebies after that map one you had, right? Like, you're double negative, like, get some easy kills, and then it turned into the least easy kill ever.
Yeah, like, where did this guy go?
Yep.
Well, he couldn't believe he, I mean, yeah, everyone's thinking the same thing. He actually went back up the stairs.
Sure did.
It's a 2 versus 3. There's 25 seconds left.
Simp doing Simp things. And now you try to answer back. If you are OpTic, desperately needing a round here early. BZ taking space, not getting kills though. Nearly able to. Though. Yep, able to get out with his life. Draza then, he kind of leaves him out to dry. As Draza comes in to help. BZ gets out. Simp going to drop as well. This is one you got to close out. You're going to go in. Okay, I thought he'd be probably insta-traded. He is. I'd say there should be multiple players with line of sight on him. Selling position is gone, and there you go. Around to OpTic Texas. But yeah, maybe it goes differently if a BZ's able to get one clean and get out.
Well, you know, BZ actually does it a lot because that initial nade hits 2 players top cat, right? So that gives them the info that they're dropping cat into pool, and both those players are probably around 40, 50 HP. So that gives him the green light to challenge. The problem is, I think he gets double challenged. Yeah, he
like
just
triple
gets
light. Might be,
yeah, and they were all there. But let's say he gets out, but it doesn't matter. His teammates get taken down.
Yeah, I think he started to panic, and Draza went in to help, and Draza got cut down before he, I don't even know if he got one. Or maybe he got one.
I think he died right away.
Did he? Yeah, so that sequence that looked pretty good for FaZe did not pan out. But you get one now if you're OpTic, and now you get back over to the defensive side of things. You've tried to play it with some aggression. Pred nearly caught, but staying up. Draza tries to get the angle re-peek, just trying to get those arms up and get him back over the wall. Looks like they're trying to isolate him, but he's got to be easy here to work. But the BZ in trouble too is he has 20 HP. They are hunting right now, but there's multiple players to deal with. Nice little 2-man game there with the BZ and Draza.
I mean, in some of these scenarios, FaZe just staying up. It's looking like OpTic going to have the advantage. Instead, FaZe flipping that on its head. So now you have that first blood. Bomb not planted yet, though. You're being very patient. That allows Kenny to catch Cell and turn this into a 3-on-3. And I think Simp's just like, I'm here, guys, but you guys we're stuck in our spawn, so I can't plant this yet.
Well, yeah, because even after what Pred, you still had Shotzzy there, kind of in that 1-on-2, and he's able to stay alive. Simp going to bring it back, though. Now into this 2 versus 2. Time, though, dwindling. Simp's had bomb this entire time. You can see him just calming over to draw as they figure out how they want to attack.
Kenny's in bomb.
Does he check it? Nope, not going to check. Simp's going to drop. Draza not going to be able to win the fight. And Kenny tucked in the corner, able to win the round. Back-to-back now for Texas.
Yeah, great play out again. It feels like there's always someone in that corner, maybe when bomb is down, but you're not expecting it right away. And while he just stays patient,
nice
hits a great slide. Kenny now up to 6.
Nice slide. Kenny taking a breath, focusing up on the next round. Nice stretch here from OpTic. And yeah, that was just a weird round, bro. Yeah, because you were right. Like, Simp was on the bomb the entire time, but even after Pred, like, Shotzzy has kind of kept them pinned back.
Well, he had no help, right? So you're just going back and forth. Are they going to drop down on me? He has no idea.
Kenny on 4 straight, Dashy 3. Back-to-back rounds for OpTic. Slow it down a little bit this time. No kind of instant plant over towards A. Playing behind the trophy will be Pred for now. They got trophies galore set up here on the
get some info, though, that like one player is bottom vault through that nade. So they have an idea they're set up already at A.
Hello? Oh, hello? Hello? Oh, just able to get out of it. Pred nearly the first blood, and then Walt PZ be the first drop. Draza insta-traded, though, 3v3.
Yeah, I think they're lucky that Draza doesn't get 2 there, so a nice trade to keep it a 3 versus 3, and yet just the way FaZe is set up. I mean, you have art control. Did Cell spot him? I'm not sure. It looks like he's going to slide out and get the kill, and the bomb doesn't go down.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw a name or just saw him right before he slid across, but I wasn't really sure. It'd be tough to tell sometimes with X-ray, but bomb didn't go down, as you said, so now they're going to try to get it down, gonna get caught again. Nice job and patience there from FaZe. Map kind of flipped a bit.
Even if he dies there on that bomb, just the fact it doesn't play, like you're in a really good position.
It had to be close.
2-on-3.
It had to be close.
To maybe clutch that up. But yeah, he was like half a second away, I want to say.
That's what it seemed like. He stopped the streak there from OpTic. Get back into control in this map too. Kind of expect a battle back and forth on Vault, and that's what we got thus far. Let's see if anything different from FaZe here offensively, or not the same aggression maybe you saw from OpTic Texas in the last defensive round, so trying to keep FaZe on their toes.
They have been quick though, honestly. Yeah, the last couple, they've been very, you're gonna go right away.
Yep.
The problem is though, bomb is planted, you have numbers here, but first blood over to Dashy.
Timing may work out for Beezy. Trying to chase him down. Chasing. A team kill comes in as well. Oh god, that might be the Punisher. Kenny gets team naded. Now you give numbers on over to FaZe. Pred though, back in the lineup. Can he make a play? He's got one on his right, and he's going to fall. So does Dashy. Team nade probably cost him in that situation because you had a 4v3. I didn't see exactly how it happened, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, neither did I. But it's like just Dashy out of Kenny. Unfortunately, just Dashy just had some rounds. Unfortunately, things happening to him right now in this map. But yeah, it kind of changes the tide, turns the tide for Atlanta FaZe. That just opens up so much room, allows Draza to go on that pinch, finds the final two.
Oh, and even the timing, like when Abizi was rotating off a bomb, like whoever was down low holding it with an AR, like the second they gave it up, like Abizi pushed, and like it just became this race. But 2-round advantage up for FaZe. Pressure on OpTic now to get this bomb down and get this round win. Shotzzy in his hole. You know, he could be a playmaker from there, but it's going to be Beezy with the first blood. Kenny getting caught early. Beezy thinking nade and entry. Neither hit.
Could just be on a Dashy, but he's going to get caught. He was just kind of lurching, watching the flank, all down to Pred now.
A dominant stretch here from FaZe, and well, they're on the bomb already. Pred, doesn't matter if he wins this fight, because they've already got the defuse. One more round needed to take a 2-0 edge, and despite the frustrations and the loss yesterday, so far FaZe brushing that off and dominating these first two.
I mean, I don't know what Cell's doing here, but Bred's thinking he's back in Australia doing this guy. He's like a kangaroo, hippity hop hop.
That's just Cell. He's a freak.
Yeah, he's just trying to waste time, right? His teammates on the bomb, but yeah, I mean, just nice adjustments here for FaZe. I think, honestly, OpTic had some strong showings, and again, just some unfortunate rounds.
Well, it feels like, yeah, I mean, it was really 2-2, and like OpTic were looking good, and then I blink your eyes, and it's just 5-2 advantage for FaZe. And that just sometimes happens in Search and Destroy, especially against a team like this. But yeah, I mean, it was like, what, 4 straight for Kenny, 3 straight for Dashy. They tied it up, and then, geez. FaZe just kind of take over. Nice adjustments, as you said. A chance to close it out here on offense. Cell just being annoying. Trying to catch Mr. Annoying and Shotzzy, and he's able to do just that. First blood to FaZe, advantage to FaZe. Bomb is planted. Cell will eventually get sniffed out, but a little bit more information over to the FaZe side.
He was going for the knife. Yeah, now Draza, we've seen him a couple of times. Like, he's sort of the active one while bomb is planted, try to find the opening. Instead, he's going to find an OpTic player. Nice nade from Sim, maybe to slow this retake down, but it's all down to Abizi as Ken. Some great shots.
Nice job. You get the first blood for your FaZe, but OpTic Texas do an incredible job bringing it back. Yeah, Draws just, yeah, he has been the active one there. That little timing, one on your left, one on your right. He holds there for another second. He might get a freebie and can finesse, but doesn't work out for him. And a good job just isolating Cell after that first blood, is making sure he can't really get anything else going. And Kenny, who started with like 5 or 6 pretty early on, now trying to get it going again.
Yeah, now it's just, you kind of talked about it, sort of like, they always like try to hunt down Shotzzy. Right now, he's 2-8. It's just, can he get an opening?
Nah, bro, I mean, that sometimes this matchup, at least talking to Crowder, like the FaZe boys, like last year, like that was like their game plan. Like, keep Shotzzy in front of us, play maps to keep him in front of us. Don't let him find openings. If he gets a kill, he needs to be called out and needs to be dealt with. And he's had some tough matchups against them over the last year or two. Obviously, you're not always going to be able to shut down a player.
No, that's not going to happen all the time.
But I think they feel like if they do, they win. And, well, last year it was true. He's trying to find an opening. Nothing for him quite yet. Shotzzy, and we'll see. Hopping back over to him. He's just roaming around mid-map. You've got two getting aggressive outer B lane. How's that timing going to work out? I mean, Draza and Cell, really, it's going to come down to what they find and the timing they find.
Yeah, this map just going to flip on its head. It's just a question of, do OpTic end up going to B? Maybe they don't. Well, Shotzzy's going to get that first blood. Maybe this round gets him going.
Well, or not.
Nice shots from Simp. I don't think he was all the way back to full, but
I'm hoping
still
not.
An insane slide, Chal.
I'm hoping not. Or that was just a slide and just joked straight headshots. BZ and Simp, tiny tears, started us off. They're trying to clutch up. Dashy's going to get headshot fried. Simp is just cheesing people. It's all going to come down to Simp down to 1 versus 2. This would be for the ace, and this would be for the map win.
Trying to find an AR.
Yeah, that would help as you're trying to retake B, huh? Yeah. Hoping to find one, not able to. This is maybe it's a chance to clutch, but there it's going to be so tough. 2 ARs looking at you, not able to find any success, and good job by OpTic Texas just closing it out. Not letting Simp have one of those plays.
Yeah, and staying patient with the bomb, right? Not committing, because that was a trap set up by FaZe. They wanted them to go inside of A. He had the 2 players work the flank. That's when Shotzzy, he's going to pop up, get that first blood. So nice plays. Good job so far for OpTic, and they're staying alive. They win 2 in a row.
Yeah, well, we saw the 1-5 comeback on Hacienda. Now they're trying to do the 2-5 comeback round by round. They bring it back.
If there's a map we've seen a ton of comebacks on, it's this one.
Yeah, true. We got RC in play. 5 straight for Pred. He was having a bit of a struggle, but starting to take over in this stretch. Shotzzy, there you go. Another first blood for him. Was having a real rough one at 2 and 8. Now starting to get activated early in this. There's another one. They're picking them apart. Draws it though, brings it back. We got 2 versus 2. We'll see what they opt to do with this bomb.
Yeah, you know, for the plant, and well, nobody outside. It's just, can Simp get away? As he tries to rotate. Oh, he almost messed up his movement as well.
He did mess up. He just thankfully got out.
He may want to reposition. Is he trying to call an RC? I don't think so, actually. Okay, so he's just going to reposition. But while that happens, Shotzzy's already under Draza. They might not know this. Well, he's going to turn now. The nade, though, on point. But Simp's going to find Dashy 1 versus 1. 22 seconds to go.
Simp, Shotzzy. Time on Simp's favor now. But Shotzzy, he's just on it. Unfortunately for him, Simp has got the angle. He'll take that one-on-one, and FaZe will close out the search. Nice little run from OpTic Texas late in that one to make it interesting, but it's all Atlanta FaZe so far. Up 2-0. Well, like a 100-point win in the map 1.
And there's a chance behind that Shotzzy play that this goes to a round 11, but I think Pred, we kind of saw him shake his head. I think he got melted like top art. He gets headshotted, turned into 2-on-2. He was the 1-player B side. They're just hoping he stays alive and just stops the plant. Instead, he gets picked.
Oh, there were a couple gunfights that like were just straight headies. It looked like from one of the FaZe guys. So I was like, okay, well, what do you do about that?
Yeah, nothing you can do.
Headshot multiplier gets zapped. Take a look at it statistically. Shotzzy bounces back a bit after like the 2 and 8 start. Some big kills late in the game, but not enough to come away with the W. Simp feels like lately he's been a lock for like double digits in search and destroy. Gets out to 10 in this one, leads the way to a victory. And you, Joe. And then when you do something smart, they're like, wow. I'll say one thing right about the game. People are like, nice breakdown. I'm like, thanks.
Nobody says that.
No, it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I don't break stuff down anymore. I just leave that to you. I just sit here.
That's good. That's good.
Yap. I just yap the BS. I fill the silence, Joe, so then you can drop in the little knowledge nuggets. You love, who doesn't love a good knowledge nugget?
I love some nuggets.
Mixed in with your chicken nuggets. How many chicken nuggets do you think you could fit in your mouth? At one time.
At one time? 6?
Oh, double digits for you for sure.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm thinking at least 10. Simp's thinking 20. Oh, wow. 20 bullets that don't hit. A little windy there. He pops up, loose aim assist.
Just great strength.
Yep. Sure.
Shotzzy with the Halo strafe, huh?
Sure was. But we did see FaZe on this yesterday, and they kind of got beat up. We saw a different looking Vancouver Surge that just brought it to them. And this has been a map that FaZe have been solid at, but just not as of late with what the loss to Thieves and the loss to Surge. And now with the change to the map, they're looking for improvements here.
I mean, that guy's POV is just different. I don't know. He just went up a staircase, down a staircase, up a zip line.
At 40, I get tired watching that.
No, I actually did. I'm out of breath. But yeah, Cellian picked it up. So great job. by him. Not allow Shotzzy, a lot of freedom in their spawn, but he's right back to the point, just trying to do what he can. But FaZe for now, just trying to pause the clock, while Pred, well, he's hunting.
He is out and hunting. And this is why you like to have this man just tuck away.
Yeah, yin and yang.
Annoy the opposition, and well, it's less annoying when you read that corner and Draza slides in and gets the kill. So then it just ends up being wasted time. BZ now, he's trying to get to work on the other side of things. Up, down. Let's ride. Finding kills all night. BZ in your base, and well, can't quite get prone in time to stay up. Kenny will deal with him. Lives-wise, a little bit of an advantage here for FaZe. 35 seconds on the clock. They're trying to get this minute extension.
Wow,
nice
Pred snapped. Pred snap there. I mean, he gets some help from Sim. Yeah. Gets some help. Still not done, though. Dashy right off his spawn, able to find a double. And they're able to trade out on a beast. He's still 30 seconds. FaZe still have to work this point. And we're down to 11 lives on both sides.
This is FaZe control sometimes. It's like objective second, kills first, it feels like. As a string of headshots come through, they take the advantage in the kills. They also get the minute extension, but not a whole lot of time. Minute 20 to go. Nice shots there from BZ. That's just where he loves to get that right side lane.
Yeah, he's always like around this house.
Yep. Yeah, he'll be the one guy they'll send forward more often than not. Just kind of leave the other three to play a little bit more standard. But now BZ looking to work the stairwell. He'll catch himself a freebie there. One more inside. He's ready for it. Needs probably one more bullet. He wins that, but a hop from Pred, able to take it down. Sim gets a call out from BZ. He looks to get involved. That's a great nade there from Pred. Sim drops right onto it, hit to half HP immediately. Pred's eventually going to die, right? No, yeah, he finally falls, but he gets 3. A nice sequence there from Pred. But the problem is you only have one player left. The life advantage was over to FaZe. It's going to be all on Dashy now. The efficiency out of Pred, not quite enough. Dashy, treat it like an S&D round. Maybe you come up with a clutch, but not going to happen. FaZe. The battle of attrition goes their way.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, they kept the lives just close enough, and yeah, ended up winning the battle. But there was just a couple of gunfights, like the one on the Shotzzy when he gets loose. I mean, finding Pred in that corner. You're in some spots if you're OpTic to, like, just have the life advantage and be annoying. It just FaZe just efficient to make sure that their base is clear.
Vibes high right now for FaZe. Draws and Simp there, all smiles, and well, feels pretty good probably when you're up 2-0 in the series, up 1-0 in the control. Texas working on things and working to get it going in this round. We'll see if they can bring it back offensively now as they take their crack at it. So I think Simp's just waiting there for that play the entire time, right as he gives it up. Shotzzy comes in, just game of timing, that's what you'll see, but Simp just repositions, ends up finding himself Kenny in that sequence. Dashy ultimately will trade it out. Pred trying to do what we saw BZ doing on the other side, but that's an AR playing deep. He's going to have to reevaluate his plan of attack. Shotzzy, I thought that gunfight was going to get away from him, but nice kind of recentering and tracking there to take out Cell.
Well, Pred gets off the point here. I mean, you'd love to have... Okay, well, they're going to pause the clock over towards B. It's going to be Kenny with Yatana. So now you have Shotzzy and Pred in your base. The problem is, though, is they're spawning them, yeah, on top of Ken. Pred, though, just going to back it on up, and again, just stay on this point. But he'll hop off, just try to play his life.
BZ, aggressive on the other end as we watch Pred lurk. It's a BZ that finds more success. Once again, Draza is able to sniff out Pred. BZ now and kind of his hunting, a little more efficient than what we saw from Pred on the other side of it. 4 straight for him, up to 12 and 6. Trying to hit some pre-fires. Nade's in now to back him up, but he's just going to backwards sprint on out of there. Omni movement his way out over and take out another. He'll finally get shut down. And time becoming a factor now because you got, well, 1 tick and half a tick. And if it wasn't a BZ, now it's going to be Simp.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, you look at probably the start of this round if you're OpTic, when you had Shotzzy and Pred pushed up, like, it felt like they were a little bit all over the place because you had Kenny over towards B, one player was thinking A, they get off the A point, they end up spawning FaZe over at B. It just felt like they could probably have gotten that A objective done. Or at least pause the clock so they had more time to work with if this happened. Instead, now you are just spawn trapped.
You know, they are in trouble with this one right now. Not much time left to go. You're down 6 lives. Yeah,
well, I think Jen was 4-9 going into this, so he just doesn't find any success in the round.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact is right now, Atlanta FaZe are a better team than OpTic is right now, but It's still early with Pred back in the mix. You probably have to listen, even though you won a world championship together, it's still, they didn't have that much time on this particular title. The game has evolved a bit. This map in particular has changed. You got to get the comms locked back in, figure out how you want to play certain scenarios. And, well, in fact, this is a tough matchup to start it. I don't want to make excuses for him. It's just the reality of the situation.
It's what it is.
Yeah. That's why I was saying this wouldn't feel that much pressure. You're going up against the best team in the game, just won a major. Try to take this as a learning experience and not get too frustrated by it, but FaZe trying to put him in a body bag with a 3-0, 3-0. One more round, they'll close this out. It was what the, double neg from Dashy in the map 1. Now Kenny having the struggles at 4 and 16. If you're gonna start the comeback, it has to start in this round or we are done. Jiraza, he's got another multi. You're immediately onto the point. And you have a BZ kind of to his spot right away. And Jiraza's letting him know because he's on 6 straight.
And this is just sort of like this is what FaZe always kind of defaults to. Yeah, just sell, just stay alive, put Jiraza on the point. A BZ gets pushed forward, try to get done with this A point to have the life advantage. Jiraza's now up to 7 in a row. Spots Shotzzy in the window, ready for it, has the AR, snapping right now.
Yeah, he is snapping, he is shooting, that is for sure. A BZ after he got his multi kind of deep in the spawn of Texas, right back into it. Nice movement there, but couldn't quite finish off the shots. But they got their extension, they got a nice little life advantage. They're in prime position to now shut down this round. Jiraza is absolutely snapping. I say he wins that gunfight. Lordy, he's not even back to full yet, but he falls, and the FaZe boys, I mean, unlike yesterday, they're playing with some confidence today, but that's just, bro, that's this matchup. It's going to bring out, maybe not always the absolute best, but damn near close to it.
Well, I think that's just, I mean, Surge was, they were lasering yesterday.
Surge is disgusting. Yeah, dude, I don't know what they were doing.
I saw like the post stats, like Nasty's post game stats were.
Oh, that's the best we've seen him this year, that's for sure. Yeah. He was unreal.
Excited to see more of them.
No, I am too. Like, that's what, I'm just wondering, was that, like, FaZe a little overconfident and flat, or was that all just Vancouver improving? It's so hard to tell, bro. Like, I don't want to down talk Surge. I don't want to make an excuse for FaZe, but it's like, I don't know after one series. That's just not the result we expected. It's not. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. We're trying to close out the game right now with the second tick done, looking for the third. We're halfway there. A BZ still eating. Jiraza finds a kill, and this map and this series is done, folks. Not much to chat about. FaZe give him an old-fashioned ass whooping, as OpTic just couldn't find any success over any of the 3 modes. And, well, listen, you got work to do. You expected to have work to do. Pred's back in the lineup, and I just think if you're a fan of OpTic, like, I wouldn't panic.
Give him time. Yeah.
Just give him time.
Hey, losing is learning.
Absolutely, Joe. Losing is learning. Fact.
Already been found. Is this going to be an absolute grueling Game 5 series? Possibly. Strap in, boys and girls. It's time to go to Skyline.
And keep in mind, for the side of Rocker Miles, we touched on this our last cast over them. We wanted to see Paul X step it up a little bit in stage 2 in his first series. Paul X did look fantastic, but also map ones. Minnesota Rocker continually have slow starts. Even on Skyline, where they got the drop on their last series, they lost a 2-point game. So for whatever reason, Rocker always starts slow. Keep that in the back of your mind as this map goes on, as right now, Paul X giving Kenny the hands.
More like tall, dark, and handsome X. Great stuff to start this one off. 7-7, even Stevens. Shotzzy's playing for spawns for new. That's what you would expect. And now a little bit of a contest, a little bit of a dance around, and he's already on the run. But Estriel reads him. Oh, 4 down.
Easy reads on that one as well. Basically came around that corner pre-firing. That is on point. And Rocker, no slow start here. I mean, they are wheeling and dealing. They're funneling OpTic into a kill box over by P3. What a life out of Estriel. Be number 5 if and when he gets it, and another 4-man drop. OpTic, welcome back to your spawn again, Pred. Ooh. The only man up on the map, but Estriel right now, he's just cutting off the entire cross and saying, hey, it's hallway and it's down low. I got everything else.
Yeah, it's 3 dead once again. Shotzzy's managed to make his way through. A single kill to his name, but he's alone now. Oh, and Estriel 7 now in a row. Kenny gets a couple of attacks in, but 5 HP. So close to it. Back over to Paul X. Finds himself at least one, as this P2 has been succulent for Minnesota Rocker so far.
And Kenny haters are going to be out in full force. An 0-6 start. The man that's got a target on his back, because there are bloodthirsty fans out and about, and this has been magical. By the way, Estriel's spree never stopped. Didn't even realize he went on a 9 before he falls. And keep in mind, we're throwing out numbers that high. Kenny now 0-8.
Okay, well, for all the highs, we got a low. And now we go to a B3 into the kitchen. Previously known as the OpTic kill box, now it's OpTic's hard point. They're going to find a little bit of time here as, oh, Paul goes small X now through the vent, and a sneaky Paul might be able to make something happen here. Spots out Pred, doesn't let him get into the P1 power position, but not enough for his boys to get in there. OpTic still holding to this.
Hey, this is a short-term, long-term situation, Rocker. Well, in the short term, they didn't have the hill. Long term, they're going to have the spawns, but they might be able to get the hill as well. Pred going to have to give you a little extra, and he can't quite get it done. He does pick up 2, but overwhelming force there coming in from Minnesota Rocker, and understandable for the moment. They are playing a 4 versus 3, so a 50-point lead, going to feel very comfortable around the time.
Yeah, 2-piece out. Paul keeps the hard point a little open. No one's really able to get too much out of this. A nice late contest here from the OpTic boys flying on in. Getting get some damage in there, and unfortunately, he does get a couple out of it, but still, that's a big bit of work from Rocker, keeping the lead up. Rotation's on now. Pred was the only man over there, but 2 boys in the back there for Rocker. Seal it and lock it down.
And Shotzzy can make an impact. Oh, he's up top. I thought he was down low. I was going to say maybe to take down Paul X and get him out of time, but for the moment, Rocker comfortable inside of P4. OpTic are setting up all 4 players grouped up for the push.
On Crawlex, who now dives up, gets a bit of time. Kenny with the immediate trade. Lovely work. Kenny 2-pieced. Kenny fighting 3. Can indeed. 3 in the feed for Kenneth Williams, and that is going to be the hard point now. Dashy with the backup. That is clean as you like. OpTic, good break. 35 to go.
Man, hell, hit the punch on that one. That's a massive moment. That's a P4 that could have been locked down by Minnesota, but instead, Kenny's the guy, the hero, comes soaring through to picks up 3, and then he's the guy that gets shredded off the heady, because Estriel, my God, is that man shooting his gun, but all's well that ends well. OpTic at the back spawns, in spite of Estriel stripping away a little bit at a time. You're there. You're good for the scrap. Of course, though, it is Skyline, so no scrap is safe. The bottleneck's going to be around, and Shotzzy might have got bamboozled, but the reaction time on point, and long-term Pred trying to make a high-impact play, trying to be the guy that strikes as soon as the hill pops.
Yeah, he's waiting for it. Good timing. He's going to get 1 out of this. And with that, still a battle for the new. Okay.
He's good. Get spawns.
He's got spawns. That's good enough for now. Kenny locking down upstairs, trying to keep that hard point safe in the hands of the OpTic Texas boys, and right now it's looking good. Over to Pred, dives into Geo, gives him 2. That's 3 down to the feed. Pressure now onto the spawns for P2. That should be the break and the flip. That is it. That's a big dagger once again from Rocker.
Yeah, now you're just vying for actual contest time on the hill. Shotzzy gonna take it away with the smooth movement that we have come to expect. And I mean, any P1 time's good time for now. Shotzzy doing everything he can, has a little bit from coverage. Brett actually pulling out an aims off spawn to look down the long lines of sight. And this is, all things considered, been a good chunk of time here from OpTic. Shotzzy doing some majestic work inside of the hill. And again, if you don't have the spawns, you want the time. OpTic have closed the gap. And credit to Kenny as well. Had a very slow start. He's been going, keeping pace. A 1 KD since then.
So far, a magnificent life out of Shotzzy. That's a 4 spree and huge time grabbed as well. P2 though, we now line up the Rocker wall of defense. Shotzzy's found a way through an angle there. Sniffed out. 3 down. 4 make it. As OpTic back on a spawn, and look at this push forward. Nero finds himself another corner of P1. 1, 2, 3. Crossed up, spots him on the push. You're going to get traded out as Dashy's there for it, but you've held the line, and Rocker still in commanding position. 30 to go.
And I mean, Nero, by the way, in that spot, you called out the information he just got. That is as good as it could possibly get. Shotzzy might open things up just a little bit for 2, but on P2, it has been Nero and Estriel taking turns. And they have just been utterly dominant on this hill. When we take a look at the line graph at the end of the series, make no mistake, P2, the biggest sort of best case right now from Rocker to have such a big lead.
Yeah, second set P2. We'll be marking that one on our notebooks. That right now, Paul keeping Kenny in danger. Nero there to back him up as well. Rocker suffocating OpTic so far here on Skyline. We are loaded up in the hard point. Nero, though, breaks it wide open. Can Nero find the third as well? He does. Is the man wearing active camouflage? What is this? A 3-piece, a 4 spree, and a hard point for Rocker.
And keep in mind, for Estriel that had a 9 spree on P2, Nero has lit up the kill feed in such a way that he is looking dominant. Finally, Kenny's there to shut him down, but this has been a wonderful run from Rocker. And again, a team that just not, like, they just don't have any luck in the map ones, but clearly it is not a slow start here. Boys are bringing the heat, but OpTic a nice response, and if you don't have the rotation, you gotta make sure you get the scrap time, and Dashy with that 4 spree is going to deliver it. Now his teammates have plenty of time to try to break towards new.
Ball be Pred. Pred wins it. Nice fight at the back line there for the OpTic boys. A sign of life now, as they sorely needed going to this P4. They had a great break in the first go-around. Now they've got the hold, but for how long? Trophies at the ready. Oh, no. First wave. Beautiful shots. Dashy gets 2. But one makes it through the back. That's going to be Nero. We'll see how this one plays out. Pred, find a corner. Stay alive. Paul gets in. The break is there.
That's an interesting moment. That's when we got to hear the comms from OpTic, because they just let grass completely wide open for Nero to go on that pinch. And I don't know who was supposed to pick it up, but Kenny's the one that tries to, like, fix that mistake. And when he loses the gunfight, all hell breaks loose. Still Mixy here on the P4 time, but certainly not a good setup, and a mistake that OpTic right now is just getting punished for. But Pred maybe bails him out long term. A fight for scrap is always a good one, and I mean 15 seconds is worth going for. Kenny might be happy for 12.
Here comes Paul. Is he going to find this? There's the trades. Nice work again. 15 seconds. You're not wrong, man. To get in there. The shots out of Pred, not enough to get the second. Estriel's going to find those final few moments. Over to P1, third set. Absolute banger so far here on Skyline. And Kenny fighting hard from the hard point. Nero's going to get picked up here by Dashy, and that is a clean side of the map right now for OpTic Texas. Time going their way.
All 4 down, and now you got eyes on 2 players up top. Pred on the prowl, Lay but that's an AR, and that is 3 players on his screen, but still super soaking on the P2, or P1, excuse me, right now, and another 4 down in the feed. OpTic have their flow state. Let's go to a listen in.
Back right, absolute. There's 2 back right. I think there. One shot, AJ. He's on the square.
One shot pull. One shot pull.
They're both there.
White plat.
I push. Look at the top. Out of one shot.
Take the hill, boys.
I'm pushing on the stairs. I'm on the stairs. He's not.
Out the time.
Dead. Get the right. Top T.
Back left in.
In.
Top T, Geo.
Oh, yeah. I'm going.
Back left now.
I put it in. Deep right. Be in my left. Alright, missing one on new ant. He's back right, I think. White, baby.
I'm on this guy. Top or low?
He's low.
Don't just shit on.
Back right, helipad.
Back right, helipad dead.
Nice. We'll try to chat together. Hit the back door.
Hit the back door on me.
You're back pot on you. Back pot on you.
Look at.
For weeks.
Catch one shot. Catch Kraus. Nero. You're back. There's 2 right. Nice. Another guy right. Top T. Alright, last guy. Low gym and his right. Low gym. Low left. Nice. Geo. Alright, Paul right.
I hear that.
Yeah, is it crossing down?
What if you
I'm a
fall?
low gym.
Ken.
Nice. I'm a gym.
One more Ken. He's low. Kids it.
No, we left. Not weak. He's out of back left. Nice. Good shot. Nice job, bro.
Front door. Nothing front door, boys.
Low right. 100%.
White plat.
OpTic holding the P2 line. Late breaks here from Rocker. And it might not even be the break. It's just go towards new.
I mean, look, just making amends for the P2 at all, I think, is why OpTic might very well win this map. But Minnesota Rocker, we already know, is a team that never dies. 4-man wipe in the feed. They got the setup around P3 that they want.
Perfect awareness of spawns as well. Are they able to actually capitalize on the kills? Yeah, 2 good so far. Shotzzy and Kenny still at large. Estriel takes care of 1. That's a big one from Shotzzy, just to keep this hard point at least in contest. Nero on the pickup from behind. That is sensational lead change here in the dire moments of the game 1.
Oh, and Geo for 2 might be a little bit extra. They've taken the lead. They got the right side spawn. Minnesota Rocker, this is your game to lose.
One more wave, Rocker. Hold on. And you take map number 1. Here comes Dashy and Shotzzy. The lineup's there. The damage is in. Nero once again. The dagger in the back. 10 seconds for the win. Pred down. Nero still fighting in kitchen. Nero and Estriel finding the kills. Estriel's in. And that could be the hold. The last man drops. OpTic Texas. Anyone able to get there as Rocker roar through Skyline?
Yeah, and I'm waiting for the player to hit an emphatic punch on that one. I thought those dudes would be hype, but no. Cool as ice, maybe prepared for a long series, but that's one of the best played Skylines Minnesota have had all year. So I don't know if you saw the record for it, but Minnesota have not had a lot of success on this map, nor have they had a lot of success in map ones. I think they literally, outside of the Falcons, have the worst map one record in the league. And here they are sitting on top with an electric Skyline hardpoint victory. I mean, Nero and Estriel virtually just taking turns, picking up pieces left and right. And that is destructive stuff, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
And how about that for the assist? Yeah, Minnesota Rocker, every single player in double digits getting serious production, and another 40 bomb for Nero. The man has been collecting those this year.
41. Shotzzy and S&D so far in the season, 3 1v2s. Opening doors over half, which is absolutely ideal, on a 1.18. You're happy to see those numbers if you're an OpTic fan, but you're going to see how that goes now. He didn't have a fantastic hard point. Pred's going to be grabbing the bomb just like the old days, and now we go to A. And if we don't, we'll be very surprised.
Yep, Dashy's job watching B Street. Gio actually tried to square up with him off the rip, but out to quick hit over towards Pool, and that is instantaneous. Dashy started over towards ammo and somehow makes it back towards Pool before Kenny does. And they let him through Pool. So I don't know what happened on the mini-map, but OpTic dropped the ball in round 1, and they get slammed for it.
Oh, yeah. Nero just dives into the bomb site, rips 2 players. And a nice little dance there with Dashy towards the end. But Nero, this is the final kill. That's the way it goes on the good old A bomb site bang out. This is what it looked like from his POV. Threads the needle. And destroys Shotzzy.
That answers the question. OpTic just left it completely open. They were just hoping the SMG down low would win the gunfight, and that's a 50-50 call. You give it a shot, but you lose that one. It is a guarantee you lose the round. So not the most ideal strat off the rip there from OpTic, and we'll see what Rocker pull out in terms of creativity. I think it was Boston that used this one first, and every team has stolen it.
Yeah, pretty Shotzzy possibly going to smash this corner. There's a big wrap taking place from Kenny and Dashy on the bottom side of the map. A bomb site plant. Standard stuff, folks. Once we run out of stuns and nades, we're going to have to show face. First contact goes to Estriel as he takes care of Shotzzy.
And Nero just gets out and makes things mixy. Does get caught, but in the meantime, on the mini-map, Estriel's been able to fly around and fry. Pred there for the trade, and now 1v2 for Gio, and he gets dropped. Down low, Dashy, reaction time on point. And we might get a second look at that one because Dashy got a pistol kill just before it. Instantaneous retake and a bounce back round from OpTic Texas. That is clean work out of the green wall.
Yeah, ideal. Absolutely ideal. And Dashy's Strider. His pistol's one thing, but what a win there against Gio. Nice bounce back. Exactly what you want to see straight after, you know, a tough opening round. Small mistakes like that at this level, though, folks, they certainly cost.
And a nice collection of the chaos as well. As soon as that first blood rolls through, it's a 3v4 really for OpTic to clutch, and you got to hunt down the players mid-map, find that other guy carpet. Like, it is just a very fast-paced game of hide and seek. And this bomb's going, this is a B hit, right? If you're going through the middle of the map, they're not dropping down low. They're squaring over towards line, so they find the first and second blood. Shotzzy gives you 2. Question is, now can he get out?
Yeah, you've made it to the bomb site. You're in a position to get this one down, and Pred is going to do it. He's going to go for the plant. Is Paul checking the bomb site rapidly? He is. That's a big win. A 2v2 now. The guessing game is on. Shotzzy and Dashy now on defense.
And Dashy just gets red. Wow. Shotzzy, this is for the ace and a 1v2 clutch. He has 3 1v2s on the year.
Thanks. Oh, I love the idea. But the pinch was there. E-bomb, not an easy thing to get. I love the look out of OpTic. They try something different. Minnesota Rocker, a lovely spread to finish off that one. Paul gets the defuse.
Yeah, and I think that round might be on Dashy, right? I think it was Paul X up top, or maybe Gio, whichever one it was that gets the read. He's on point. Tough to get the bomb down on B. Pred successful at that, but ended at 2v2. Again, we saw on the mini-map, Dashy roaming over from Pool, tries to flank, and I mean, if he gets through, you win the round, but Rocker staying on top of things, and they had plenty of time to work with to hunt down Shotzzy, so no stress there. And another big round.
Well, up to the A-bomb site this time around. Defensively, we're committed to this one. Kenny takes a whole heap of shots. And Gio sent him for the kill. Immediate trades are for shots. He keeps the fight alive as Dashy catches Paul out of nowhere. And now we rethink the A-bomb plant. Spotted out going towards B. If they get this down fast enough, it's on. But Estriel trying to send it forward with a good offense is a good offense, apparently. Go on, son.
Well, Nero catches Kenny. This might be the bailout. And you got plenty of time to work with. You can make decisions. We're squaring up down low. And Shotzzy just a little bit quicker with the movement. The long slide will, in fact, get you in what could have been for a 2v3, but Shotzy's there to close that door, and I think the speed of Shotzzy really showing off the goods as well, because you saw Estriel. Dashy catches Paul, like, dropping down through Nero, to go for, like, the B hit, and that's why Estriel decides, like, okay, they're going to know we're here for the plant, try to go through the spawn and see if you can catch someone, but Shotzzy was doing the exact same thing on the other side, and make sure you're staying on top of the intel game. So, speedy gameplay from OpTic Texas, tied up 2-2.
Good old Vol. Not what we usually see. Bomb site checks. This time round, we are safe. The bomb will be planted, and it'll be a good old-fashioned retake. No one's getting through this time. Here we go. Nero starts off proceedings against Kenny. He somehow finds it. And now Dashy, good shots to bring down Nero.
Yeah, he traded, but Dashy can feel the pressure on the flank. Shotzzy is going to alleviate a portion of that. Now you have the man advantage and bomb down. As good as it gets right now, and time's ticking. Paul X and Gio, they got to go, but AR players on this site is a nightmare.
20 seconds. Nearly. I'm not sure what happened there. You might have stopped shooting, but Pred picks up 2, and that's enough for the round.
Yeah, either ran out of ammo or stopped shooting because he thought he had to kill, but Pred in the corner, dishing you out 2. Big round as well. Good trades coming in from Dashy and Shotzzy again on the map. Schmoving, making sure you're quick to reposition. Dashy felt the pressure on the flank. Shotzy's going to be there, and Pred, meanwhile, just hanging out by the bomb, waiting for the gunfights to come to him.
Again, that was a round that Minnesota Rocker managed to get the first blood. Not so easy when you're having to play the retake. Round advantage now for the Rocker boy, for the OpTic boys. Rocker, they'll be on attack.
First blood. Trades.
Wait a minute.
There you go. Nero's gonna get it. More trades, or maybe not. Pred slides into death. And just overwhelming force there for the first blood. Kenny got his head ripped off 3 seconds into the round. And Dashy, he's got the ice. A 1v3. If anybody can do it, Bruce is at the top of the list.
Nate does not connect. Has to get close to 30 seconds. Checking every possible corner, but Rocco playing it deep. Wall X staying alive. Getting a little closer, trying to bait him out into the fight, and they're in the open, but Rocker strike together. They do not let the clutch come through. There we go, back to back. Just equalizers after each other.
Played by Paul X as well. I mean, just a highlight example of how you want to do it. Endless shoulders. You don't jump on the guy until either you get him one shot, you know it's free, or you got your teammate there for the trades. Paul X not giving him anything to work with. And again, a lovely strat. Kenny's been very consistently going out to that Jeep or the car towards the back, and I mean, they just fly at him to go and get that first blood. So great coordination. And Kenny, public enemy number 1, currently sitting on a donut.
Gio this time wins the opening duel against Dashy. They've been having a couple of fun ones against each other. Pred is not going to check the back door, and what do you know? It's Nero again. The dagger in the dark as the Emperor finds another. Paul slices Kenny down. The Shotzzy in the 1v4. I mean, this is a serious good luck, have fun moment. He's been spotted. Whether it's the nades now or whether he can get closer. Frustration is certainly sinking in. Whoa, I like the attempt. He's out. Trying to catch him. Just trying to catch him. He's so slippery. He's so slippery. So dangerous.
I think that's why they're smiling. If he did, I mean, there's nothing he could do. But if he just like slides into secret, he actually would have broken the ankle with 4 players together. It's a small thing. It doesn't matter. You lost the round, but it is funny.
He's really funny. All right, Nero,
once again, just jumping out of pool for absolute free. Pred trusting Kenny in that. I mean, you already have the man disadvantage. It's already scattered around. It is interesting, by the way. Gio is just straight up squared up with Dashy across the map a few times. Like, Dashy's the one playing top ammo, playing it safe, and Gio's been trying to take the gunfight, and for good reason. He finally got it and the first blood. You love to see confidence plays coming out of young players like Gio, and you like the stat coming out of Minnesota Rocker as well. A blender. OpTic wanted to be there, and OpTic got picked apart.
All my friends are dead. And now Dashy, this time he does have the frag. 3 members of Rocker on the inside of the bomb site. Tags, and he gets stuck. It is all smiles for Minnesota Rocker. Everything is working out for them.
Dude, and there is like no sort of like aura presence coming in from OpTic. Like Minnesota Rocker aren't playing with any fear. And again, it's like, to me, it's a big deal. If you're just squaring with Dashy, in my mind, it's a short list of players that are willing to do that. Gio putting his name on it. Rocker playing with all the confidence in the world. Nero, whenever he wants to jump out of a window, completely exposed into a pool. I was going to say what I used to say on my child. Cannonball. He goes cannonball. There you go.
Cannonball! Shut up, Peter Pan. I think, if anything, you're getting one call there. It's like, yeah, open, go. All right, I've got shots in, go. And he just dives right through.
Yeah.
And now we send the RC car forward. Rocker with a really, really deep setup here. They're not going to be pushing forward for this one, but I worry. Are they going to follow the RC car in? Yeah, they are. They're following it in. Under the cover of the car, they've taken as much of the map as they possibly can. Now you send it. Dashy set up in the perfect position to get some kills and the damage. Can he find another? Tags are plenty. Paul manages to make it to mid. Here comes the drop. Pred watching one. Estriel picks up the flank. Trades are there. All down to Gio. And they're going to push this aggression now from OpTic. Not going to let him get any breath. The perfect 2v1 scenario. OpTic stay alive.
Yeah, and I mean, look, on the retakes over towards the site, you throw out a couple ideas, but the RC car, very rare that you'll have that degree of success. I think I like what the observers showed us at the start of the round, though. You saw the nades coming through from Rocker. A lot of the players, when they're jumping out over towards bomb instantly, they're running through the hallway or catwalk, whatever you call it, and they actually had the pre-nades potentially to stop it. So that was just not the route that the OpTic boys chose, so they guessed wrong, but an idea at least was there on the defensive end. But OpTic certainly happy for the A plant on Vault. Get the offensive win. Problem now, though, is they got to find a way to stop it. Standard nades coming through. No connection there. They got the trophies and everybody's on site. A 4-man bomb stack.
Here we go. They're all ready to dive. Bomb planted. Just make sure to retake as much of the backside of the map as possible. But that is not where Rocker are defending this one from. I think that was the RC car just got toasted. OpTic are in the pool. Nero will be the front man. 30 seconds. And here we go. Into the site. And Estriel finds the first one. In and Nero finding another. And the aggression now. The dagger. The last man in. Rocker decimate OpTic in the search and destroy.
Yeah, and that's a slammage as well in some of those final offensive rounds. Playing with confidence. Boys are challenging, making calls, adjusting off the rip, and we'll just keep saying it. I feel like Looney has to be a happy man with the roster that has been built for Minnesota Rocker. Series isn't finished, but that is 2 incredibly well-played maps of Call of Duty by Minnesota, and they are just taking OpTic to task.
Well, we said it. Oh, I said it. Their form recently has been so strong, and you've caught OpTic at a very, very bad time. It's a perfect scenario to find yourself in there. So kudos again to Minnesota Rocker. That final round was a true dominance as they stamped their way through the A-bomb site, and the retake attempt was ineffective at best. Huge, huge work for Minnesota.
A battle where Minnesota Rocker has had 9 round 5s, and OpTic somehow have been able to avoid that with very comparable records between these 2 teams.
Aye, aye, Captain. What a way to do it. Here we go, folks. Map 3, Rocker taking on OpTic. We'll see what OpTic can do on defense first. It's going to be a spicy opener, and Kenny has 9 hit points, apparently, as Estriel just destroys him instantly. Pred's 2-piece certainly helps, but We're looking to still maintain some form of mid-map presence. It gets real tough.
Wow.
Oh, and you go 3, 4 down.
Oh, this is painful. This is the dagger. Shotzzy's in position P2. Pred's already bottom ammo, and he might not have been around for a long time, but if it is spawn trap and spawn kills, Pred knows what to do. Just go stand inside of it. Why not? But hey, technically, Minnesota Rocker break out of that pretty quickly, but half the time has been burned off the game clock so far, and they've just now been able to get towards the A zone. A 1v1, though, for the actual time, and Pred wins it instantly. Rocker, for the moment, are getting stuffed.
But yeah, again, beat up real bad. And Pred is still doing it. Dashy atop Lion roars his way into the kill feed. 25 seconds on the opening round. OpTic Texas. It's been extremely decisive. Nero, the juggernaut from the first few maps, has found his first kill on the round, and that's 3 dead. That's important, and that certainly could be a problem. Dashy lives. Oh, to fight another life. No, there's 18.8 stopped at the clock. Here comes the capture on 8, and it's a big old stack.
And that's all the effort, though, just to get a 2-man stack for the moment. So it's going to take 22 seconds for this to roll through. But if you're getting the kills, it'll make it easier. But they don't have a trophy. Nade's going to soften up the blow, and Dashy gives you a little bit extra. Even Kenny deliver you the time. And OpTic, I mean, almost assuredly should get this round. 6 seconds left. Just kill the men on point. Just flood them. Keep flying in for the trades.
Damn!
Don't let Paul do this to you. He can see through walls. It's Wall X. And it's the A zone continues to go.
It's Wall X, and he has melted. Last ditch attempt. Kenny down. Paul's holding it. They've managed to keep Pred at bay as well. Pred down as well. Paul is something else, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Menace is back. 8 to 9 over to B, and the capture's already begun. And Paul hasn't stopped moving. Kenny's vacated the top set of art. He's been brought down. Pred somehow finds 2 to save it for 50 seconds. You've got to hold on.
Oh, yeah, they tweet too. If Eshiel doesn't shoot at Paul, I think his flow state would have carried him through to a few more kills, but now he's just running at you. Who made that guy one shot that Paul jumped on? Am I crazy?
I have no idea. The Menace. You think you have him contained, but it is he that is in your spawn. Finally. What a life. Last 2 lives, though. We got well excited about that. There we go. Good work. Dashy, the guardian of the B zone, picking up those kills. Geo finally brought down. What an effort out of Rocker. They managed to secure the A zone, though. That's good enough for them. Again, the segments, we'll keep track of those as OpTic Texas go up by 1 in the round count.
Yeah, got an extra segment on the B zone as well. So all things considered, that's like a sort of stock and standard round of S&D, or excuse me, control on Vault. There you go. But for how things started, surprised they were able to pull this off. And I maintain Paul X just needed to hit the gas pedal even further when he gets into arc. Could have been a little bit quicker maybe to catch Pred up top. But I think he genuinely got spooked by his teammate down low. And the car bomb coming in from Pred also helped. So squared away. All tied up effectively for what we're expecting for an attacking round. But OpTic do have an opportunity to set themselves apart. And Kenny, off to a good start.
Straight through the trophies. Uno. Dos. No trace of any member of Rocker now left on that side of the map. He's going to push forward to Pred. Hey, baby, that's a nice opener. Keeping that play, keeping the point as safe as you possibly can on the attack, but they've only finally stacked up. Dashy's got to do the best he can to hold 3 players at bay. Shotzzy fills the gap for a second, but a slight bit of disconnect. OpTic could have had a lot more progress there if they pushed forward faster, but hey, man, it's good enough for now. Get that first segment in the back.
I mean, they're still spawn trapping 3 players. Yeah, Kenny's getting spawn trap an extra one. Dashy's there to collect Geo, the man that got through.
Oh.
And as long as you get these trades, you keep them off spawn. Paul X falls, and there's only 1 player left remaining, but at least Eshiel bought his team the space to make it to the time. And you're only down 1 life, so Rocker able to battle out. It was a bit of a blender for the moment, but restabilized. Now we're back to a 50-50 spot, and I mean, they're checking the catwalk for 1. Kenny should be traded out, and Rocker maintaining the pressure. And Dashy's posted top ammo right now, just staring at Eshiel from down range. So not a lot of A pressure for the moment, but he's grouped up, ready for the hit.
All X back at it, 15-9. Oh man, he had something there. Shotzzy doesn't let it happen. 30 seconds to go. Eshiel's so annoying, man. So annoying to deal with. Top hallway now. Yeah, perfect up against Kenny, but Kenny brings the PDW to the battle. That certainly helps out. Nero get the damage in, but that's 3 dead in the feed. Gio, the last man up here for Minnesota Rocker, trying to keep OpTic off the point, and that will not happen. A 4-man stack secures A.
Yeah, it's going to flood through. 4-man stack will go in about 11 seconds. So that thing was flying through in a 4-life lead from OpTic. Again, winning an offensive round really sets you apart, and that life lead got even worse. It is 6 lives. Now you're on the B zone, and Nero does get traded. Dashy's here, but you also are going to want a trophy to capture this B one because that van will explode. Dashy dodges it and keeps the pressure up. 6 life lead right now in a minute is plenty of time for OpTic Texas.
Plenty of time. Dashy's picking off these players. Everyone's a little tagged up as well, so as long as he can stay alive, keep this going. By the time for Shotzzy to move into position, he executes one from behind. Pred attached to the hip now, and there are 4 members of Rocker left. What a round from OpTic. It is not over yet, though. Couple of kills going their way. Dashy finding a few more, and Pred jumps into the fray, but unfortunately brought down.
Don't kill the last guy.
Hold it together alone.
Guy.
There it is. Shotzzy gets the final bullet in, and OpTic Texas got up 2-0.
Yeah, at a certain point, Minnesota Rocker are literally just flooding into death, praying that they lose on lives rather than the actual segments, because that round was chalked the second that they get their extra lives and Shotzzy gets inside of Art. Somehow Nero gets the best play, and funnily enough, it was off the opening break, but outside of that, OpTic just did an elite job of keeping up the pressure, and they just handled the life advantage. The spawn kills and the spawn traps were flowing. Everything good there in that moment. And Minnesota Rocker, a team that has never been 3-0'd or gotten a 3-0, not shaping up to get one here. OpTic, huge advantage right now on this vault control.
Yeah, the momentum is undeniable. Can they close it out, folks? That's the question. Big old headbutt towards A. We're all in. And it's a costly opener now for OpTic, who have dropped 3 players now, and it's on to Dashy trying to pick up anything here. He's going to be able to get in towards the backside of what we like to call useless, but he will make it anything but. Estro, a nice read, but not enough on the gunny. There we go. Dashy in position.
His team never gave him an extra kill, though, so Dashy's just going to be battling Estriel and trying to play keep away. And you see Kenny actually wins it in the feed, so him and Dashy there to drop a 2v2 now on the point. Dashy finally falls, and Pred, the cleanup crew, last man standing, but he doesn't chow the guy that was on time, so you're keeping the floodgates like flowing through, and this A-zone might get captured before you can actually pinch.
You might have pinched a little too fast. Those players have made it through. There's the capture complete. Get a kill or 2 out of this, maybe. Or get nothing. 2 dead. Uh-oh. A little too hot. As now we make our way over towards the B zone. Rocker in position to make something special happen here. Do they have any trophies, though? That's the question, because those vans are definitely still in action.
Gio versus Dashy again. Gio brought reinforcements. Makes it less fair.
Yeah, Nero's like, yo, Nero, go up there and get him. Yes, sir. Sends it, finds the kill, gets another one out of spawn. And Kenny caught in the middle of the street now by Gio. 3 dead. Forward you go, onto the zone.
Yeah, and will it be 2 men on point, maybe? Well, no trophies, so you're wanting to dodge the nade, so only Paul sticking it to the point, but everybody falls 4 down off the map. OpTic, talk about that bounce back, and no trophies really hurts him.
Literally perfect. They stopped the B segment capture as well. Now Pred's in your spawn, causing issues, keeping the players at bay. No one's getting to the front line without a word or 2 from the young Australian man. 1:30 to go, and lots of lives either side. Pred still, lay G, baby.
If you're giving up the A-zone captures, you better make sure you get the kills, and he has done exactly that. So 22 leading the lobby. We currently have 2 players massively suffering on Minnesota on the receiving end of it. On the time, though, falls there for 2. Could be the opener. Pred gets traded. Last man standing is going to be Dashy and Nero. Unfortunate for Dashy, just as his number is always around. Shotzzy with a quick route for a Jackal to go up top, though. Takes down Nero. So you have slowed this push down massively. Minnesota Rocker just looking for their moment to strike. They do have players in decent positions. However, Shotzzy on the flank continues to make plays. Uh-oh. Such a nuisance.
Uh-oh. What a move from Estriel, somehow nearly killing Pred there. Nero, you've got enough of a window to make your way forward. And now the fight is on. The dance of the doorway, but if 3 dead, last man is Shotzzy. This is a big move. There we go, start to stack the point. He's been taken care of, no lives. Left now for OpTic Texas. The last stand here in the defensive round. Rocker are getting it done. Here comes the capture. The nades are good, they're connecting, but not enough. And Rocker get themselves on the board here in control.
I'm seeing Paul look around like he's in war, but keep in mind, that was a full segment capture. So where Minnesota Rocker the round before where they lost on defense, those guys literally just started sprinting into death. No fear in their hearts. They knew the way they wanted to lose it. So on the objective front, Minnesota Rocker might be able to pull off a defense for the round 5, but of course that is still only if we get there. But if I'm remembering the segments right, you would be up by 1 for the rounds that are comparable, and then Minnesota Rocker in their first attacking round got 4 segments. So I think from OpTic, that'll be the name of the game. Either win it here or get 4 segments, because they have certainly outslayed.
Oh, yeah, they've absolutely outslayed. Estriel 13 and 20. 14 and 20 for Geo as well. Yes, there's no doubt about it. I said no doubt about it with absolutely no certainty of doing the maths. Who cares? Let's just get into the round. Rocker holding hands here as they're swarming across towards the B side of the map. And the weird timing has got OpTic just not feeling good about this whatsoever. 3 down. Get rid of that trophy, Nero. Destroy it. End it. You've spotted out the players there on spawn. Pred's making a run around Hookah, but he's now gone as well. So, a free reign across the map right now for Rocker, and Nero catching shots at range.
That is such a strange opening break as well. Minnesota Rocker, they've done it a few times, like a weirdly turtled setup on defense off the break, but it absolutely works for them. Now it's all about the trades. Paul X, by the way, maybe Paul Flex. There you go. Paul Flex with the SMG flying through, and, you know, give him a highlight reel play, but nice play either way.
Really nice Paul Flex as well. That's going in the book. Geo finding another in spawn here. 16 and 21. He's fighting forward. Tags in a Dashy. Can he finally get him out of position? So now we make our way forward, but here comes Nero, and he's got the pressure on. Kenny trying to buy the time. He does indeed. OpTic's teamwork starting to get going, but 30 seconds on the round. You have to get a zone.
Getting out of spawn is one thing. Getting onto the zone is another. Estriel making sure he keeps B nice and secure. That is the long-term plan. And Estriel also knows, looking for a spawner before he moved to the point. How many battles has he had against Dashy in these exact situation? But right now, Dashy just needs to keep him away because his teammate's winning all the gunfights. So Estriel making some noise. Doesn't make the impact. Dashy handles them and should just deliver you. This is a zone. Nero gets traded out. You're good to go. And now from OpTic, you at least want 1 extra segment on B at minimum.
1 to go. Geo out there, gets flattened. Here comes a big bulldoze now from the OpTic boys. They're flying forward, rolling thunder across the map until wait, it's Paul from behind. Just catches at least 1, and now you're on the zone. A big stack opportunity here. Nero's on a flank as well. Geo takes care of R, and there we go. Nero's in. Only gets 1, and Pred still stays alive with the 5 spree. Good nades. Here comes the pressure. Surely you get him off the zone. No, a segment's in. That's it.
I can't believe they didn't. Oh, yeah, the segment's great. I can't believe they didn't pick up double doors there for the flank, but they're keeping up the pressure. It looks like Minnesota Rocker, yeah, finally able to alleviate it. Interesting moment there coming through, but a nice little wipe off the map there. But again, should be defense secured unless Minnesota Rocker just get every single kill for the rest of the map. But looking at the minimap, OpTic right now, 45 seconds to work with. A good chunk of time to work the B zone. With 1 segment captured, your job's a little bit easier.
Oh, Paul's going to get the timing here. Red, Kenny, you name it. Take your pick, mate. Teammates are getting dropped all around the place. 6 to 10. OpTic last man left alive right now is Dashy over by the B street. Now he's gone back over to spawn. No lives left. What a defensive hold. Chance, you said it. They need every kill. They've conceded 1 so far. And Kenny gets a second. Unbelievable. Unbelievable round. Who gets defense?
I was trying to do the math on the fly. I think it literally came down to like 1 or 2 kills. I was trying to do the math quick enough. I honest to God, I think Minnesota Rocker just got it by like 1 or 2.
We await confirmation.
I was over here thinking of like Paul X. I was going to give credit to the discipline of Paul like in the middle of the map and call him Stall X. But like, honest to God, little plays like that went a long way. And there you go. Minnesota defense, somehow, they just go on a massive run and pull off the defense for the final round. 3-0 is back on the cards, boys. First one for Minnesota Rocker all year, if they get it.
They've got to get it, though. Pred and Dashy find their way through the middle of the map. Pred somehow pulls out 2. And now the reinforcement is sharp, and OpTic save the zone. In we go. A perfect stack near enough. Paul gets in, and Paul finds 2 somehow. The segment gone. Shotzzy trying to pick up the flankers, and Pred there battling away in the A zone still. A slow cap, and now on a B as well.
Oh, and he got through. Yeah, the second he gets over towards Art, this is going to be multiple players trying to work him. So the A zone, it's going to fall. Oh, that was Shotzzy, not Pred. All right, broken kill feed. Definitely Pred. A zone should get captured. Final tick almost through. They got all the kills. They got all the coverage. You just need to kill Paul X, and Shotzzy, the final stamp on it, gets it done. So good opening break. They got the advantage, and you can see these boys are flying. OpTic trying to keep the pressure up.
The pressure and the pace is absolutely what they are bringing right now, though. Paul Estriel sends Kenny to another dimension, and now Gio massive tags in, and a big one of Paul once again fighting his way forward. 38 and 27. From the window to the wall, X, he's doing it all.
And I gotta say, right, just one car being off the map that can explode is a beautiful thing. More cars off the map, so this is great news from OpTic. Less exploding things near that B zone. And Shotzzy, unfortunately, just couldn't get any help or any pressure towards the map, but you're just vying for these moments, trying to string together a couple kills, but right now, defense has been reigning supreme for Minnesota Rocker. Nero active, there's a 5 spree. You think Ashley will be good for the trades? Yeah, finally he gets a gunfight when he gets Dashy. It's been a long time coming.
Here we go. Kenny enough pitch points to stay alive there, but a very, very slight lead right now. Very slight lead for the Rocket Boys. Looking at that B zone, OpTic are making the run down the B street now. What a win from Nero. Trades are there, and it's good. It's working out. You got to get at least one more. Kenny eviscerated. Oh, and Pred, the last man down, out. The first wave ineffective. OpTic back to spawn.
Oh, these are big moments. 7v10. Desperation from OpTic to avoid another 3-0 on the weekend. I don't know how many times in this org's history they've been back-to-back 3-0, but I know it's certainly a rarity. And that's 2 big kills. This is it, man. No respawns remaining. Every single player falling down. Shotzzy, the only man alive on the point. Bungles the movement, but it doesn't make a difference. He just doesn't have the help. Minnesota calling game. A hot 3-0, and they barely care. Another day in the office.
Oh, that's good. Now a vibey team can enjoy the rest of their Sunday. OpTic, though, it is right back to work. That is no map wins on the weekend. Not the most welcome return for Pred to the league. And Dashy's camera broke somehow. I'm not sure that happened. That's crazy. But Rocker, a very happy 3-0 for them.
Reset? Yeah. Resetting doesn't help you. We've talked about it with Vegas Falcons. Like, we just have. It does not help. It doesn't matter the caliber of player or talent that you are. Yeah. It just doesn't help anyone.
No, I think the reason I was telling people not to panic, like OpTic fans, is just like, listen, it's early in this stage. It's a long year. Would you like to have things figured out by the time Major II comes around? Absolutely. But, like, I just don't think you need to panic through the first couple of series. They are very talented. They just have to get back to the basics, and it just reminds me again of Qualifier 4 last year. Like, you literally have to go winless and then win champs.
I mean, it's just this day and age. We're going to react to every map, every play. And that's the way it is. But these guys were world champions last year. That's it. They're defending it once again. But back into this match, you get a couple of kills from TJ. A nice start from Dashy and Pred. But it's Carolina on the time.
Dashy, he's been getting some flack. Ken, the AR duo has just been struggling. They're looking to come out firing, and you see Dashy doing just that. As he starts out 6-1, and these guys look to get rolling. And I thought, due to the form we believe before yesterday that Royal Ravens were in, this is really maybe a really good bounce back opportunity for Texas. We thought the Carolina was kind of sliding, but then after the 3 over Rocker yesterday, they're playing some real sound Call of Duty.
No, they were. No, honestly, yeah. Fundamentally, when we talk about fundamentals, like this is we've talked about it with Carolina. This is a team that's going to have them, and if they want to beat the best teams,
they need to.
They need to have it. Yeah, I mean, they've beaten OpTic. They've bested them twice throughout the year, both in tournament competitions. But right now, it's a pretty back-and-forth battle, and Dashy's going to get on the hill. He's 7-2.
And I think that's like a conversation. Like, Carolina have to have their fundamentals on in order to beat teams. A team like OpTic has the luxury of having like an off day and getting by on like talent and stuff, but like when you're doing none of the things you need to do, it's just, anyone can struggle. And I kind of said last night, we were talking about Falcons, different story, but it is hard to win in this league. There are a lot of talented teams. The coaching staffs we have nowadays, the prep we have, the scrim schedules, the VOD review, it's a bit different than it was when you were competing. It is. Like, it's a hungry competition, and yeah, if you get caught slipping, bro, I don't care who you are, you can get slammed.
Yeah, 100%. No doubt about it nowadays. Yeah, we've talked about just the competition leveling up every single year. But on this rotation towards this P3, what Slash was able to, he's just staying alive. He's on his 3 spree. Shotzzy finds the kills, and he's just trying to protect it back here, get his team the spawns.
See if he can continue to pounce with his teammates. They're winning it from the front. They've now gotten inside. Dashy can't win the one against Slasher, but should be a trade, or at least able to back him up as Preg's going to push out, get a big double there top mid, alleviate that pressure from top mid. Fantastic job as they'll secure this time and try to push open a lead. They'll have one player to deal with up close and personal. That's going to be TJ. That's going to be a tough fight for Dashy. It's not really much of one. TJ actually turns that into 2, and these final 20 seconds look like they're going to be going the way of Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny's alive up top, but I guess with 15 seconds left, you'll take these deaths, but you have to deal with Gwyn early. You may not be ready for him, and well, he's going to take down the first. So it's hit from bait door. Shotzzy and Pred both get kills. So honestly, 15 seconds left, you basically get gifted a rotation. Say, hey, P4, let's get there. They're able to find it. But here comes TJ. We just saw he had 2 kills, and well, his duo and Gwyn gonna break it on in. Well, last player alive is gonna be Dashy.
Yeah, no, I think, the TJ double and break, then plus the kill from Gwyn here at the opener at 4. I know Gwyn's not having a great match to start at 4 and 10, but he's kind of the first kill in that first domino to get them the break here. And now a chance to really turn this into time after you take the scrap time at 3rd. Looking real good for Royal Ravens. And here comes the pressure now from OpTic Texas. They try to get in, only break up a few seconds until control is now regained, and you try to get some comfort time if you're Carolina.
Nice shots by Shotzzy. I thought DJ had him there, hitting the slide out. Going 2 for 2 so far inside of the hill. Still 20 seconds left. Just the baiting and switching on point right there for Ravens. And this is just what we saw yesterday when the slaying really wasn't all that crazy. It wasn't very one-sided. Like, you had players making plays, whether it was Gwyn, whether it was, Slasher going on some sprees, but when it came down to it, they just played a better COD than Rocker.
No, they did. They absolutely did. Didn't see the series going that way at all, but it certainly did, and I don't know. It's been a bit of a game of swings so far for the Royal Ravens, right? Like, started out so hot in Qualifier 1, then slipped off a bit, then made the run at the Major. Maybe there's going to be a team that's a little up and down, and that's due to the pressure of just making the right play, having those fundies on point, and, well, sometimes they're just going to get fried by the stronger teams from a talent standpoint. But right now in a good position, up 20. The slaying margin, not much separation between the two squads. Same in the scoreline, but we'll focus on the second set in here. See if anyone can make some adjustments. This is where we start to find a gap.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just simple as, like, if I'm telling you Gwyn's double negative, you're probably not saying they're also winning by 20 points,
True,
right?
true.
He's able to find a couple of kills with this life. Well, they're going to earn some time, but he was 7 and 14. So Shotzzy just trying to get pushed out through the middle of the map, put pressure on them. He's able to find 2, but where the hill is, his teammates all get taken down. It's 3 dead right now. It comes down to a 1 versus 1 on rotation. Well, that's going to be Vivid dropping down ladder, probably getting a free kill, and he does. Finds the timing.
Let's see what Vivid can do with the rest of this life. Well, maybe not much. Able to at least stay up for now, but he was getting tagged from top zip. The pressure then soars in from the rest of the opposition. Kenny able to get that kill. Tries to slide out and chow, but he's going to be caught by Gwyn. TJ having himself a map up to 20 and 12. Nice shots into Fred. Oh, dude, just hits the headshot to end that. That's ludicrous there from TJ. He is feeling it in this one, and time still soaking for Royal Ravens.
I mean, that is, yeah, just unreal shots.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm happy for him, but he has hit these last couple of years just such a high level, and he's doing it consistently. That's what we wanted to see, playing with such confidence. Ravens in control right now. Let's go to a listening with Carolina.
Oh my god! Shotzzy. Stand on mid. We got P1, bro. Careful in the back. He's fired in the back, bro. Stairs on the road. He's running at me left. I'm one shot. I had to give it left, bro. He's already top on me. Top zip.
I'm just fine, my life.
Top zip, and there's 2 left.
Zip. No, he's low zip, half health. Low boat, guys. He jumped on time, I think. There's 2 right there. Give me 2 at a time.
Try to step.
He might spawn you,
Might spawn you in the back.
Get front, get the kill. Left side hill. It's back front, come on. I saw him left side hill. One shot, look.
In the back right, Ken. One shot.
I'm looking at him. We're funny enough.
Back on. Okay, one's back right.
Back door.
Short. Front stay alive, bro.
What you want to do on you?
Yeah, I'm dead.
I'm gonna go up.
I made AG dead.
One's Ivy.
One Ivy.
I'm working Sparrow, bro. Ivy back
Zip.
Front door hill.
Shotzzy, one shot zip.
Dashy was front door hill. Shotzzy zip still. Zip dead.
Front door on me.
Two at a time.
I got one.
No, 2 at a time. 2 more. I'm actually holding it.
Go now.
Top me one front door hill. Both we got home.
I'm there, dude. Help them.
Nothing ran out mid off my spawn.
I didn't know my spot. Marty, big door.
Big door, one shot. I'm one shot. Two bigger, run home, bigger.
It could be right side.
He's already in.
He's in computer. One shot on me. I did it. Nice.
I'm up. Fire on me.
He's far away.
I saw him. I'm can't stop it. He's far, Dashy. She's far, Big door dead. He's far, one's we can alright, dead. Left
one shot left corner dead. Nice, good job. Trying to get in. They could be Victor behind me.
I'm weak.
Sparrow dead.
I'm sending Sparrow. I'm from my head with them.
One shot.
I'm one shot, bro. I'm gonna door in 2 seconds. Big door, two big door, man.
I'm at speed.
Absolute.
Maps, absolute. I got a big door in a second. Maps dead.
Boat.
Find a boat.
What did you do? Nice.
Boat dead.
I'm coming for Star fast. Come in. Austin, Charles me.
I'm
mid. Mid-max, Shotzzy. Mid-max, Shotzzy done. No, gate.
One might hit me old here.
Make sure we get this.
Might hit big door.
Might hit roll dash. Let me know the big door.
Yo, he's P2 stairs, I think.
I'm going to heli. One's on you. Alley to new.
He's still P2.
Zip on me. I'm in grandma. I'm going heli. I'm like back heli.
A really great listen in and another solid P4 for Carolina Royal Ravens.
I mean, it's what we heard yesterday, just very calm, cool, collected. You hear the small talk. It's sort of just, hey, follow me up. You get a couple of big breaks. Yeah, able to lock down the P4 once again. But, yeah, I mean, it's great to hear. It's just a lot different. Reminds you of, like, an Ultra.
Honestly, yeah. That's all we were talking about yesterday. Just... It's fun to listen to. You can just actually hear every word. There's no mumbling, screaming, repeating things 10 times. The back and forth between two players, a little small talk, as you said, is just, I don't know, it's fun. It's listen to it. A big part of why they're up 70. I mean, the game, I don't want to say it seems easy to them right now, but it just seems like they're just playing together really, really well, which is, I think, what OpTic Texas are really trying to work on right now. So this is going to be a tough matchup for them. Because, I mean, I know Kenny has still struggled. I mean, he's -4 right now, but that's not why you're down 70.
No, yeah, I mean, obviously you never want to get outslayed if you're this OpTic team. You feel like that's not going to help you, but it's very close in the slaying category. But just, yeah, fundamentally right now, Carolina a step ahead is on this rotation. They're all on a streak. They're in the positions they want. Shotzzy trying to do what he can. Just try to take a couple of these long routes, and they've paid off. He's found a couple of kills, but then while he's doing that, his teammates drop, trying to be the point man again to break this P2.
They're going to need a break, and they're going to need a stretch of perfection if they're going to take this, because it's just about 10 needed for the dub for Carolina Royal Ravens. It's another double for TJ. He slowed down a bit, but he's still over 30 right now at +10. And while where the slaying margin wasn't that big of a gap, it's widened in the last minute or two. As Carolina Royal Ravens are up, they end up winning it by 110. It was a close game kind of through the midway point, but then they really took over. I mean, for OpTic, it's almost like we talked about when we were talking about Falcons the other day, yesterday, in the sense like you can't really plan to win a map like this if you're not going to get a single second of P4. Okay, they might have got a couple of seconds, but not much. And that wasn't the only pain point, but it's just a point. When you're a struggling team, like, you and I were talking about this after the match yesterday, like when you're a struggling hardpoint team, like, well, obviously Falcons are, but you're just kind of a struggling team right now in OpTic. You're floundering, you're 7 straight map losses. You got to make the easy points. Yes, the basics of like the easy points, like a money hill like that, you really need to focus on. They just weren't able to. You know, sometimes absolutely pop off, but you feel pretty good when he's in that position. Then the second he really starts going nuts, that lead opens up, huh?
No, it does. I mean, we saw in the listen, and you kind of heard the one thing that stood out was like you could tell he was just like frustrated with like a couple of deaths, and then he really just, I don't know, he took over.
Absolutely did. But now to the search and destroy. We'll slow down the pace. We'll get dialed in and see if Pred can maybe get them involved early here. He's got multiple stacked up around booth.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw this yesterday from Carolina, so you know OpTic did. Talk about their coaching staff, just sort of VOD prep, how they want to play this, and it was a lot of very similar rounds. Just they were able to win it in that round 11. As Shotzzy trying to find that first blood on a TJ.
I mean, for Carolina, we'll talk about more when they get to offense, but it was really just the post plants, right? Or actually getting the bomb down where they struggled out towards A. We'll see. I mean, they got done in the round 11, yes, but they failed the 3 rounds before that on offense. So we'll keep an eye on it, but the first blood, and it goes to Carolina. Nice win from Ken. That's a tough fight at close range. Gets it done. Can't quite get to safety across. The Slasher does trade it out. Dashy gets some info on one, but bomb planted now. Let's see if these two players, and Shotzzy and Dashy, can hold.
Yeah, it's on Gwyn. What does he see? If he's able to spot Shotzzy, round's probably over. Yeah, so he's going to find him. So now you pretty much have a process of elimination. Where's this last guy at? He's the one who pushed on through. 25 seconds left. This guy, he's had some clutches in his career.
Nice Nice shots.
Great shots, and has the wall bang. 15 seconds left. They're going to have to get on this soon, and you see where TJ is. He's pretty far away.
He was going for the wall bang, just not able to hit it, still sticking it and finishing it. He thought where he wall banged, he thought he was off bomb, I think.
Yeah, I went stretched it like a little bit.
Yeah, just stretched it a little bit more. The shots were just off a hair, but I'm assuming once he didn't get a hit marker there, he thinks he's good. Just not the case.
Yeah, I think he's getting like double push, right? There's still time for them to wrap through middle of the map. Still 2 players up, so yeah, no hit markers.
And that's probably frustrating. I mean, he's just relying on where the plant is, that he can't stretch it like that, whatever the case is. I'm not sure if they didn't give the exact spot they wanted or...
Well, yeah, it's just one of those things, yeah.
Yeah.
You're left in a 1v3.
Yeah, no, true. But this is where it'll be interesting for Carolina based off yesterday. They're indecisive at times when they were on offense. But when they got the bomb planted, just so often, they were getting retaken and things were collapsing. A lot of the setup was towards A. It looks like they're thinking B this time. It'll be Pred playing from the site. Wrapping back to help him will be Dashy. And quickly in transition can be Shotzzy. Out of the play for now will be Ken. So you're going to have numbers here.
Have a good setup here, though. But Pred's going to get caught by a nice stun. No trophy, still very early in this game. Shotzi's able to work the pinch, but Slasher has a quick trade, so numbers. And well, trophy advantage over to Carolina.
A good thing is if you're Dashy, at least you get out with your life. You're able to react almost instantly, but Ken tries to kind of push that rewrap. Not able to find an opening. Now Dashy in another tough spot, 1 versus 3. Bomb now planted. Gets even harder, and good luck with that gunfight.
Yeah, I love the patience from Carolina, right? Even in the 2 versus 3, they just sort of waited it out. Didn't allow Ken to make a play. They picked up shots. He had a quick trade on him. Didn't want anyone to get caught on the bomb. Just took their time. Knew they had the numbers, and well, wins 4-0.
I mean, Pred just gets nothing. He just catches a stun. And I mean, we've seen people kind of play a lurk roll or play with like an AR with like a cheeky angle inside. But I mean, it just looked kind of funny almost when they pushed it. He's just crouched there full stunned. Like there was absolutely nothing. I mean, it wasn't Dashy didn't have like a trade that was possible. He just dipped out instantly.
Yeah, and that's one of those situations where like if they're able to find a kill, then maybe Slasher looks that way and Shotzzy can...
Oh, they get one. Who knows? It can go very differently.
You know, Shotzzy can get out with his life, but that doesn't happen.
OpTic, I want to give him a taste of their own medicine. The difference is you kind of had all 4 grouped up here. Ken's playing it a little bit slow behind. He's looking for that full push through. So that's going to probably be the interesting play because you're going to have 2 and 4 and Tej and Vivid that are pushing the long flank. Kenny's going to be the one in position to maybe deal with this. And he's not going to at all. TJ is going to find him. You don't really delay this push either. But by the time they get there, I mean, we're thinking, what, 25 or so seconds by the time they get involved.
You just don't know if it's 1 or 2, so they can't push out a side, right? So the only thing, maybe it's 1 guy on the flank, so they stay within the bomb, and that is just not what you can't do. I feel like you have to 50-50 it, maybe just hit out a side together if you are the 2 players left. Instead, they just kind of wait, and they both get caught.
Yeah, that's just one where you're hoping Ken's going to get one on the both pushing through, or he needs to play closer to the team, whatever it is.
He's just thinking they're not getting a long flank.
Yeah, well, because you and I've talked a lot. Long flank doesn't usually work very often. It doesn't. And what did I say yesterday? Like the time it does work is where there's one guy that's playing out and you get that kill, and then it works. But usually, like if everyone's grouped up close to the bomb site, it doesn't really pan out because they spend so much time trying to find that guy. Then he's not there. Then by the time they get there, someone's holding with the AR. But when you get that kill onto Ken, that's usually when it seems to work. Yeah, at least in my experience watching this.
And maybe the key in that round is Slasher. Well, he got caught in the corner. He found one bbefore he died. That would have gave OpTic the numbers. And
true.
Maybe you don't.
And that's what OpTic didn't get in the previous round, right?
Exactly.
5-0. Nice little start here from Gwen. Great shoulder there from TJ as he puts on the wiggles. Shotzzy gets dropped, and first blood advantage once again over to Royal Ravens, and they are falling like dominoes. Now all on Kenny and Dashy to try and clutch.
This is where it gets a bit worrisome because that to me is sort of nothing's really working for us. Hey, Shotzzy, go make a play. And he got caught.
And while that's what a lot of their early success was in search sometimes, like, hey, Shotzzy, go make a play. But what have we found in this year? The maps are pretty one-dimensional.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of holes, not a lot of room for playmaking. You got to play as a team, and that is the thing that OpTic Texas is struggling with the most right now. So it's not surprising to see Search and Destroy is also going to be a struggle because it does sort of limit the playmakers, right? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, you've heard my opinion on these search maps this year. Not the best we've had, certainly.
wins 6-0 as, yeah, just the teamwork shining through right now for Ravens.
I mean, that's like part of me kind of likes it in that sense. Like, it really needs to be a team game, needs to be on point. It is sort of one-dimensional, like who can execute certain things better. Like, part of me likes that, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't really match what like our best search has been.
Yeah, if anything, this might be the one map where there is some room.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. Probably the most, right? Or maybe like a Hossy, kind of, but probably here. We're into our 5th round. He just got 5 total kills on the Texas side. I mean, Gwen's got more than the whole, well, as many as the whole team. As now Kenny gets a much-needed first blood.
Yeah, and Slasher actually gave this up this time, so there was a change, but the biggest difference is if you're Ken, you find the first blood, you're still alive, but yeah, he's just going to try and waste as much time as possible. Gets the kill, now just hanging out in a corner, and he's going to find a second.
I mean, where Ken like couldn't make the play to help win them the round, he won them this round.
The problem is somehow they got 2 kills near B. So there's still time, and your 2 players are so separate. I just don't know how those players died.
I should take it back. I guess Ken should have won either round.
Yeah, no, 100% he should have. I don't know how these guys had shot. You're on the defuse. Ken's got to wrap all the way through. He gets the 3rd and the ace. As well, it gets them on the board.
So Ken did win the round.
No, he did. I just was like, what happened?
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, I mean, we highlighted the problem with him getting 0 in 2 rounds ago. The time you get 2 in that situation, like, yeah, that should be the round, but it's on him to get the ace. A guy that has been, you know, obviously struggling in, well, every mode. Maybe a play like that helps propel him a little bit, but sort of a full team frustration right now. But a big round from Ken and big one there for OpTic Texas.
Yeah, I mean, we were just on board with the players on the pinch. We didn't see.
I was so focused on that, honestly. Yeah.
Maybe they were just peeking out, just trying to help him out.
Well, you get one round up. We saw a 4-1 comeback earlier today. See if OpTic has it in the cards. And sometimes, Jay, it's just like when you're in a hole like this too, it's just been like, yeah, like a 10 map loss streak or whatever. It's like, sometimes you just need a map, bro. Like, just get one. Just some positive momentum. You know, vibes are at an all-time low. Like, just get something going. But Carolina obviously want none of it. Ken gonna get caught sprinting there. He gets shot by everybody. I mean, TJ gets tags in. Slasher gets it. That pick a little too free. I don't know if he's hoping he gets the timing to check for the bomb plan or what that was, but
not sure either.
That looked like him in Respawn last week. Just sprinting and getting caught just getting caught. I don't know if there was a comm there or what it was, but it looked kind of silly from the POV on Carolina.
Well, that's some good timing.
Oh, sure was. Gets a little sketchy just because he had the pistol out, but trying to work the retake. Your opportunities are dwindling. Dashy gets double chowed. And you can see it's definitely a lot more individual plays on one side.
I was literally just going to say, it's just individual gunfights you're trying to take.
Team fights on the other. I mean, yeah. You can see the difference. I think it was the same in the hard point.
No, but honestly, I'm not sure if like maybe they spotted the bomb cross and.
No, that's what I'm wondering. It looked like he got a comm or something because the way.
Yeah, and then.
Or Ken's brain turned off.
No, TJ might have just like baited it out. That might have just been the play. You can watch that cross, but then Ken has to go and try to stop the bomb planners. Just again, he's doing it alone.
Yeah, he's like, I got an ace, dude. I'm going forward. Mid YY just.
I think he was too.
Yeah, he definitely was mid swap. You know this stat, 80% of Ken's deaths are mid YY, Joe.
Shout out to the claw players out there.
I made that stat up, but 1 round away from the 2-0 edge. Stun will slow down Shotzzy and Pred's push. Right. Times one of the best sub duos in the game. Got to get Pred and Shotzzy back to that type of form, it feels like, for this team to become a force again. They work it up offensively. Plant in. And kind of different from their setup on when they push the B bomb. It's going to be Dashy this time dealing with the flank. Ken will be pushed up towards stage, so kind of flip their AR duo on this. But you lose the first player. Now Gwen's just found an opening. Just right up the gut, drops them, just picking them apart. Ken gets caught trying to chow. Gwen's chowing top window with a sub, and that will be it. Carolina, they are ahead right now. They are dominating the OpTic lineup, who's all their struggles we've been talking about for weeks seem to still be here.
Yeah, I mean, those last 2 rounds are a really good example of it, all right? Because you had 2 A plants. How does one team retake A? Sort of what's their game plan? How does the other team retake A? What's their game plan? Carolina say plan A. We have a great strategy in mind. We know our objective, where we're trying to push from as 4. On the other side for OpTic, it's sort of, we don't want them to plan A. You slide out, you get caught, you're down a man.
And you've got a lot of just individual players too on OpTic Texas, and sometimes those individual plays work. They're not right now. Whereas Carolina, you don't have the luxury of that. I mean, yes, you know, you get your moments from TJ or Gwen, but they need
to all their qualifier matches. Like,
yeah,
they're already 0-2. They have a tough schedule. It's just like, can we get a 3 and 4? Can we have 2 matches back at our home arena in the, you know, that's what I'm thinking.
Sure,
2 lives.
If I get on Twitter, it's gonna be a lot of people talking about hook this, hook that. But I'm telling you, the team was not doing the right things then either. It was just
him and Shotzzy have 1-2s. They were looking good online.
Yeah, online.
Yeah.
No, it's a bigger picture issue than one player. Now the control. See if OpTic can somehow get past the frustrations as the team and the coaching staff have their work cut out for them in the coming weeks and months. Shotzzy trying to be elusive. You know, a map that he definitely can be that playmaker. Him and Pred can find openings. Just got to have to take advantage of it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes he wants to play really individual, wants to have those moments. Just being shut down over these past couple of months. We'll see if he can shine here.
Yeah, I'm curious somewhat. Well, I guess, you know, with whole long barrel being gone, I was just saying, I wonder if someone's going to try to match maybe like FaZe's strategy, but I'm sure maybe that meta shifts a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah, instead of trying to run 4 subs, maybe it's just 3 now.
Or it's something you just do on land. Honestly.
Yeah, you never know. Guns can always feel better there.
I think always, yeah. For the most part. At least I think where we're at now, like where everyone's sort of close to a level playing field online. I know it's not 100%, but a lot of teams in Dallas, obviously.
There used to be some guns online, like especially like fire rate ones.
Oh, like a Scorpion.
Back in the day, yeah, that was so much better online.
Was it like the Scorpion and use the MSMC? Well, because like slow rate of fire guns are always kind of weird online, right? Like just hit rag,
correct.
And then you get the land and just nuke, like a rampart type thing.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. Or man.
Shout out Nikki D.
Yeah. Dashy looking for his first, able to get it there. 19 on the clock and trying to get this extension, but all sorts of work to do. It's just him on an island now, and well, as Gwen gets to the heady, he's able to pick up both. The other two spawning out rock side, trying to get over, but time is dwindling. You're caught sprinting. Not a whole lot you are able to do, and pushing forward is going to be Slasher, and round 1 looks a lot like the rest of the series.
Yeah, I mean, what, you had Shotzzy on B point by himself. That's about it. You had Kenny on B point by himself. That was really it. Shotzzy, you know, you're just not really... Yeah, you don't earn a tick.
It reminds me, dude, a lot. Like I yelled it at Ant, and I don't know if like you could hear me on broadcast, but it reminds me, honestly, of FaZe's struggles at the beginning of the season. They looked to be behind. They were not playing. They were not playing together. And you know, obviously, FaZe kind of figured it out. Yeah, I mean, just hoping OpTic's going to do the same. And it's just not. You can't really make the comparison like, oh, well, hey, we're doing this with Hook and Stage 1, blah 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 blah. Listen, the game has evolved. Well, the game is going to evolve all year long. Teams get better.
Yeah, and you have a new. I mean, you have a new player.
You have a new roster. Yeah.
So yeah, you do. You are behind.
Just got to get in the lab and look to get better, like Carolina Royal Ravens have been doing. Because man, they've been playing some great COD this weekend.
Almost caught you there, Carolina Royal Ravens.
Yeah, no, 100%. That was the hardest word for me to say.
Sounds like Scooby Doo.
There's too many R's, bro. Scooby Doo. Gwen, well, thought he found an opening, but opening shut down as Shotzzy able to react. Nice job on defense here out of the opener. Goes OpTic Texas. And almost I'm a little worried about, though, and I don't know if it's going to happen, because like Ken's not a guy that usually has been able to play selfish. He's always kind of been a team player, just in our talking with him over the years, and you know, when he's been with Thieves and how they approach the game. But there's like part of me with the flack he was getting, I want him to slow down, L-trigger more, like honestly even kill her a bit. But like my worry is if he does do that, like I just might lead to more problems, honestly, with where the team's currently struggling. And I don't know if he's going to do that. I'm just saying, like, that's been kind of my fear. If it gets in his head a little bit too much.
Well, maybe just, yeah, sometimes you do just kind of, you have to focus on fundamentals of God. Sometimes that's just shooting. And well, that's good shots right there out of Ken. Yeah. Hits the headshots, gets the kill, gets that player off B, and well, I mean, you needed a response after that round number 1, and you got it here. Nobody has been able to work the objective at all. This is not what we're used to seeing on Hacienda.
No.
It was very back and forth. And at Major 1, there were a lot of offensive round wins.
Yeah, honestly, seem offensive favored sometimes.
Yeah, at times.
But shutdown defense from both teams. We're watching like it's like an NFL playoff game in Buffalo. 3 degrees outside, fields covered in snow. No offense. Or will there be? 2.4 on the clock? No, there will not. Oh, will there
Hold
be?
on.
With 1.2 seconds on the clock.
No, I mean, yeah, so just great defense on both sides. Pred's gonna end the round on 6 in a row. Make it 7, and yeah, tied up 1-1.
It's like we're watching a Steelers-Browns like football game or something.
Yeah, they're not fun.
I know being a Browns fan is tough for you, bud.
Bills guy now, dude. It's not fun either.
Did you guys sign Justin Tucker? No? Oh. That looked like a good signing for the Browns. You see the final moments here in the defense for OpTic. As they bounce back, you know, critical obviously of them, well, over the course of the series. That's just it. And, you know, fans might get frustrated when we are, but I mean, when you're those teams, I mean, we'd like to be critical of everybody, but when it's teams like your OpTics, your Phases, your Thieves with that lineup, it's just the issues become more glaring because you look at the players and how much talent is just there from the name standpoint. It's like, it's got to be better than this, right? And I think just for the health of the year and like my sanity, for the competitiveness of it, like I want at least to be like a top 3 combo, you know?
That's why you got Carolina.
Yeah, right. Maybe that'll be it. They're gonna be battling with A's and Thieves. We'll see.
Reaction time is on point if you are Pred. Yeah, we're just hoping someone gets to take an offense.
Yeah, we'll see. He's just on 7 straight, but that'll end there. Team kill does come in for Carolina, but now Shotzzy, he's able to get in behind enemy lines, but similar to what we saw in the round 1. Like, he gets to a spot like this, but everybody else is dead and coming off a spawn.
Yeah, Dashy's hoping to get to be with him. The problem is, yeah, TJ was just lurching fences. He was able to find Dashy. So Shotzzy just trying to find anything on the map that he can. But again, once he's dead, now his 3 teammates start to push on up. So at least buys them some space around fences. Kill's starting to go down, and it's TJ again with a double kill. This is such an odd hacienda.
No, this really is. Like, the clock has been paused basically only in the final 20
I feel
seconds.
like I'm watching a ranked play game, like,
right?
but it's going at times. How defensive favor it is compared to what we've seen.
Oh, it is feeling that way. Will somebody get a tick, or half of a tick? That is the question. 5 to go. Shotzzy able to get the kills. Vivid's still weak. Just cheeses him around the corner. But no one getting to the point. Everybody else off spawn, and still no ticks earned. It's all defense.
This is like the Hashi I was like, I've heard about, was that like, it was all so defensive heavy coming into it. I was like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Oh, yeah.
And then like the first one we watched, it was like 4 or 5 offensive round wins. I was like, oh, we're good.
It's like, brother, are we back to invasion? Please, no. Dude, he actually is chilling. Look at this guy. He's like a cartoon villain.
Seemed by like maybe the crumble menu.
He's gonna steal your desserts. That'd be a villain though.
Would be.
Sneaks in your house, steals all your desserts. Okay. Can Carolina get some offense going? Well, if they do, they'll close out the series 3-0, and OpTic will still be looking for their first map of the qualifier. OpTic Texas had a really good opening break defensively last time. Looks to be similar here. Break off, solid enough, but what can we do throughout the rest of it? I mean, TJ is just going to be in hell, I think, coming off spawn, because there are 2 players inside the lobby. He takes the long route, actually, around to rock side. I think he gets heard. It doesn't matter. Pred reacts, but TJ is able to get the kill. Shotzzy is still kind of lurking on that side, so we're watching what Gwyn can do offensively on the other end. I was kind of paying attention to the fight towards the Carolina spawn.
Yeah, I mean, huge shots by Dashy. I mean, Gwyn had a chance. He could have got on this with his teammate. Instead, he goes for the spawn kill. Dashy just rips him, but Vivid has a chance to find both kills, maybe stay alive on B, maybe get a tick, but you're keeping it chippy throughout the round if you are Carolina.
Nice slide and shout from Tej. Give us a tick. Come on. We can do it. This is the best opportunity we've seen. The contest is in. They'll get dropped. It's almost there. Does it finish, though?
No.
It doesn't finish. We still don't have a tick.
The tick does not finish.
Oh.
I hate when that happens.
It's very frustrating, Joe. So close, but just can't quite finish.
We still have time though, 30 seconds, and that's a long time.
That's plenty of time to finish. As we'll see if Gwen and the Royal Ravens are able to do it. They try to get on over towards B. They do find 2 kills, so they'll be able to get back on it. Half of it got cleared, so they're halfway to the finish.
Someone's on the flank.
But there's always one more person. Shotzzy doesn't want him to finish. TJ trying to get him back in position, not able to do it. It is just a game of all defense. OpTic holding. Under 10 to go. The last chance effort's going to be Slasher and TJ that try to get back towards it. Inching his way on is Slasher. TJ there quick for the reinforce. TJ's going to drop though. Slasher is dead any second now.
He's like, where is this guy testing from? That was hilarious.
He's got his elbows in, bro.
We don't have one. No, we don't have one team.
This is insane.
What am I watching?
I don't think we've had this on any map all year. I mean, okay, listen, I don't have the stats in front of me.
Probably protocol.
I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me. I haven't casted this. Wait, somebody said, our producer said OpTic +1. Did they get a tick?
Kills.
Oh, kills. I thought he meant a tick. I'm like, when did they get a tick?
No.
All right, sorry, Danny, our producer. My bad. I misunderstood you. Okay. It's not usual. Honestly, it's pretty unusual we're talking about the kills for it. Like,
No. Honestly, I would have looked at it, but didn't even come to my mind.
I thought he meant +1 tick, and this whole time we would have this conversation, they had a tick, and I was like, God, we are stupid. But thankfully, it wasn't that. Okay, so OpTic get the defense, and now, okay. According to how this map has gone, this should be an OpTic Texas win. But according to the laws that are control, this will probably be a Carolina win because that's just how it goes.
That's how the Call of Duty round 5 offenses go.
Yeah, all right, here we go. That's just how it goes.
3 dead.
No offense, and then suddenly an offensive explosion where all the finishing is happening.
Yeah, but Shotzzy's still here. They're trying to find him. He should probably turn around. And again, only 1 player from Carolina on the point. So I don't know. I feel like we saw multiple times at B, just players on it, but they've only been keeping 1 Shotzzy somehow still alive. Call him out! The slide hits. He finds the double. Still 1 left.
I thought that was like a BO3 G slide off the ledge, bro. That looked disgusting. Whoever got killed, that had to look just gross. But TJ's like, guys, I'm on 8 straight. In this round, by the way, he came in on no streak, got 4 out of the opener, then gets 4 more. TJ's like, guys, I've single-handedly killed the team twice. Can we get something going? They got a tick and a half done. D getting forward. Teammates rallying for kills. It looks like it might be just a good old-fashioned COD God control.
I don't know.
Okay, wait.
There's only 1 player left.
Hold on a second. Put your pants back on. We're not done yet.
I didn't take my pants off.
Okay, that's... I don't know why I said that to be completely transparent, Joe. I got no idea. Nice shots from Vivid Range, though. All that talk of finishing got me freaky. Nearly a point done, but the contest does come in. Still 44 on the clock. Nice win from Vivid, but it's not done yet. They're not done yet. They're just teasing it right at the edge. Come on, Austin Litigoat. Not able to win it.
Wow. 6 life advantage, though. You've been, well, yeah, I mean, you paused the clock for a long time. Only 12 lives remaining for OpTic.
Yeah, I mean, that's the difference, though, right? Like, yes, you haven't got the extension, but you've at least been on the objective so much, a chance to come to lives. You're going to need to get B done, though, if it's going to come to lives. They have to get that minute, and this is a good opportunity to do it. You can pause the clock at least. The troops are coming on spawn, but behind them is Shotzzy. Shotzi's in behind everybody. The gig is now up, though, as he's able to get 1. The jig is now up. Why do I say gig sometimes? The jig is now up.
It works.
Someone tweeted me. I said that one time. I'm like, yeah, I do. I don't know why.
That's right. It works, though.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I'm not questioning it, but again, he comes out of these retakes. Well, Shotzzy, he hits the flank again. Still 4 life advantage, but you have to work the objective if you're Carolina. All the players off spawn. All the kills go to OpTic.
They might get a map win, Joe. They might get a map win.
Come on, still time remaining.
OpTic, Texas. Come on, guys. Hold the line. Oh, God, they're still second. They're on the other side. There's no respawns remaining. Oh, no. It's all falling apart.
Yeah, there's still time left.
Oh, if they get the minute extension, it's done. Oh. It's done.
Well, you said it was the law.
It is the law. No, this is literally, it's literally the law of control, though. It is, man. It doesn't matter how defensive it is. You get to round 5. That didn't even surprise me, honestly. We just seen it so many damn times as commentators.
The only thing that surprised me was that TJ was somehow on an 8 spree. I didn't realize.
No, yes and no. He came out. He got the first. He was on a 0 coming in. He got the first 4 kills. When we were talking about Shotzy's streak, I was like, Teach killed all 4, and they didn't even get a tick. And then he killed 4 more, like right after that. Like he was on an 8 spree, and they'd done nothing. I thought, dude, I had the chant going and everything. I thought they had it. Oh man, that was the weirdest control.
Oh no, you could say that was the worst hacienda.
That was
honestly from both sides. Like, it was just, I mean, we just weren't.
That was a map.
It was a map.
It was a map.
I felt like hacienda, like if like a day 1 scrim happened.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's what in my mind it looked like.
Yeah. No, I remember when it was coming in. I asked you about it. Like, what are your thoughts? You're like, I'm worried. And then we casted him. Like, oh, I'm not worried anymore. But woo, that was an interesting one. But it's another 3-0 for Carolina, back to back for them, and they take out Rock.
Just out talent. Like when you talk about really small, simple mistakes versus the top teams, all right, then you can go into deep analysis. But you're just getting fried.
Yeah, no.
We need to at least shoot back. Shoot back.
Yeah.
See what happens.
So whereas I'm thinking you need to get like the basic fundamentals, you're like, you just need to shoot.
No, I'm saying we need to play Call of Duty tutorial. Left trigger, right trigger. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see if they can do that. Yeah, maybe just focus more a little on this lane. The talent, don't overthink things. So we'll see if they're able to do it. It's hard. It's hard when you're in a hole like this and you've got all the fans chirping at you, us chirping at you. You're overthinking things, trying to figure it out. But yeah, maybe simplify it. Just try to get the gunny hot and slay, which you've got the talent to do it, but that talent has not been on show whatsoever as of late. You get a series win here, though, maybe you start to turn things around a little bit.
Well, I mean, honestly, for both teams, right? Obviously, the focus is on OpTic because it's their major, but we're talking about they play Miami, Ultra. They also have Thieves and LAG next week. So you're talking about 3 of 4. This weekend is what you're looking at. They're not beating Thieves right now, right? At least in this form. So you're looking at the other 3 matchups. It's the same thing for Miami. They have a tough schedule. They need another win to potentially get to a winner's bracket. They don't want to start in losers round 1 after getting top 3 at that major. So for Miami, I mean, this is one you are circling if you're both of these squads to get going.
And it's just like one of the things like I said, like we had a 2-5 team get in last time. That was actually Heretics that were able to beat OpTic in the major.
Yeah, they got
but like we may have a 2-5 team getting in again, and it's not ideal. But you're hoping to get in a winner's bracket, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do that. But we'll kind of focus on the map 1 now. Not much time earned for either side, but Shotzzy stringing together some headshots. A guy that's really got to turn it around individually. I mean, they all do, but Shotzzy, all the talk with him being a superstar and what a player he has been, got to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a number of them in the bottom 5 of like, every category. Again, it's just a team thing. But yeah, I think you look about Shotzzy and just what he did in stage 1. Like, he's got to try to at least get to half of that form. Just has not been there, but yeah, you can talk about any single one of these players, but starting to earn some scrap time on this rotation to P2 though. Heretics are going to be the first ones there. Shotzzy maybe going to be able to make the play, at least find one and stagger this setup for Miami Heretics, and well, they should be able to deal with this. They have a great pinch.
They have absolutely that. They're dealing with it on one side. They've got to fight on the other. The one-on-one, not going to get traded out. Dashy didn't drop, so it was a big 2 from Metals, because now you can collapse on this. I'm just looking at the minimap, assuming this is going to be a trade. It's not. Pred just kind of tucked away, lurking, looking to pound. See if he'll find the timing and the play to get on in. Some damage through. Now the kills may come through. Turn that into 2 for Pred. Lurk pays off, but the rest of his teammates drop. He's got to go wild, be the bailout, and he's trying to do just that. 3. Number 4 is close, down to 28 HP, but Kenny's able to get the angle as he shuts down the kill. Pred lurks, Pred makes the play.
Yeah, bail up, but also baited the hell out of the team. No doubt about it, but it's all right, because he found the 3 kills. They're able to get back to
We've been talking about that most of his career. Like, there are times where he's going to bait the team, but like if you get the kills, it's usually okay, right?
Yeah, it's fine. That's just, what he does at times. Just sort of, they were in a tough spot. He's able to get them some more time, so up to 56 seconds. Kenny and Shotzzy able to find 2, and now you have a chance for another early break. A couple of players going to spawn out there. I don't know if it's going to be tough to read this. See if Kenny's able to do it, but it looks like Ken has an idea of it, so he knows the spawns are there. Try to get to the hill, though. Not able to make it.
Yeah, I think he tries to find a timing on through. It does not work out at all. Shotzzy will be the next guy up the bat, but should be traded out, and that'll be exactly the case. Metals gets him. Time going the way of Heretics. Lead change now looming. We'll see what Pred can now do. Some decent shots at range, but tough to win that against the AMAS from Real. Nice shot from Kenny. He's right back to even. You break in behind that, and what, about 20 healthy seconds left that you can earn. Nice little snap there from Metals. I know when you're shooting for the hedges, not always the easiest with the aim assist. Sometimes you got a sub in hand, but nice shots from Metals to win it.
Yeah, obviously you spawn up towards that P5, so you're getting some of this scrap time. There was a weird spawn, I think, because how aggressive Pred got, and again, this is when you can kind of overanalyze maybe some mistakes that may hurt them down the line. But for right now, you have the lead. You're slaying well. Shotzzy is double positive, and that's the key. They just have not been in a lot of these maps.
No, they haven't. It hasn't been all that competitive. No, you're right. Try to at least get to competitive, get to winning some fights, then talk about the nitty-gritty is how you view it. We'll see if that'll get them there. Nice little win from Shotzzy now. Lead continuing to build. Opportunity, though, for Rancor off the double to maybe get something going. We'll see if Heretics can battle through to the point. Kenny, next one up. He takes his fight. Shotzzy, he's got a one-on-one of his own on the other side. Awkward little timing there, but finally able to take it. Just no real time earned here. Now we've got, what, 2 minutes already off of the play clock. This is so different than the hard point we casted earlier today, where you had 3+ minutes left at the end of the hard point.
Yeah, it's been a messy one. But yeah, just due to hills like this, and this is something that we have seen. Nobody can really get control. Both teams spawning on both sides, but I'll tell you what, this is what we wanted to see. This is what OpTic fans wanted to see, is Shotzzy playing like this again.
Yeah, double positive, deep in his bag, trying to turn around some of those numbers he's had in this stage 2 qualifier. We go right back over to his POV, but yeah, still up 20 now, second set of rotations. Like he said, kind of a sloppy first one. Just if you look at the half the play clock being gone, no one able to hold like a real big setup. Any big adjustments you see needed for either side of it?
No, I think on the Miami side, it's just a couple of key rotations that they weren't able to win. I think you're happy with this. The way Shotzzy's playing, only being down 17, Rancor slaying pretty well. Dashy, though, there's the headshots, the triple to find some of this time. And, well, he's just going to challenge number 4, but Rancor might respond with a triple of his, but not going to happen. Dashy is there, takes him down, but you didn't get much time behind that, right? So they kind of chased this kill outside. Finally, I thought they were going to get on the time, but not going to happen. So the lead doesn't grow behind that play.
No, it doesn't. You know, turn that into anything. And now you've got the early setup, at least for now. If you are Heretics, Kenny is going to fall. The other 3 trying to push, but everybody's on headies with ARs right now for Heretics. They're mostly winning the fights. The subs, though, trying to get it done for the OpTic Texas side as we bounce around. You've gotten them out of the hard point, at least for now. The play clock's still going to be a big conversation. We're now down to 2 minutes in a 90-90 game. It seems improbable that we are going to be getting to 250 for somebody.
I mean, that's incredible hip fire right there from Real on the Shotzzy. You definitely want that, but there we go. Miami able to take the lead, and yeah, it's because of those small moments where you are finding the kills, but not finding time if you are OpTic, but only down a couple. They do find 3 dead in the feed to have them spawning where you want, but you are not wrong. It is just going lower and lower.
This is a weird one. Well, I mean, it's like early red card, I feel like, when we first started the year. This was a conversation every time. Clean there on the headshot from Rancor. We got 10 left. Rotating out now. Early on the race should be the OpTic side. They'll have a 3-on-2 early near the point. Is what, 2 stay to deal with the last guy coming out. That'll be Shotzzy. We'll see what he can do on his side. He's kind of tucked away, but now we'll focus on the fight over here. But you've got numbers for a good bit of time. It's 2 dealing with Shotzzy, and Shotzi's actually able to get one on the other side of it. So this will delay and stagger kind of the push in from Heretics. So you have numbers on this side of your Texas. You turn this into some time, but now we'll see how the spawns come in. Backside for OpTic Texas, out front for Miami Heretics. Now the real fight goes down.
Yeah, this has just kind of been the thing. You've had some positions to get some of this time, but then Miami's finding a couple of kills and just making it messy. Pred, though, right back into the hill, just going to chow out with Dashy. Put Kenny on the hill for now.
Hey, at least we might get 250 total points earned.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's still just, what, 90 seconds?
Yeah. It's still going. I mean, sometimes the second set of rotations, it gets a little bit cleaner across maps. We'll see if that'll be
here. Between these two.
Yeah, so it's not seeming that way. It's a battle of attrition. We're going to war. And that's why you feel good, though. Even like a 30-point lead kind of feels like more just because of where the clock is at. Like, usually at this point in the game, I wouldn't think like a 30-point advantage is really that big of a deal, but seems a little bit scary.
This is the Miami chance, though. You got an early rotation, but you see there's a 2-2 split right now. So Kenny and Dashy, they're just hoping the other 2 could buy some time, but OpTic right now trying to find the break on this P4. Let's go to a listen with the boys.
One is their lower shoot. One shot red core, mid-step. On time, middle. I'm one tap, bro. I'm just living. I'm one tap. I'm gonna shut top stage. Try look at me if you again. Yeah. And then shut down.
They're top mid hedge.
Wait, here.
He's just staying there.
Shut down, look at it, look at it. Shut mid. One shot, I'm dead. Alright, top 3 in Tom. Top 3
Top three out.
Maybe Tom.
I'm going down, let's down, we should get in.
Real still top.
Oh yeah, AJ, I'm going in.
Alright, what's it on?
Real still top.
Yeah, you're going. Trying to get in there.
I see nothing
Let's
there.
go to research.
I have one mid. The over base D. The over base D. You heard?
Look close to me.
The over base D.
I'll play the BC. I'll play here.
Middle.
Middle. Nice. I'll play the top.
No.
Nice. Last paper.
BC dead.
Paper.
I got it, I'm trying to.
Here's one dark at me. I'm trying to live. I need my Philly.
Where's this one, kid?
Keep it dark.
One more piece of paper.
I have it dark.
Paper, watch the dark.
Maybe dark.
Absolutely dark. One paper, bro. Dark and one shot. On the stairs. Nice.
This is one piece of
What's on middle?
Tom.
Last guy. He could be BC Nita.
Look him.
Okay. He's on BC. We're good. All flip. He's on flip. We're dark. I can take it. I
have all ticket.
One shot Phillies.
I have tickets too, boys. Stay front.
One shot Rihanna.
Nice.
Still have ticket.
Phillies. Phillies. Low dark. Rihanna.
I'm pushing him.
Bro. I got two there. And I can't through the. That's not somebody.
Camera.
I got it. Hit ticket. 1 HP. Left corner. Yeah. Close right.
There's shut off somewhere.
He's mid of me. There's no ticket.
Mr. Tom.
Yeah, it's down. Mid of me.
Absolute.
Alright, they're heading outside.
It's a sloppy one. 23 seconds remaining on the clock. Fighting back is Heretics. Down about 10, trying to change the lead. Dashy, though, getting in, taking out players, taking out trophies, and taking out a second. Nice moment there from Dashy, trying to extend this lead, and then the play clock becoming a bigger conversation, but this has been a walkie.
I was going to say, like, you have to continue to play time tests. You're only at 165, so it's like the play clock really doesn't help you, and you're only up 17.
Yeah.
So this game very much still winnable for Heretics. Shotzzy maybe just trying to get into a better position for this P2. Trying to fight this is Cannon. Yeah, now you're just trying to get them off this. Prey trying to do what he can. Continues to tick on down. 11 seconds left. OpTic will have spawns for P2.
This has been a crazy one. 3 points between them, and that is closing. Lead change is in. Heretics out in front with 11 on the play clock. Position towards the hard point there for OpTic Texas. Dashy with an opener. Prey going to drop, though. Dashy able to get a second with the pistol, though, so he set them up now for the win. Every second here is so massive. You have numbers here for a moment, and Rancor is shooting. Able to take down 2, finesse a bit, and extend that fight, so the trade comes in from Lucky. Now lead change again is in. Heretics back out in front with 8.4 to go on the clock. Lucky, though, drops. Real, Rancor, holding, trying to win this one. The contest, every single second of contest, so bad now for OpTic Texas. They hop out of the point, letting time dwindle, spawning out as OpTic. They can't get back, and one of the weirdest red cards we have had goes to Miami Heretics. That was something.
It's disgusting. I mean, it felt like I was watching like a day 1 red card scrim. Yeah, that's how it felt.
Yeah, no, that's why I said the kind of middle. It felt like an early red card, like real early red card.
No, I felt like a day 1.
Yeah.
You heard kind of in the listening, like there were a couple moments where just like people weren't listening. I mean, Ken was like a couple of times at the end of the P5, like, "Yo, I'm bumping. Somebody get off the hill." Like he's talking to Shotzzy, never really get a reaction. And when you're saying something and you don't get a reaction, what ends up happening, you both end up doing that.
That's the thing that stood out to me the most in listening. People were saying a lot of stuff. There wasn't a lot of responding. But we talk a lot about small talk. And all we mean by small talk is someone says something, someone kind of answers. You go back and forth, right? There wasn't much of that at all, right?
But again, I'm not gonna get too critical. I mean,
but there wasn't, right?
Yeah, you played around sort of just slaying, simplifying the game, and they had their chances. You got what you wanted. 35 from Shotzzy.
To be fair, maps haven't looked all that winnable for them as of late. That one looked winnable, but down the stretch and able to clutch up, it was Miami Heretics. Rancor, he had a huge double to kind of set them up and get in for that final break. He ends up putting up a big game. Whew. And this is one moment I'm talking about. Like these two, and then even stretching a player there to wrap the edge, so then his teammate Lucky is able to trade it out. That's the break. That's what ends up deciding the map.
Yeah, no, he ends up with what? 39, make it 40, and this is what... Well, they must switch his pick because of the vault, but he was going with Rancor early. I mean, guy is a shooter, has been since he joined the roster.
Unbelievable stuff from Rancor there. 41 and 24, about a minute in the hard point as well, and that's a W in the map one for the Heretics. obviously has been a tough matchup. It seems like regardless of where these two teams are at, just historically, when you talk about the Miami or Florida Mutineers franchise, for whatever reason, this has been a series that never seems to go the way I expected to. But we had no clue coming into this what to expect. It's just a question of each week right now for us is like how much have OpTic improved over the course of the last week. How have scrims gone? Nearly walk away with that map one. And I think we're focusing a little bit more on the OpTic Texas side of this than the Heretics, just because we're about to get to their major and just because of the current situation they are in.
They did win the World Championship last year.
Yes. So, yeah, we're a little more critical of them, despite the fact that Heretics are coming off a top 3, just due to kind of expectations and, well, names on your roster. Let's see how it goes early in this round 1. Kenny, how many YYs per engagement? Not able to take that fight some damage in, but challenge the head against Rancor. It's able to drop him. Rancor was the shooter in that map 1 and keeps it going here. Shotzzy in a world of trouble as well. Able to stay up, though, and Pred able to help out and pick one. So you get out, you bring it to a 3 versus 3. Still opportunity here.
Yeah, they were just trying to figure out where this Heretics push was coming from, and, well, it was all 10. He spots 3 different players, puts some shots in, but doesn't really have help. But Pred able to turn this into a 3 versus 3. Now this timing with Dashy might be everything. Real ready for it. The headshot is there. No trade opportunity at the moment. Pred, though, going to continue to hunt.
Yeah, it's the fact they haven't made a play for the bomb, so they're still hunting. They're still lurking. Now, pressure going to be coming out towards poolside. How does the timing go with the plant? Here they come to swing. He's on it. Shotzy's going to get tagged. Pred.
It's the worst timing.
Not able to quite get away, or is he? He does win one, but the timing, yeah, I asked the question. It was about as bad as it could be. Rancor dials up the first blood. He'll also be the one with the last laugh, as he's got the defuse.
Yeah, they had the idea, right? They put Pred on the other side of the bomb so he doesn't get shot from poolside, but it's just kind of down to Shotzzy. He has to slide back and forth. They come in pool, they drop in hole. Which side is it? And unfortunately, he just slides on through, and even the one bullet helps. But yeah, he's just caught. Oh, that just allows the 2 versus 1 in the bomb to go the way of Miami.
We'll get that first round win, and we'll see how things develop over the course of this. We casted a vault earlier today. It was a real fun one. Just how the challenge kind of goes down today. That time, I mean, they weren't working the plan early at all, just kind of playing around info and kills and nearly able to do it, but the timing doesn't work out with the plant. Pred does get 3, but not around victory. It's Rancor with the first and the last. Kind of spread it out and slowing it down on offense is Heretics. 8 taking a route. That's going to be Real. He's taking some shots now. His position given up, but we don't see too many B Street pushes. But
well, they're thinking like OpTic's out towards pool, but really OpTic was just like Cat, and they were playing pretty slow. So you're gonna have Kenny and Shotzzy in a position to back up quickly to watch the B bomb. So Miami's like, they're all here. We do not have time to plant this bomb. Let's go back to A.
So they'll get back over. Now work the A plant, trying to get an angle as Pred just sends it. He does take down 1. How does the rest of the battle go?
Rentor's behind, and they have no idea. Rentor went all the way through back spawn. Dashy starts to get shot in the side. And yeah, Rentor was the 1 lurker.
They're going to try and isolate him, but they're not going to be able to do it before he gets another. Rancor gets back to his spot. He's been like on one of those shrub headies to take out Kenny in both rounds. Shotzzy now. Can he get it done in the 1 versus 3? Only 2 of them remaining, and Lucky and Real. Time to work with. 30 seconds on the clock. Shotzzy is hoping somebody gives him a wide shoulder where he's able to get a pick, but eventually he's got to go. Slide on in, and Chow able to win the first, but good damage in for the first player at least, so the trade is easy. Heretics up 2-0.
Yeah, that's one of those situations, maybe just comm-wise between Shotzzy and Kenny. It feels like as soon as maybe Ken gets spotted by Rancor, he's got to somehow try to play his life, allow Shotzzy to pitch that, then they can work the numbers inside the bomb site. Instead, it's just Rancor who changes the round.
Yeah, he's had Kenny's number so far. Shutting him down. Good gunfight wins, and yeah, just probably not the guy I'm challenging after the map 1 that he had. I still do. His interview at the Major was so good. I think I love him as a player forever, bro. Something about a player tearing up, dude. I was crying too, Joe. I'm an emotional man. I'm like OpTic fans right now. I'm emotional, Joe. Down 0-2 and trying to get it going on offense. So this time they're just going to take the free plant. Everyone pick a corner.
Hopefully you have a trophy.
Yeah, I have a trophy.
Maybe 2.
It's just, is there an angle to actually pick the trophy, and then things really fall apart. Kenny, well, not quite as safe as maybe he thought, so he's got to scurry away. Trophy is eaten 1.
I mean, they've wasted so much time, but
yeah.
There's a car. That's not good, and maybe that takes the trophy away. Now here comes the pinch. But yeah, they're thinking like someone's gonna be moving. They're all just in this bomb.
Yeah.
They're just holding this, locking it down. And talk about some simple COD. There is a great example.
Yeah, no, it's not that often we see all 4 just piled in there. It's like a locker room, dude. They're vibing. Got it piled up, able to take it. Yeah, you're really relying on that trophy because it gets taken out. Suddenly things get real ugly.
And I'm just laughing because like Real's like just waiting middle of the map, just thinking a player's in a pinch.
You always think there's one. There's like one.
Yeah.
Least, like trying to make a play, trying to find timing, trying to take her out. No. He's like, okay, guys, we've cleared everything.
I have stared at this hole for 25 seconds.
They've all got their feet wet in the water there at the bomb site. Not able to collapse. Texas take the round. You've got 3. Ready to battle here at A from OpTic. The nade gets an opener. Real, I thought gonna get traded out, but he's able to hop out and get away. They pick up
versus 1.
The comms are there though. They're able to pick it up. So now Rancor, shooter at 5 and 2 in the 1v2 versus Kenny and Dashy. He's gonna get this plant down, and we'll see if he's gonna be able to clutch. He's got a sub in hand. That is a disgusting win there onto Dashy.
Just doesn't know where Ken is. Doesn't know where Ken is. And while he was close, a lot closer than what he thought. And while Ken, he's able to play his life on a streak, gonna go for that defuse. And you aren't wrong. That could have been really bad for OpTic because what Real does is he hits that mid push right away. He drops hole. So OpTic don't know it. He's in that corner. Like if multiple players slide on by, that's a double. Instead, he gets 1.
I thought he was going to get 1 because he just tried to hop out. He was going to get traded right away. I thought, just due to the 3-man pressure there. I was surprised he got out through hole. I'd have to watch it, but I thought he was insta-traded. I thought he would be. But yeah, he gets out, makes it a little more. But I thought they were just going to hit it, like we've seen teams do, and he was getting 2 free.
Yeah, we saw that route from
Kenny. It's good. Kenny got a nade kill right away, which probably helped things. Sorry, say that again. You saw that?
We saw that earlier from Kremper. Just go right down the middle. Well, Shotzzy just did it as well. So maybe just teams, just because they're 4-hitting on defense around the map, taking that chance.
And Kenny's like, I'm on 4 in a row. It's been about a month since I've said that. It's been a tough one, Joe. It's been a tough one, bro. You don't love Ken. Oh, he's dead. Sorry, buddy. So that streak will end. Medals in Real. Get the kills, and now, well, it's quickly Shotzzy by himself, and well, Rancor's gonna be a tough fight. He loves that area, and he has not lost a fight from any of the palm tree headies. Heretics take it.
Yeah, just an uncomfortable round right there for OpTic because you have 2 players on the bomb, a lot of pressure on them. Dashy's kind of lurking back hut. He knows though there's like 3 players, so he's just like hoping a timing goes his way, and then you're just sort of waiting on Shotzzy. Is he gonna push through B? Maybe the call is to go to B with the bomb. Not really it. So Miami just able to sniff out Dashy, find that, and then there's just an easy read with the players on the site.
Easy reads and a round victory for Miami. Rancor vocal between rounds, and him and Real really the show right now. They got 13 of their 16. See, they got way more kills on one side, but just a 1-round lead is going to be the scoreline. Real looking to party. Shotzzy aggressive on one side. That's going to back Rancor all the way up to spawn. And you're split all over the map right now if you are Heretics. On the other side, it's kind of Shotzzy being the island player, and the other 3 grouped up. Plant now going to go in. Shotzzy just lurking here at mid. What are you seeing, Joe?
Well, I say Lucky and Rancor think this was like an A or a B street hit because there was early pressure from Shotzzy on B street, so they had to back all the way up.
Oh yeah, literally Rancor went from like
they're still waiting for the flank, but really the hit is now poolside. But Rancor, he's gonna hope to find one, and then what OpTic are trying to do is find these ARs cleanly and then work with the players on the bomb side, but that's just not happening.
Yeah, in fact, Rancor is still alive. Hold up, though. This becomes a little emergency because Rancor is out of the play, at least for now. He's trying to get over there as quickly as he can. You see that number 7 coming over. He's trying to get there. You got to keep Real from getting the kill. Rancor now coming into party. The pinch works out perfectly. And that's Rancor. Like, he gets a kill in the back. The fact that they aren't able to isolate him quickly enough and get the kill. He's able to get 1 in that first push where there's 3 kind of swinging towards the back. Then, I mean, he has to hightail to get here. Otherwise, his teammates in a 2-on-1 and they're going to get the defuse. He gets here just in the nick of time.
Well, luckily there's a hole in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that helps, Joe. That helps. But he's up to what, 9 and 3. Rancor looking good, feeling good. And he is playing well. But yeah, no, you were absolutely right. Like, he hightailed it out of there. Like, I think that push is coming. It just took a while to actually come in. I mean, little they know they could have swarmed the bomb, probably closed out the round, but they don't have the information that we do. Back to a 2-round advantage, though, for Heretics. Trophy coverage here for Ken as he tries to get the plant on in. And it looks like an old let's group up inside the bomb side again behind the trophy.
Except for Shotzzy, which I don't hate, right? If there's anyone who's going to kind of lurch on this team and maybe make a play, it's this guy. And, well, a play he will make. He's going to find one, and now it's just waste their time.
Yep.
As long as possible, these 3 players, did he get lost? You can see all 3. Where did Shotzzy go? Metals is holding something. Rentor's holding something. It's just not, they're not able to find him quite yet. He's going to...
I thought he had that one. I thought he did, but he doesn't win it. And then, oh my God, the wheels come off. This gunfight is not the prettiest of them, but Dashy will fall, pistol out and battling. That's going to be 4 straight for Real. Him and Rancor take it over. And what just happened, Joe?
Well, I don't know if Shotzzy stopped shooting or what, but if he wins that one, round's done.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, I mean, we were watching that.
I don't know if he might have smoked. I don't know.
Rancor just missed, or he got a pick inside the bomb.
Listen, OpTic may be struggling, but if we're playing hide and seek, I still pick Shotzzy.
So Ken dies, so Shotzzy dies? Okay, and then Pred just swings on out for whatever reason. And Kenny was weak.
Okay. Well, now we get to see the other POV I have when we were focused on hide and seek with Shotzzy, and this is how it actually went down. Pred swings, Kenny weak and can't help. Dashy then tries to help. 1 by 1, the setup falls apart. Kenny, a wild chow. He nearly fries him. Lucky hit down to 13, but able to win it.
Thinking there's going to be a trade. It's just about 5 seconds later, there finally is one. It's hoping for a double chow. They're able to take down Lucky, so nice early shots from Lucky.
Yeah, it's one of those things where OpTic timing just off a hair, I'm sure. But trying to work on that, but they got to win a bunch of rounds in a row now. Got to get 4 straight. Pred, though, dropped. Kenny blooded. Shotzzy trying to activate. He's able to find one tucked away, but he'll be traded out nearly.
I thought he saw him. I thought he saw him. That's why he was looking at, but he doesn't. Early solo challenge hurt OpTic in that round, and well, Miami able to go up 2-0.
Up 2-0, and we got a bunch of vault coming at you. Maybe not a bunch of vault. Maybe there's one more vaults coming at you. Heretics able to take it. Frustrating right now for OpTic Texas. Had some moments they probably should have won. Some rounds they should have won, but yeah, just vibes off, comms off, timing's off right now. And I know you're thinking just shoot. There was some of that, obviously, in the map 1. You could see, like, they were focused a little bit more, I think, on just individual plays, individual moments, and probably why that one played out the way it did. But the Search and Destroy struggling, and Rancor is having a party in this one. He puts up 41 in the map 1. He's 13-4 with 1,500 damage here. Rancor is loving this matchup, and man, he's been, I think, one of the brightest spots this year, bro. It's been awesome.
Oh, he's been a bright spot for Miami, that's for sure. Maybe this vault pick, because this is Miami's best control. They're 5-2 here, so what? They're 6-11 overall. So everywhere else, they are 1-9.
But we're going to vault, Joe.
We're going to vault, where they're 5-2.
This is why Ant felt good about, well, he picked OpTic, but he felt good about Real being the guy to go off for Heretics. Certainly the guy that can do it, but I mean, Real's looking to have like an all-time series for himself. If he has a banger here, just a dominant map 1 and map 2. See if he can continue that, but he's playing with some swagger and confidence. Right onto the point they will go. Picking up the pinch will be Metals, able to do that beautifully, but teammates die on the point. Metals trying to get back into the action now and see how he can help out here, taking out a second as well. Is his impact starting to be felt? They win a fight on the B Street as well. Metal spree will come to an end, and we'll see what they try to do here. Just work it from B Street back into A.
Yeah, you had like Lucky OB early, but then they are able to pick that up. That's why Dashy kind of gets isolated inside of A. But yeah, you really haven't worked an objective so far. If you are Miami, it really just feels like they're trying to find any opening. But Shotzzy is going to close that down. Maybe just showing some presence towards B, just trying to pull someone from OpTic that way, and then get onto this A point. As you can see, when all 4 players are here, so difficult to capture A. And Shotzzy had a great map 1, at least statistically, doing it again so far in this respawn.
On 4 straight, a little 6-2 start for him. Real kind of hunting, trying to deal with Shotzzy before they can get forward. He's able to do that. It's nearly movement from Shotzzy that decides that fight, but Real just barely able to close it out. We got about 20 seconds on the clock, and now we'll get back to the fights here at A, see if they can get the extension. Nice little sequence here from Lucky. going to have to get everybody. That's 3 straight. One jumps up, he gets help. There's the help he needed. Second tick is done. Pistols trying to hit for Miami Heretics. Chow, though, coming in. Another one there for Lucky. He finally falls. Will the dominoes go in their favor? Real saying yes, but now it's going to be OpTic Texas that clear them out. They'll hold the line. So little needed. You still going to have one more, I think, swing at this, but you have got to go. The problem is you have to win fights off a spawn. Then you've got to get forward as fast as you can. 5 seconds ago, can they stop it at B maybe and allow teammates to get over to A? That's what he's trying to do. Now we get back to the fight inside. You're extending this. Minute extension so close. 8 versus 8. A team kill comes in at the worst possible moment. Pred's going to drop to an 8 from Shotzzy, and suddenly advantage Heretics.
I mean, yeah, Shotzzy and Pred try to get pushed up after the 4 dead, and they both just get caught, right? So that just leaves your ARs inside of the A point, like just hoping to get a kill. They just don't. Yeah, you pause B. So now, yeah, Heretics able to now play a little 7 versus 7. Shotzzy going on a big long round. That's what OpTic's waiting on right now. They're waiting on number 2. Pred's gonna find one. He was lurking. Rentor was hoping to watch the flank.
4v4.
He's not helping right now for the OpTic side.
Oh, I thought he had that. Dashy's thinking trade, but he gets stunned. Can't quite get the angle. Finally able to get the kill and get back, knowing the other 3 are off spawn. 3 versus 3 now. 30 to go on the clock. Number 8. That's who we're looking at from Dashy's POV. That's Real. Can't quite win. Real able to walk away with one. Suddenly it's all on Kenny to clutch up in a 1 versus 2. Pressure on Heretics to get on the point. Kenny to keep them off it. Not an easy fight. Rancor has had his number on those one-on-one AR duels, and Heretics steal round 1.
Yeah, you're just, you send Shotzzy out, right? He's going to go try to make the play to maybe close out the round, but I think the ARs picked it up. I think it was Lucky who was able to find him. And then on the other side, it's sort of Real, but Dashy's in such a forward spot where he has no help. Like maybe if Shotzzy's in a bit of a closer spot, he's able to pick up Real or maybe trade that, but he's not. So it's 2 isolated fights.
And I think if you're talking back to like the A cap, like if you go back to the A cap, yeah, I mean the teammate ends up coming out.
Well, he's got to chow this, right? So he's just challenging. They're just nading B.
Yeah. But like you were talking about the subs kind of pushing out. Like I think if there's like 5 less seconds on the clock, like that might be fine. Like even go out and slow them down, like slow down the push, but there was like 15. It was just enough to play it slow, win a fight, and get out. If there was 5 less seconds, like, you might be all right. There just wasn't. So Heretics, they'll strike first in a crazy round 1. We'll see what OpTic are able to do offensively. The break going to go the way of Miami Heretics. They'll take numbers for now. Shotzzy will be the one trying to take a route, and we'll see what this will turn into from him. On the other side is number 6 and Lucky. They're trying to get in behind enemy lines. OpTic players looking for him. Shotzzy gets one. Can they deal with Lucky on the other side? Looks like Lucky's still in cruise control. Shotzzy finessing as long as he can. His teammates have not been able to get back to him, and Real is able to turn that into a double.
Yeah, you just kind of have this 2-2 split going on right now. So Dashy and Kenny are dying. Then Pred and Shotzzy are dying. So you're just not fighting as 4, and instead you are getting just destroyed in your spawn.
Yeah, you don't see this happen all that often on Vault. It's usually kind of this like staggered race back towards the A point. Rarely are you getting penned in like it's a protocol, but that is what it is for now. We'll see how long this actually develops. You've got them all spawning out top right, trying to hold the angles. Okay, you get 2 kills to get you out if you're OpTic Texas. You try to race back to the point and take numbers now. Real going to be the lone man here. You don't want to let him get away with anything for free, but you need to make the win on the point as well. Does he buy enough time for his teammates to kind of get back in? Was there enough focus there? I think OpTic have dealt with it well enough.
Yeah, now they just got to find the rest of the players. There's multiple go cat side, but yeah, all 4 are here now for OpTic. They finally got out of that spot, trying to extend this time, work this objective. Rentor's picked up by Shotzzy on the full flank, and wow, OpTic get out of that. So I mean, there was a lot of isolated challenges, and then there was a nice little 2-man play between Pred and Kenny to get them some space.
Can they answer back and get the offensive round win? I mean, a little bit different than we saw in the last round, in the sense we were, what, like 8-8 in lives or so. You got a little advantage right now if you're Heretic, so feeling good about that, especially from the defensive side of things. And until they deal with number 6 and Lucky, it's going to be hard. They can't really ignore him forever.
Yeah, 10's on the hunt, though.
I think Ken's able to find him, so they deal with that. Nade hits, though, for Heretics. Just trying to not get swept off this point and have to fight for control of this street again. I don't know if you have time to do it. So if you're going to get something done, it's this push.
Or maybe this opens this up. Yeah, so much pressure on the objective. Shotzzy pulls out the AR. And well, he's going to find a couple kills, all 4 dead, and now where does Shotzzy spawn him? Right where he wants him, away from B, so the nades cannot connect. He does get caught, but you have trophies. All 3 players are here. Don't overpeak. They get in, though. They get in, though. Red Troy's able to find a double.
Oh, it's so close. So close to being done, but now they're clearing it. And you've only got 5 lives if you were OpTic. I said it had to happen on that push. It really seems like it did. You'll have one more opportunity, but not much of one. No respawns remaining. Dashy won't be back into it. Lucky still trying to win from the top. Good job backing down and playing his life. Now a little 2-man push onto Kenny. Kenny takes down 1 in fall.
Hold on. Car? It's just a 1v1 right now.
Oh my God.
The rest of the teammates are going to spawn up. Pred is just hoping this thing goes a little bit quicker.
Come on, move! Move! Doesn't move fast enough. So close, yet so far.
And that just kind of, I mean, that summarizes it. Everything that
could go wrong
seems to be going wrong is going wrong. You can just see the reactions. They were... You set up the play. Shotzzy pulls out the AR, goes on the flank. The other 3 members were alive. There was a...
And Pred did a good... who was it, Pred, that stayed alive?
Yeah.
For a pretty long time there. Like, that's what I was saying. You had that B streak control. Those players alive in the front line like had to stay alive and be a threat. It was one person, I think it was Pred, that like, stayed alive while that all developed with Shotzzy with the AR in hand and everything. But then the retake... just simply too good from Heretics. It is a sliver, a centimeter, a millimeter, whatever the hell it is you need. And then they're able to clear it. 2-0 advantage, Heretics.
And I mean, you just look at both these rounds. This should easily be a 2-0 OpTic, but it's not.
Yeah, no, true. Gotta expect frustrations mounting a bit. Team kill, well, kind of led to by Shotzzy, I think, with a push there for Heretics. Oh, the car is just brutal. Goes to get trophy out, and instead takes a bumper to the forehead.
There's just 4 of them on the B street, so pick your poison.
Yeah. Oh, how fun. I thought Rhea had an easy win there. It doesn't turn into an easy one at all. Shotzi's got AR out again, and he's able to take it. Trade eventually comes in, though. Right court wrapping around behind, a little ring around the Rosie, and finally he finds it. It's Ken kind of hunting on the other side, so maybe they sort of mix things up. Kenny sub out, Shotzzy AR out.
Whatever works.
Yeah, no, honestly.
I mean, we see that from like kids on the B street. If you're...
Oh, looks like Shotzi's got sub now. Maybe it's the break.
But, you know, you're working that B point, or you're defending that B point often, you find yourself in that spot. I mean, there's just so many great positions you play with the AR. But this is so far so good here for OpTic, but last time through, it was just that last second push from Miami that got them A. 2 gonna go down Kenya to try to hold the line with Dashy, and if Lucky doesn't have an AR there, it's probably a double.
So far, fantastic defense. Up 7 lives. See if they can shut it down here. Heretics trying to close it out, but I don't know. Gonna be so hard to do, at least within this round. Just no time to work with. They'll contest it and stop it at 3.8 seconds. Everybody drops, so Real's last to go, and there you go. You get a good round hold. You're thinking, wow, we could have really 3-0'd this map, and we extend this series. Instead, still a whole lot of work to do. We'll see if they win 4 and 5. But yeah, sub out for Ken, AR out for Shotzzy, and, well, some smiles at least, because you got a round victory.
And this was like the big thing last year, even like online. Like they had a lot of close games at OpTic, but all those tiny moments that we've been seeing, you know, like a lot of them went their way. Like,
oh, they had a lot of clutches. Like I know
so many
their
clutches.
First major win had the search clutches were insane. Some wild controls, and I mean, sometimes when it's like that, you're winning.
Yeah, the momentum just it feels like
yeah. When you're on the losing end of them constantly, it just wears on you. When you're on the winning end, you feel untouchable. Like any kind of scenario thrown at you, you feel like you can walk away with a W. They're not. Yeah, they're the opposite end of that right now. Shotzzy right into his hole. See as Kenny gets the first. Opening break can be so important. Shotzzy not quite ready for that, but he is able to stay up, and the teammates are able to help him. That's Dashy. It's able to pluck too.
They get Ken pushed. Oh, I thought they would get Ken pushed up and maybe just start to work this B point early. At least get a tick. But yeah, they had a chance there to get Ken in the top window and set up that trap.
Pred's on 5 straight. Well, that streak comes to an end, so thinking he might work towards a cruise, but he's still like halfway to go. We'll see if that one ticket B, what it leads to. The timing from Dashy, disgusting. Nope, that time the timing works out, fortunately. He's able to win it. Shotzzy able to pop out and At least get one. Can they capitalize on this? They got the sub aggression here. You got 3 subs out. You're trying to change the tempo, change the fights. Because like a lot of times, yeah, it was like Pred and Shotzzy getting forward. They drop, and then you got 2 ARs in here just getting melted. 3rd sub seems to be helping right now.
Well, you're taking a really long route. Yeah, you're just too late. If you are Rancor, maybe you're just trying to find the kills and maybe set up a trap, but yeah, you have that extra tick, but need 2 more. Maybe that first one done early will help on out.
Yeah.
Shotzzy trying to get forward inside Art is able to play his life. Now just trying to be annoying.
Yeah, how long can he spawn players out? He's his teammates to win some fights, though, and Dashy is able to do that. Let Shotzzy just worry about them dealing with him. If he can play a little ISO game and just influence spawns, that would be great, and he's been able to do just that. Not working towards the 2nd tick just yet. Shotzzy now has 2 to deal with. It allows his teammates to push up the map a bit, but now what do you get out of this? You've got the streak control. Oh, Ken, I thought had that one won, but Rancor, he has, again, had his number throughout. You just get gunned from every spot, and now that B streak control is gone, you're back to step 1.
Yeah, it might look a little different if, like, Pred's able to stay alive that first time he touches the point, but if he just tries to dive across it behind the tree, ends up getting taken down. Still, if you're OpTic, still a minute to work with. You can see what they're trying to do. They've had a couple of opportunities almost to like get this setup. Metals, though, is the one they're going to have to look out for. He's just trying to find whatever he can. It looked like he found his shots. He's trying to knife him. Fred's going to find one and get them out.
All right, now they get out. With 45 seconds left, you don't have a whole lot of chances for this. And problem is you've got Rancor in this position. Okay, so they cleared him up at least. Maybe step 1. Nice shot from Metals, though, to stagger this upcoming push. Real backed up onto the point and pausing the clock. Go OpTic Texas for a moment, but Pred dying quickly. You've got a trophy here for coverage. We'll see how much that might end up helping. Lucky, though, but a pounce from mid-map. Can't turn it into 2. Kenny going to be the last man here to maybe make a play. Teammate comes in to help. Pred just soars on in and drops. No damage in, no nothing. You got 5 lives remaining for OpTic. Time is dwindling, just over 15 to go. Nice little wall bang there from Dashy, maybe makes things interesting. We go to Real. Pred, unfortunately, has a team kill. Real takes the route through a hole, finds an opening. Now you got 2 players left. Make it 1. All on Pred. Best of luck. 1v6, 6 seconds to go. Takes 1, takes 2. Trying to make things interesting, but just can't get it done. Everything against him. It's a 3-0 in the control. 3-1 the control. 3-0 in the series. Heretics get a solid dub. And yeah, I mean, that control had a lot of just kind of glaring, I don't know, spotlight on some of the frustrations.
There were just chances, man. Even in that last round, like that last push, there was like that 2-man game. Ken does so well to play his life. Almost finds 3. Like, if Pred gets that kill, there's a chance they might have 3 on the point. I don't know if they still would have won it, but like, you just never know if you have 1 more.
Well, it just looked funny from that POV for us because like you're watching King scramble and stay alive. He knows what the guy is, and then it's just like Pred just comes sliding in and drops. He doesn't even get a bullet out. I'm like, what the hell? Like, yeah, look, it looked goofy from our POV. I'm just like, all right.
Well, it's just like what happens afterwards, right? If he's able to find that, like the Dashy coming off spawn up the street, could have had 3 on it. Doesn't happen.
Rancor. Maybe not as electric in that map 3, but still a hell of a series out of him. Still leads the way for his squad with 28. 41.
I mean, nobody's really electric on this side, but maybe just could have lost the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, no. You honestly could. You honestly could. That's actually, yeah, you've got one person that positive one. You got slayed by a little bit because, yeah, those first 2 were insane. OpTic with their opportunities. I mean, a map.
That's fair. I like it. A little polarity between you and I. I'm here for it. I guess there's just that little bit of woulda, coulda, shoulda. How do you go from being one of the best teams in the game to only getting maps from Vegas? It feels like maybe a matter of time type situation. We'll see if that comes through as Kenny. Nice opening double for him. Bean's able to put together some sort of a response, though, and with that, it's just down to Dashy. Last one left over the top of P1. Trying to create some space, but Insight finds the final kill, and now it's a 4v3 for Toronto.
Yeah, and Dashy channeling his inner A-Boogie today with the hoodie, trying to come in on demon mode to power his team potentially through this series. But a mixy P1 between both squads so far. Toronto Ultra have not been able to flip these spawns on his head yet. But they're in a position now to soak up a lot of this time. You already have Beans contesting for the spawns. They have no idea that he's here. So a big gunfight went off the rotation, but you should still get overwhelmed because OpTic still spawning close.
Yeah, that moment right there from Beans kind of pushing through, that provided the first question mark for OpTic in terms of decision making, because they were still spawning favorably, and Beans had taken a handful of shots backside P2, so OpTic were aware that he was there. It comes at a bit of a cost, but OpTic will still win rotation over to New. First 15 seconds or so going to go their way as the hit from Pool starts to develop.
Yeah, they've been able to save a lot so far in this rotation. Initial 2 kills go their way. Now they have all their bases covered. Shotzzy trying to contest from top catwalk. At least finds one, sends in Pred for the trade, but they both get taken care of. Now Ultra can just pounce their way right through the front door as Kleenex just flies on in.
Oh, a little messy moment here from OpTic, still spawning close, but not keeping eyes on the rotation over through Palms. Shotzzy creates an opportunity for the rest of the Texas members to come through and still fight for this scrap time. 25 seconds with the time, though, and interesting enough, Pred's gonna hit a route through mid, so just kind of leaving Dashy by himself backside P2. Shotzzy trying to create a pinch onto the hard point, but it's all shut down, and Ultra look good for the scrap time.
Yeah, that's one thing that OpTic definitely did put a lot of focus into their hardpoint game, is just layering. Realizing that, okay, we're going to get outnumbered if I start to hit this rotation here. This is good junk time, but now that you banked so early on this rotation over towards New, you have to make it count. Thankfully, Shotzzy takes care of Beans. Now you sort of have somewhat of some arc control, but Ultra are more than happy to just play around this hill.
Beans caught backside over through B Street. Keeps the hard point open for now. 53 playing up against 20. OpTic holding rotation, but looking for kills at mid-map. Here's Kleenex behind the play. A couple of tags into Pred. Pistol out will win that final gunfight. Now off the reload. Does he know that Kenny's still playing relatively close on this B control point? Seems to have now, as Kenny finds the slide through. Messy, though, here from OpTic, as they're just not quite able to keep Toronto off the hard point until now, where Shotzzy develops something through mid-map.
Yeah, but now you need to get some time because you played so hard to get arc control. We're trying to keep him off P3 to make sure we have it for P4, but you're not really putting a dent into the scoreline so far. You're not also finding any kills off the rotation. So OpTic Texas already making a couple mistakes. You know, on a map like Fall, it's all going to be about those rotations. They just rotate a little too early and don't get any time off of P3. Now they lose the rotation over towards P4. They need to break quick.
Yeah, and that little rotational moment over to P4, I think, is another part of the picture that, you know, we could talk about Licitors, we could talk about just the team not gelling, the swap between Pred and Hook, but that's just 3 1v1s that no one from OpTic wins. And those were 50-50 gunfights, too. It's not like Toronto had the beat on them. Those were square-up gunfights. Moment here, though, for OpTic to at least block spawns around the back. Kleenex provides a double. Kenny, inside the hard point, only able to find one, and Dashy's been found backside of the hill as Toronto will establish control.
Just sloppy gameplay, man. It still is for OpTic Texas. Try to put yourself in a position to block the back spawns, but Insight was contesting from top P4, made your life very, very difficult. But now, between the last 2 hills, I think they've only gotten about 10 seconds. You need this 20 seconds. Yeah. Keep into this game, even though Ultra do have the spawns ready to contest it. Joe to see starts off with 1. Joe flies in, finds a double. Dashy on the outskirts. Yeah, you're going to try to play for this kill, but Ultra just outclassing them. And pay attention also to the game clock as well, Alan, because there's been a lot of white time. We got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I was about to say, this kind of feels like a reiteration of what we saw from Red Card against Miami yesterday, where OpTic are in these 2v2 moments, and they're just not pushing the issue to get onto the hill. So only 38 seconds with the time to the first rotation. Toronto trying to find a crack in towards P1. Not fully going to work out, but Insight will allow an opportunity for a split to come through. And it's another 1v1 gunfight that Insight takes. Now numbers starting to amount here for Ultra.
Yeah, it's a big double there from Insight, because now your teammates have the numbers to bombard their way back in through the middle of the map. Go 3 for 1 in the trades. Insight still stay alive. Finds another kill onto Kenny. So now spawns do flip. OpTic need to find a break. They also need to flip these spawns. But this is a big 25 seconds. Let's not worry about any routes. Let's play for this time.
Yeah, and Ultra locking things down to the middle of the map. Develops an opportunity now to safely rotate back. Insight good for 1. Wow, lots of damage to Dashy, who still forces the gunfight. Insight comes away now on 6 in a row. A critical double there. OpTic will get blessed with a couple of spawners from the back, but nice shots from Insight. Now to the A.
Oh, man.
It's 18-9, 8 in a row for Insight as Ultra lock things up going to 2.
And the only rotation that OpTic currently have won so far on this map and made it count was this P2 HP. Now you're spawning all the way across the map with Jodeci's creating an extra layer through top cat. And if Insight is having a stat line like this, yeah, you're most likely going to lose the series. 18-9 on an 8th Street. Cruise missile already earned. OpTic trying to break their way through the front, but everyone just trying to go 1 by 1. Like, this is not how you play the game.
That's the thing, is just like, how many times did we praise OpTic for their ability early on in this game to understand how to develop team-based hits? It's just, it's not there.
Nice nade from Joe Deceives. 22 and 11. Good help from inside on the cross as well. Keeps him alive now off the regen. Looking to battle for this last 18 seconds. Easy stun follow-up elimination for Insight. And OpTic are going to take the long route back over towards P3.
Going right back to the play they did on the first rotation of the hard points. All right, we're going to take Art nice and early, but now we're down by 100. We need to play the time here at P3. Insight with a big one-on-one, make it a big one-on-two, make it a big one-on-three. Insight having a phenomenal opening hard point here. And basically putting tears in the eyes of the Greenwall fans.
Yeah, it's not been good here. And I will say, you know, you could sit here, and obviously there's been a bit of magnifying glass onto OpTic, but Ultra are playing really damn well right now. So there's that to also consider as they're up by over 100 points, and it's looking like it might get worse as Beans is just shredding them over towards the backside of Palms, and this just may be the game right here, Jay.
Oh, yeah. OpTic are just continuously trying to push their way through the front side. Now with 20 seconds remaining at P3, you're more than happy to walk away with a lot of this time if you're Ultra, because you know OpTic Texas have to cut their losses. They have to try to make the bleeding stop over towards P4. Just right now, Ultra aren't making any mistakes to allow that to happen.
Indeed the case. Well, it's a massive lead and towards P4. That's looking solid as we head to a Toronto listen in.
One shot. Okay.
I'm gonna put the mark. Jump in the front of the door. I'm dead.
Oh, spawn now.
One
Yo, front, who's dead?
Nice, look at you, Predator.
Play corners.
Back up.
He's blocking the back.
It's Scaff on the right. Yo, it's already Scaff front. I got okay. Went back. Name my Scaff.
Is there plants? Plants and more across right.
We could be
level weak on the right. Nice.
Default, I think.
Absolute on the scaff door. Front scaff. He's by the door.
Yeah,
Okay. One time and two plants.
Under link.
One single, one plant.
Stop looking at that. Nice shot.
So we get time.
I have the cross, I have the right cross. One top looking. Your front door.
Last statue. He's weak. Absolutely. You can Charlie.
Plant's weak, but shoot. Time for her now.
One more. Only one there. He's front door again.
You're good.
I'll team press.
One more press. Weak.
One's pretty weak.
Blocking out, bro.
Level weak.
Challenge.
I got shit.
Fucking awful, bro. Holy shit.
Push forward.
Let's go. Dubs.
I have cat right now. Alright, top cat. One shot top cat. Go and cat's dead. Cat's dead. It's Shotzzy.
He's front, hook now.
Give me a sec then. I spawned out here. Cat's behind me, lobby.
Dead.
Lobby, dead.
Lobby. Line one shot. He's in dubs.
They're open. He's on the heady. I can't.
Okay, both weak. They're getting split.
Two gold, both weak.
Got you.
I'm pitching.
Give me a sec.
Give me a second.
I'm with you. Line. Bro, give me a second.
Open. Watch out. Wait for Toby. Dead. Open, hit lobby. One bullet. Open, dead.
4.
I have time.
Push it up, Joe.
Could be cat. I'll tell you when I got it. Oh, he's
Name my cat.
They're already front P2.
They're playing ahead. One behind us.
Oil. Lobby stun.
Well, Jay, it's just another in a long line of just absolute breakdowns coming through. Ultra just having their way at the moment.
It's actually insane. Like, this is the level of OpTic Texas, a world championship team a couple months ago. Like, this is their level of play. Obviously, you bring in Pred a little bit late after 2 months of not playing the game with the lineup. But it's just like, fundamentals aren't there. We're not trading out efficiently. We're challenging one-on-one gunfight after one-on-one gunfight. This is not the way that you want to play in this game. Now you are sort of trying to make the scoreline a little bit better, but you allowed Ultra to slay the way that they have been. Insight had a cruise. Joe Deceives, your turn. But OpTic should be at least able to avoid the 100-point club.
Well, two fall after Joe Deceives Hellstorm comes out. Trent pushing a little bit further forward. CleanX able to at least neutralize the hard point time plus a trade from Insight. Now, you've got a solid read on what's coming next. Able to get enough damage to allow Shotzzy to fall by way of the Semtex. And Toronto are just no mercy right here. Just trying to force every gunfight they possibly can. But OpTic are hanging on, and they'll get out of the 100-point club at least.
Yeah, that's been their best hold so far this entire game. You win the rotation over towards New. You're able to withstand all the different layers that Ultra are going to throw at you. Still down by 110. You need every gunfight to start to go your way. We need to play for this P3 time. You can see how Ultra, with the leads they have, they're playing so spread. They know that, okay, a couple kills go our way. We secure art spawns. We should be in the driver's seat to close out this game. But even with OpTic now winning those gunfights on the other side, Ultra have no problem just hopping the hill.
Yeah, CleanX able to stay, or at least around the hard point for now. Insight helping him out, and there you go. Ultra right back into the hill. CleanX trying to push a little bit further forward to win out this cut, but Shotzzy gets a double.
trophy from Beans will be placed, but Shotzzy finds 3. This will spark something here for OpTic. Looking good through the first 30 seconds here in our third hard point. Plus, they still have a couple of members holding over towards Art to stop this rotation from CleanX.
Okay, so OpTic are starting to play some good Call of Duty now. All of a sudden, they have blinked and they have figured it out. A lot of time here at P3. Currently have the rotation over towards New. A couple players are trading around that mid-map, and CleanX finding a double is going to allow Ultra to walk away with this final 10 seconds. Getting closer and closer to that 250-point mark. If OpTic Texas do not die off rotation here.
Yeah. 100-point game. Joe Deceives able to clear out some space on the exit through 3. He will be seen on this crossover towards Art. A couple of stuns and spam shots coming his direction, but Joe Deceives has just he has gotten right through all of OpTic. They haven't found him. Joe's able to find a freebie, slips away from another. That's going to be Dashy on the other side. Stun will land. Joe waiting for the regen. Dashy can't find him, and it's 45 and 25 for JD. Oh my goodness, still alive in the back. OpTic cleaning up kills, but Joe's now on kill number 46. Oh gosh, 100-point game, and here come Ultra now trying to follow up from the front.
Yeah, Joe's just waiting for the help. It's as simple as that. Joe's like, I got the spawns blocked, guy. Can you guys eventually get into the play? Eventually, you have to choose your right moment to strike.
Oh my God.
Lines up Kenny from the top side, finds on in, finds that kill onto Pred. You can still close out the game here. OpTic all the way across the map. Ultra looking to close out map 1.
48 and 25 for Joe Deceives. Ends on a 6 spree, and there will be no incoms trash talk for the amount of eliminations he finds, because this time he gets it for the dub. And it's just, again, the start from OpTic, it's in pieces, it's individuals, and Ultra coming out hot, absolutely punishing for it.
Yeah, it's literally right off the rip of the game. When you rotate, cut your losses from P2 to P3, you take Art control, but you don't play for a lot of time there at P3, and then you die off the rotation for P4, and you instantly get chained on both of those hard points. Only walk away with 10 seconds out of 120 that you could potentially have taken. But just too much of a deficit to try to fight your way back into this game. Ultra were winning majority of rotations. That's all it comes down to. On a map like Vault, where they are dead last in rotation win percentage, they won every single one of them besides the ones at P2. So if you're going to do that versus a team obviously struggling the way that OpTic Texas currently are, doesn't matter about how many kills they have, doesn't matter about the damage, just the way that they are playing the game, it is not going to work. And Ultra take full advantage of it in map 1.
Yeah, 48 and 25 for Joe Deceives, 36 non-traded, but keep your eye at Insight. 37 and 26, 16 assists, 32 non-traded, top damage in the lobby. So again, it's just the team
to try to do. And in this search and destroy, they need to find success early on with their first plus. SMGs need to find openings.
Yeah, absolutely, they will. OpTic will be on offense first. Ooh, aggressive push here. What?
Right.
It's an Ultra just pushing right through mid-guns, and somehow Joe Deceives able to take down Shotzzy, who I thought was just going to play for the info and back up, but isn't allowed to. Now you have an early 4v3.
You have no choices to work with, so all the attacks are going to be heavily thrown if you are on the side of Ultra, but Dashy and Kenny at least making it 2v2. Joe finds a double Pred 1v2.
You wanted the 6-second ace here, Jay. I think his teammate steals it away at the end, but Joe still comes away with 3. Man, dude, it's just, how do you, I just don't understand how Shotzzy gets melted like that off of just what is a shoulder peek from top window.
Yeah, can't afford to die like that. Obviously, you want to start off the round, especially early into the S&D, of just like reading what they're going to get, what's going to be thrown at you. But Ultra just continuously making those confident plays based off of what they did in map number 1, take mid-map completely away from them right off the rip. So now if you are OpTic, you're thinking potentially going forward, like those B pushes are going to be even more difficult because that was their default setup, and they still broke us down.
See if Joe can, again, just kind of keep the tempo up. Thought about it. Backs away for a moment, and now he's going to re-wrap back over. He's surely been seen this time. Dashy, yeah, good shots. First blood going to be tallied. CleanX, ooh, does he get forward here? Thinking about it, but instead falls over towards Boat, and he will not be allowed to get over towards the zip line. Kenny finding a follow-up, leading into a 4v2, and Beans almost able to even the odds.
Oh, big round right there out of OpTic on the response for defense. That time is Dashy able to find that first blood through the middle of the map. CleanX tries to make up for the overextension through the right, but Kenny in the perfect position. Pretty sure the lineup 3 on the round or 2. But the defensive stand, once they shut down that early pressure in towards the bottom A site, they were prepared for any rotations as they tie the game.
Okay. decent bounce back there. I think the biggest thing about this is simply down to the fact that you don't allow Ultra to get away with aggression 2 rounds in a row. So let's see. Trophy System denying a deep nade from OpTic on their offensive attempt to Shotzzy. See the play through ladder. May not make a difference. Klinex has gotten one and gotten away. Another early first blood tallied in a very quick 4v3 again for Ultra, who own all of Air at the moment.
Yep, they have all the map control. And now this is where you can start to take some space away. You can already see Klinex pushing up a little bit more aggressive towards the backside of Tower. OpTic thinking about that rotation over towards B, but you spot Klinex not able to find a kill, and now Pred might be trapped. No, he's out.
At least for now, he's out. This is going to be one of those bold commitments to try to plant, but that is a distance that will be easy to follow up on. Dashy taking down Beans is the only real B defender, so now you got a 3v3 post plant. Shotzzy watching the pinch. You got Dashy sitting at the post plant in helicopter. This is a solid setup.
Shotzy's already changed his positioning up, though. You can already see Klinex taking his sweet time working around the pinch, trying to locate where Shotzzy was, but Shotzy's already behind you, and Joe Deceives actually gets that kill. Insight takes down Dashy. Pred left in a 1v3.
Damn! Wow! I mean, we're talking Jackal over the top of the box, if not through a little bit of it. And Klinex just absolutely destroys Pred. And you can even see it in the player cam. I think he's kind of giggling about, like, I don't even know how I got that kill, but whatever it was perfect and clean, and Ultra break down the post plant, which again, it was set up pretty darn nicely.
Yeah, it was. Like, if you're in a situation, if you're OpTic Texas in a 3v3, Shotzzy just moves all the way from Grandma's in towards ammo, but he doesn't have to be that first line of contact because Dashy's watching over the bomb. Shotzzy, your job realistically is to just wait until the action starts to go down. Then you work that pinch. But if you're the player that first drops, they know the positioning of the other 2 players. They easily just get picked off. Ultra break them down on that defense. Now to go back on the attack.
Trophy System quickly down. Klinex first blood. That's over towards field side plus a follow-up, and it's just individual gunfight wins again. Wow. Yep, that's the only word that is needed, Jay. Just damn, period.
Klinex this time switches out from that Jackal to the Amos. Goes over towards Tower. Every single round so far on defense, OpTic have tried to take away that A site. At that time, just the adjustment to whip out the AR, catch them both as they were approaching through the big door. Clean first bloods. Lead to the numbers advantage early for Ultra. That was basically like a 10-second round. Now they're up by 2.
Yeah, production gave us the call. 15 seconds exactly. You got to remember that it takes about 8 to 9 seconds just to get from spawn to a gunfight, so... Oh, wow. Trophy down for OpTic, trying to get aggressive this time with some tempo towards A, but it's just crossfire setups working out perfectly. A couple of follow-up stuns just to make sure that the rest of this OpTic offense is held back just a touch. And in the meantime, Beans has gotten around the backside to make sure there's no rotation over towards B through Grandma's.
Yeah, you not tripping at all if you're Ultra. Every single exit from this A-bomb is currently being watched. Now with that bomb being planted, you know you have the numbers advantage to retake. Gets a hit marker with the nade. You got some early info.
Yeah, Beans can try to follow up on this. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's fish in a barrel, literally right here. They know he's stuck. It's just too clean, too easy. And Joe's sitting here shaking his head like, are you joking? 8-1, 5 in a row. And Ultra are wiping the floor with OpTic right now.
Yeah, I'd be laughing too if I'm Joe Deceives, because some of these rounds OpTic aren't even like having a strategy to it. They're just saying, all right, let's 4 drop down. Hopefully we come out on top in these gunfights. But they drop down and initially lose their first 2 players. Then at a man disadvantage, they know we can't exit this bomb for free. They most likely have every single angle covered, but Joe Deceives with the nade connecting knows that there's players over towards Spiral, freebie onto Kenny, and this guy doesn't even try to move. Yeah, Joe, just shake your head, because I don't know what the hell OpTic are doing either.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, this is astonishing. Joe Deceives from freebie. We're not, I mean, are we kidding me? I mean, we're just running in and finding free first bloods, and that's going to be a 4v3 post plant. Jay, I'm at a loss. I'm at an actual loss for words right now.
Hey, man, you know, sometimes things just don't work out the way that you want. And right now for OpTic Texas, all throughout Major II Qualifiers, nothing is going right. But at least so far this round is, as they make it a 1v2, is just the only player alive is Joe Deceives, and he's been a demon.
he's seen the rotation come from Shotzzy, though. He knows he's going to be playing over towards Heli's side. It's just down to, does he get the timing to find Dashy? So far, he hasn't seen him, but yeah, eventually we'll find the long route to get there. So, okay, better stuff there for OpTic after what was a very free first blood from Joe Deceives, but OpTic collapsed, don't allow that post plant to get set up, and they find the remaining 4 kills pretty darn quickly.
Yeah, big shout out to Dashy there, who finds 3 on the round. He were Pred falling in the first 5 seconds. Able to retake over the site while Shotzzy was causing some issues on the pinch. But he's able to line up 3 with the hoodie strapped. To take a round there, to not let the bleeding continuously keep going. But OpTic still have a long ladder to climb to even try to make this a game, because Ultra, every single round so far, they have just been outclassing them with either pressure or their confidence.
Well, this time Kenny looking for an opening check over towards the outside of sidewalk. That's enough space for Shotzzy to run through. Now, Ultra, they may have some sort of a read on this, and yeah, they do. I was going to say, they're also calling in the Hellstorm at the same time, so that shuts down the aggression from Shotzzy. Decent follow-up from Kenny, but cruise missile once again lands, hits like a freight train, and Dashy will drop. But Kenny has actually worked with some timing here to possibly play for a B plant. Instead, is going to try to look for a long route and see if him and Pred can get together later in this round.
Yeah, he's waiting to see if Ultra are going to wrap back, because obviously they're covering that A site. But they're more than willing to just let that bomb go down at B for free. The trigger discipline, you want to make sure you line up the kill, and then when you take the shot, you don't even get it. Kleenex is still alive.
I think Kleenex was seen on that little slide across. Pred's joined the party here, though, so Kenny's just got to commit for the plant, and he will. Post plant going to be set up in the Ultra spawn. We'll see how they deal with this one, 3v2.
It's time to take your time. Kenny was the bomb planner. Still have no information on where Pred is playing. 10 seconds wiped off the game clock. You're relying on what Joe Deceives can give you. Working his deep pinch. No one's out. Then eventually they'll pounce.
Okay, cooked up frag. Pred not tagged by that, but now he's been seeing clean shots for Beans, and now you know that it's just down to Kenny. He's got a trophy system underneath, and yep, that's Omni movement for you. Just a slide through with an SMG. Ultra, good to put themselves on map point.
Yeah, it was a great chow there from Pred. You know, in a man disadvantage, we want to take a one-on-one gunfight. Don't know if he had an SMG or an AR in hand, but Beans just absolutely rips him off the backside of gun. You take a look at the replay of the crews getting invested. They find the first blood, but then Dashy sitting in the middle of lockers unfortunately does fall to that. You weren't expecting that if you were Dashy, but they try to make up for it once they get the bomb down. It's just way too many players from Ultra still alive. Game point now, Ultra.
And Joe's having himself a career series right now. I mean, he's on 10 in the Search and Destroy after 48 in the hard point. And it's going to be just a flat-out push in towards bottom A. Dashy, good first blood. OpTic have gotten the counter on this as all 4 members have played in and around A. And, yep, there we go. Another 15-second round. This time OpTic able to take the win.
There we go. You saw that new thing that we've added to the production squad. Like, shout out to Mac, making it look pretty. You saw the opening duels pop up there. It was 6-1 in favor of Ultra. Now 6-2 with OpTic securing this round. They were prepared for the aggression through the bottom side of A. Able to find every single kill without anyone falling. Now we just need to discuss some kind of offensive strategy, because you try to work your way in towards that A site, you're losing the initial gunfight. You try to go over towards B, you're getting picked off early on. Probably just want to slow this round down.
See what the call's going to be. Pred, Shotzzy, looking to play through the elevator shaft. No initial nades from Ultra. They're the ones kind of taking a bit of a pause here as Dashy and Insight see each other at range. No real contact here, though, and down low, here's the follow-up. Ultra going to use their nades a bit late. They will clear out the elevator shaft. Kenny, oh, he could get isolated here at mid-map. Beans is playing off the sidewalk stairs. He's been seen. Nade over the top. Kleenex finds the kill, and Beans is just being annoying on the backside of the staircase.
That's all he's got to do. Pred and Dash are the last 2 players alive here for OpTic. Need a 2v4 Miracle Clutch to try to bring this one back. At least Pred finds the first. More manageable now.
Yeah, the thing about this is, again, Beans is just staying so well tucked in thanks to the help from his teammates, and Joe Deceives is watching from bottom spiral. He catches Dashy, trying to rotate into A. Pred. Decent damage, but he's been figured out over towards A. And now you've got Beans on the pinch to make sure there's no exit through elevator. Field's being watched by Insight. There's just nowhere to go. Wow. 2-0 up our Toronto. And it has been more than comfortable in a weekend that's largely been one-sided for one team or another. It looks like we may continue down that same pathway here as Toronto is just not missing a beat at the moment.
Oh, not at all, man. They did exactly what they did in map number 1 here in map number 2. Early tone setting with these rounds, with the aggression. Multiple successful wins in that first blood column. Pretty sure it's 7-2 to close out that search and destroy. With 4 first steps out of Shotzzy. Pred didn't really have an impact on the map either. On a map like Protocol, where your SMGs are usually the guys that are finding a lot of the info, giving the info to the ARs to set them up for kills. They're dying in the first 5-10 seconds, so they
assign a power ranking to, because certain days they look incredible, other days they look a little bit mismatched. They're just 9-9 overall in the season when it comes to control, so this definitely feels like another one of those modes that they just need to find some sort of consistency in, and this break-off has been solid. Every single elimination going their way, and the A zone is pretty much already gone.
That was the worst break-off I've ever seen. We're talking about OpTic Texas trying to take through B Street. Shotzzy went right through Vault to flank through Catwalk when his teammates are getting overwhelmed through the middle of the map. I'm starting to get pissed off, Alan, because these are some really good players, and they are making some of the worst plays I've ever seen. That's already 4 dead. A's gonna be done and dusted. OpTic already down by 5 lives with no map control to go with.
Yep, and Insight is already playing deep over through Vaults in towards Art, so if they can find a clean exit, Ultra could quickly be over towards the B zone. Keep in mind, your numbers are all over the place right now, so we're just going to go based on kill feed and POVs, because trying to call out numbers in the minimap is going to be impossible. Insight over the top of 1. Decent damage. Should be an easy follow-up here with an SMG in his back pocket. And yeah, Dashy drops. And now it's just down to, can you clear off Pred over through the backside of B Street? But no, he will find an exit and will now work with Shotzzy to try to play over towards the Ultra spawns.
Yeah, Shotzzy and Pred need to keep on finding kills, because Insight was just trying to stay alive through top part, but since they're finding all those kills in the spawn, eventually the players off the respawn can isolate onto Insight. So OpTic Texas, even with a terrible break-off, they've been able to manage this round so far. Up by 2 lives. Already been 30 seconds wiped off the game clock. Ultra trying to work on some of these deep routes to find an opening.
Yeah, Beans has seen Shotzzy, but, well, as I say, not able to get prepared for the gunfight is finally Shotzzy will drop. But OpTic in good control over towards the Ultra spawn, continuing to force Toronto to spawn towards P2. Follow-up gunfights have been good as well, as Pred finds himself on 5 in a row. Finally overwhelmed as Beans takes down 2, but Dashy off the cross again just keeps this clock ticking.
Yeah, OpTic just keep on taking space. They are not allowing Ultra to get out of their spawn for free. When you think you can take care of the 2 players pushed up, Dashy was already in a spot to fill that gap. So a minute now left to work with if you are Ultra. Joe Deceives needs to find something through the middle of the map. At least finds the first kill, but Pred effective on the trade. Trades are starting to go down. Ultra can now approach to the front.
Yeah, CleanX can jump on, stop the zone, and actually finds Dashy backside of the cars. And now it's just down to what else can he manifest through the front side of the zone. Like you said, 2 are down. That's going to allow Ultra to start to push forward with their ARs. A couple of attacks, keeping them off the cross for now. CleanX still playing over towards vault doors. Now Joe's on your pitch, able to find 1, and he can continue just to make sure nobody for OpTic can touch the zone. And Beans will just reduce this OpTic defense completely individually. Oh, gosh. That's going to be the zone, and Ultra going to take a very convincing offense.
Hey, man, once Ultra able to stabilize in their spawn, take a little bit map presence away, the rest of OpTic would just turtle up in towards Art. So they had that avenue of approach through the front side of B Street. CleanX starts it off by winning a couple of gunfights through this angle, but Joe Deceives finding that kill through the mid map, realizing, okay, they're definitely going to contest all of my teammates through B Street, especially if you got an AR in your hand. So let me just catch the timing to flank through mid lion. And him just getting that 1 kill, turning into 2 dead, taking Art control away. Didn't give OpTic any opportunities to try to retake over towards that B point. Ultra, all 6 segments complete in round 1.
Yeah, Ultra's just shooting right now. I mean, Joe gets 10 in the first round of control, and there were still a handful of lives that were left for OpTic. There's number 11, 4 in a row for Joe Deceives. And there's just not absolutely no individual gunfights go through again. I mean, Ultra's just gunning OpTic. That's, I mean, maybe end analysis right there.
I just don't understand what the play call is right there again off the break off. We got 2 players going middle, 2 players going B Street. You get a clean 4 dead if you are Ultra, and now you have Insight, even with the pistol, still contesting over towards gold. Not a single segment earned on the side of OpTic Texas. They are working their way through top cat. A lot of mid-map control. They just need a couple kills to go with it, and they find 3.
Yeah, that'll work. Insight, really no chance of challenge from at least this position. Just going to hold on to top gold. Shotzzy, the one making sure he doesn't rotate out, or at least trying to get the information on him. As here come Ultra trying to re-break from the front. 2 ticks of progress in. Shotzzy shuts down the pitch, and now all of a sudden Ultra just may have to give up on this play. Joe does find 2, but CleanX seen down low. Just nowhere to go as Shotzzy finishes the kill, and an extra 60 seconds comes through with a chance to transition to B.
Yep, map control to go with it. Shotzzy already opens up with the kill. Can he get over towards this art position to force them to focus him? And when he does, a teammate over the top, baby. You gotta love it. The communication on the side of OpTic Texas is definitely clicking. Clean for that for Ultra. They stabilize on the map.
Yeah, you do get Pred to still play through Vault Stairs, but he is the furthest OpTic member forward. Ultra putting the pressure on around the middle and through pool. Plenty of time for OpTic to work with here, but this next break off needs to be clean. Pred finding the space to get on the zone, put some pressure on the clock, but Joe Deceive still finds elimination. That's 3 dead. Shotzzy, a bit of an island here. Saw Joe towards Vault Stairs, but instead tries to play over towards the top side of Art. He's been seen, and Joe finds the kill. It's all 4 dead.
And now you're down by 5 lives, so minute left to work with. You need to start winning some gunfights. Prez opens up with the double. So now you can approach through that front angle. CleanX trying to work the pinch. He at least finds one on the Kenny. Don't tell me on the minimap he's about to turn on to Shotzzy. But Prez goes back to at least help his teammate out.
Yep.
45 seconds still to work with. You're on the point.
You have 2 players on, actually, so that's going to allow at least his first tick to likely come through. Joe shuts down Kenny from rotating over, but still, the players on the point looking good until they don't. CleanX lines up both, finds both kills, and that will reduce this now to an 11v6. Shotzzy outside of Palms, nowhere to go there. Another individual play that gets completely shut down, and Ultra now have the zone completely in their hands.
And this is the last push. 30 seconds to go. You don't really have a position to play trades if you are OpTic. CleanX strikes for the first inside fly zone, then Bean finds a third. Last player alive is Kenny. Yeah, so many players from Ultra all surrounding him. And that is going to be Ultra giving up 4 segments, but up 2-0 on the map.
Wow, Jay.
I'm telling you, Alan.
How does this happen? I mean, I remember having the exact same reaction last year into Major 4, where it's just like, what do you mean? Like, this team is... They set the tone for the entirety of Major 1 qualifiers. And now it's just... It feels like they're just kind of running and gunning and trying to play individual gunfights. I mean, so many different 1v2s that come through where you're just in the worst spots possible.
Telling you, bro. It's hero ball. Like, that's exactly what it is, man. You always feeling like if you're the player farthest pushed on out, I potentially catch a timing. I could put myself in a position to try to win this round single-handedly for my team, but they just keep on getting sniffed out. Ultra not allowing Shotzzy to do Shotzzy things. You can even see when he allowed those players to walk by him at the B point to sneak his way in towards Art. They're still communicating on the side of Ultra. Where's Shotzzy? Oh, okay, we spot him. Let's make sure we get that kill. And already off the break again. They find a clean 4 dead. OpTic, what are we doing?
I don't know, bro. 5 and 15 from Kenny. It just continues to be the butt end of a lot of the hatred that's come through about what's going wrong with this OpTic squad right now. First tick at B is done, second on the way. At least Shotzi's cleared off the A zone, but Yates is on 8 in a row, and he almost gets a chance at the 1v1 with Kenny. Second tick. Really not a lot of progress been done to it here, so even though it's been a messy break-off, OpTic have at least kept this clock ticking for now.
Hey, but Ultra just trying to do the hard thing first and take care of this B point. At least put a lot of focus on that side of the map, so OpTic instantly off the rotation, off the respawn, had to rotate their way back over towards B Street to contest. But first segment at A guarantee. The entire kill feed is currently lighting up white. And I know for all the Green Wall fans that are thinking, dude, Kenny's had 7 and 17. His stat line has absolutely nothing to do with the way that they're playing as a team. I'm sick of him getting isolated of he's like the guy that you have to put all the blame on. No, the way that they are playing as a collective unit is abysmal.
Yeah. I mean, there is a level of everyone individually is also just getting smoked. Like, there is something where the numbers don't lie, but I mean, this is straight. This is a BTA series, and if you don't know what that stands for,
you know what that is.
Yeah. Well, 19 plays 12. Minute 35 of the clock. OpTic with a couple of nice eliminations through mid. We'll give them a chance here to at least control most of this B street.
Okay, but you got to get out of your swamp. You need a couple kills to go your way. Thankfully, Shotzzy's able to catch a double. Shotzzy lines up with triple, and that leads to a clean 4 dead. Now you just need to stabilize on the map, play your corners, make them run into you, make it more difficult for Ultra to exit.
Well, Pred tries to take away space. That's shut down. Shotzzy now going to be red as he was pushing forward with Pred at the same time. Isolation is good. That's now 3 dead. Out of spawn come Ultra, and more importantly, they've got some ground to work with Kleenex holding towards square, just making sure these players top art, feel the pressure. Even worse when Dashy gets gunned like that, but Ultra not able to provide at least support onto the zone as of yet. 13 playing 6.
Yeah, 6v13. You can put the game clock at a pause with someone just instantly hopping it. You're more focused on trying to turn this into TDM if you are Ultra. Just need to put someone on the game, on the B point. So the game clock is paused, but OpTic so tight around their setup at Art. No more respawns now with Kenny dropping.
Yeah. And the second tick is already being worked on inside off the regen. Dashy dealt with by Beans on the outer side of Palms, and that will do it. I don't know, Jay. It's flat out. It's flat out embarrassing. And how do they go from being a team that's sitting there saying we feel so confident in our gameplay, we're gonna stream all of our scrims and still wipe the floor with teams, and then they show up in Spain, get essentially whooped, and since then it's a single win versus LAG in the minor, or at the major rather, and that was I will say a trial. Yep. And then 3 map wins versus Vegas. That's all there's been. And there's not another team in the league right now that has only 3 map wins this stage.
This is insane, man. They don't have a single map win this stage. Like throughout the qualifiers, like a team.
True, through the qualifiers,
world champion roster last season. Like they haven't been able to put it together since Pred joined back into the lineup. But it's just like watching them play this game the way that they do. We probably won't see them win another map for quite some time. I know that their major is coming up right next door in about a week or 2. They're most likely going to be starting to lose the bracket without question with this loss to Ultra. But I don't really know where to even start for this OpTic Texas team. Like hard points, they're a struggle. At least a good opening hard point for OpTic. They haven't played Hacienda this entire stage so far. It's because teams are just simply getting rid of it. 3 out of the 5 series that they played is getting vetoed on their end. The other 2, they decided to not throw it into it. But this is a map that LA Thieves are going to be working on. One of their weaker hard points, and the only reason why is because they are probably on the bottom of the list when you talk about those rotations. But if you are OpTic Texas, all the time when you talk about OpTic, it's always about the map ones. You need to come out swinging.
Oh, and all the times come out swinging against a team like this. Let's see if they can. So far, not a fantastic opener. It's 3 clean down there for the Thieves. Now Hydra already sights set on spawn. And oh, Kenny, good word. Hears it, sees it. Can he deal with the fight, though? As Hydra positions himself perfectly, Jay, it's a masterclass already.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that for the Thieves. If you're OpTic Texas, you need to find your way on in. Take your time. Stop going one-on-one on challenge on these individual gunfights, because the Thieves put themselves in a great position to chain this P1 over towards the P2. You still got Hydra roaming on the correct side of the map. He starts off 3-0, but you can afford to give up this final 15 seconds if you want, because you got the spawns for new.
Already, Hydra, what a life this has been. Straight out of spawn, straight towards P2, gives his boys full control. Now the Thieves set up again for Garage. Hydra, how many more can he get out of this life? The answer is at least 1. A bit of Pred now battling forward on the hard point. Ghosty there doing what he can on the backline, but OpTic are breaking in. They're inside, and that is their P2. What a break.
Okay, that's OpTic Texas showing a little bit of teamwork there. Some pinches going from deep fences, all out bloodbath in towards the mid side of lobby. They win every single gunfight and flip the Thieves instantly across the map. Now the second wave is even better. Another clean 4 dead. I don't know what's going on, but the green wall, they're giving me a feeling right now, Ross.
So there's something special happening here, folks. That was 2-3 clean down. Now a bit of a battle now towards the halfway. Dashy gonna get in position quick enough. No, damn. Dan goes to the end of the feed. Shotzzy finds 2, and the hard point stays green.
That's perfect, man, because it's a good time to still fight for. 20 seconds remaining here at P2. You're gonna give yourself a nice little 40-point lead as you start to think about that rotation over towards new. But now the players from OpTic Texas starting to find some aggressive angles on. Now Shotzzy finds the opening. Envoy's going to spawn all the way across the map. OpTic Texas looking different.
Wait, thank good God. We've been waiting a while for this one with a solid lead now going on all his fences. Thieves, though, full setup now. They've got full control. Eyes on the next wave of OpTic players. Not able to identify anything yet. The usual spots are open though, so they've created some space. Oh, but Scrap finding a big one there on a Shotzzy. Tin now safe. Dashy cut down on the pushover. An ambitious Chow. Nonetheless, here comes Pret. Over time, last man up here for OpTic, and he's going to get at least 2. Buys his teammates a little bit of time, but it's time going the way of the Thieves.
Yeah, Thieves still holding on, trading out effectively, holding down the power position. Scrap watching the overextension to not allow Shotzzy to make any plays, and Ghostly up close and personal. It's making Kenny work even more difficult for those gunfights. LA Thieves still holding on to this time. And basically be able to almost tie the game up as long as you're able to shut down one more wave. But OpTic, they find 3 kills. They find the break. This final time is theirs.
And this is a great opening so far. First 3 hard points have been superb. OpTic with a slight lead. Pushing it that bit further forward. Envoy spots a Shotzzy. Scrap backs him up. That's a perfect rotation over towards Rock. And that's all the Thieves as it opens.
And now this is where OpTic Texas need to take their time. You know you're late off the rotation over towards the Money Hill at P4. Someone needs to try to develop on a route to open up with a kill. So far, the trades going in favor of the Thieves. Finally, you have a little mid-map presence, but Shotzzy doesn't wait for his teammates. He just flies on in, gives up his life for free, and now that leads to the Thieves just taking every single player down, shutting down the first wave, and now we're going to have a lead change.
Oh, what a great lead change as well. And the first player to go down, a little bit of a staggered spawn here, so you have to wait for this hit. Hydra makes one side of the map safe now. Eyes all towards the boat side. Kenny v Scrap. Scrap makes short work of him. Next man up. Shotzzy destroyed. Scrap 13 and 7. He's kept OpTic in spawn.
Can't get past this AR player. One of the best ARs we've seen in the past couple of years in the CDL. As LA Thieves respond with the perfect hold here at the Money Hill of P4. Give themselves a little bit of a lead, but you still got players streaking. Envoy, it's your turn. On 4 in a row. He still has one more player. Potentially could test that hold, but more focus on cutting off the rest going through office.
Oh, it's a great work so far from the Thieves. Lead change once again in their hands. OpTic still playing quite hot. Back to P1, first set. Great start from OpTic. Can they find that same momentum? The P2 breaks were great, Jamie. P1 a little bit back and forth, a bit shaky either side. No one's really going wild there, but for now, oh, it's Hydra right back in his happy place, man. Just running around killing everyone.
I'm telling you, like, if this guy says he's 85% at this level, he's 10 times the player that I'd ever was. Like, he is just unreal when he is in that flow state. He knows all the timings. He's getting easy cutoff kills for his teammates, making it easier off the rotation. He's just Mr. Do-It-All with a stat line like that. But you can already see the Thieves playing it a little bit safer now going into this P2. Everyone's just going to back on up. No one wants to get isolated in OpTic. They need to find another break quick.
Yeah, they're going to try it. Ghosty's hard work in the hard point gets himself a Hellstorm to play with. Hydra, first line of defense, dealt with. Next up, Scrap. Oh, great damage. Should be dealt with here. Oh, no. He gets away with his life as well. Over to the back line. Envoy saves the day there. Back over to Scrap. Full health. And now he's keeping Dashy pinned. Here's the break attempt. OpTic are in, but no way. Every gunfight goes the way of the Thieves.
Those are big kills right there from Scrap at side door, because if he loses that gunfight, OpTic spawn him all the way across the map because they have the numbers in towards lobby, but it might not even matter because OpTic reinforced their way through well side, pushed their way through the backside of driveway. They're hoping that they can find the kills because you got the power spots. Finally, you're able to win the trades and hopefully soak up the rest of this time.
And nice composure there from the OpTic boys. That was great work despite an incredibly mixy hardpoint. Scrap with plenty of friendly fire there into his teammate on Rod. Ghosty's going to be walking away with a couple of holes there. Lovely holes. Over to Hydra. No able to get anything on the backline. Final 10. And the spawns are not going to be fantastic there for the Thieves. They've got a battle across map. Oh, but an Admiral attempt already from Ghosty. Still with the streaks to play with. And now with the back side of the map covered, Jay. It's looking great for the Thieves. Let's go for an OpTic listen in and see how it sounds on the other side.
I spot tip, rest.
Yeah.
3 pitch bottom me probably.
One boy in the corner, bro.
He's looking low 10 Scrap, bro. Low 10 Scrap.
Watch out,
low fly.
Out of one shot again, hit him 3 times.
Take it down,
He's on point.
Respawn, I did. Whoever's there.
Yeah, one inner.
One push out of flat, I think, rest. Play the flat.
Top you, Paco.
I got him.
10 to 10,
Weak 10. Alright, 10 to town.
One's in.
Maybe pick front.
Take
Take it down. Help down.
He's on peek still. He pitched me, nice.
Inner top Scrap. I need to top you, boys. I need it.
I spawned out behind him.
Super weak. He's top you dead. Which one? Bottom me, Envoy. I'm telling you, he's on me. He's in the corner. In front.
One more 10,
You're really weak. Play it. Gotta get you in there. One kid pinch our bottom arm.
Yeah, they're gonna try pinch 100%. I'm trying to get up on one pinch.
I'm on top bar. Open up, me done. He just went to open.
I'm pinching open.
Let's go open.
I'll spawn out, bro. So I gotta live.
Paco's just short. I'm 1 HP.
I'm holding open, guys. I have this.
Really short. Yeah, one's lamp, also scrap. He's going checkers. Checkers, he's spawning top. There's 2 on time.
Yeah, I'm doing lamp.
I'm coming lamp with you. I'm coming lamp with you.
Wait for it. I made the shot. No?
I'll go
That's an hour. Take your time. I'm here. On time,
I got 4. Watch out. I'm 1 shot. Watch out. One shot to rock, just there. You're really weak outer. 2 of them.
One shot scrap, absolutely.
I
took time. Both weak.
I hit mid.
Okay.
Watch your mid.
Yeah, we fine.
I think one's top close, guys. I think one's top outside spiral. I'm pitching
Top of the
one.
rock, scrap.
I pinch one.
Watch out.
One shot Tom. That's scrap, one shot. One shot. Scrap, one shot. One shot, AJ goes right.
Scrap laying down, absolute. There's 3 there.
Stop playing it, bro. Oh, yeah. Nice shot. Play it.
He's really weak out. Scrap. Super weak.
I'm going. Nice. Envoying Paco.
I'm hitting top left.
Top dark, man.
Spawning Lambo. 2 spawning Lambo.
First guy,
Top
top
dark.
dark. Nice. Envoying. You're probably sick on you.
This side ghosty. This side close. He hit close. He hit close.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh man, Jay, Thieves running the scoreline. OpTic, the comms weren't terrible, just not a lot of trades.
Yeah, that's all it's coming down to right now. OpTic Texas, they sound like everyone's in flow. Everybody's starting to understand what they need to do on the map. It's just when the gunfights are going down, LA Thieves are always opening up with the kill, and someone is miraculously always popping a 2-piece. OpTic just need to find a couple trades, because you blinked, and all of a sudden you're down by 100. If Thieves can still close it out here, P1 spawns are scattered for OpTic Texas, and you just got to get in.
You got to get in. Thieves throwing bodies at it. Open hard point for now. Bruce has got himself a cruise now, toe-to-toe with Ghosty, and Ghosty just eviscerates the pair. Scrap now on the pinch as well. OpTic nowhere near the new point. They've got to win this battle in mid. Pred can't get it done. Now the individual gunfights are flying the way of the Thieves. And what are we looking at now, man? Hydra. How did he get away with this? What a battle this map has been, Jay, and at times for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, now OpTic Texas don't potentially have an opportunity to even touch towards the P2. You already get double killed by Ghosty. Envoy finds the 3rd. Yeah, that's a GG. LA Thieves, best hardpoint team in the game. They take map number 1.
Ela and Ghosty drop pieces. Envoy's taking insane routes, and patience of a god, man. I mean, again, Scrap and Hydra, the front line as well, battling down OpTic Texas at every possible corner. Signs of life out of our green team. However, you've just gone toe-to-toe with one of the finest hardpoint teams we have ever seen. It was a good run in the first set. Second go around, no legs, no life in those lungs. We'll see how they do in the search.
Yeah, the second set was the biggest thing, man, because you thought that OpTic Texas, they found a lot of success early on in that for that first P2, but in the second go around, the Thieves win the rotation. They win the initial gunfights. They take at least 20 to 25 seconds away of that time. OpTic eventually find the break for the remaining 35, but then the P3 to P4 chain was way too dominant there for LA. It also helps the fact that they had a Hellstorm, even in a man-down situation late off that rotation, to still hold down that like that.
Max, get that off the screen. That's insane. Get that out of here. They need the good vibes. Good vibes going to this one. It's going to be tough. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Has to end the search and destroy. And that clip we showed, that was not from an alternate reality. That was a different, part of the multiverse, I figured, like the CDL multiverse saga, where like Kenny's got different color hair and also, crazy stuff. Anyway, 3-1 split off rip. What are we going to do? Pred's on the island, and he's taking a dip.
Going for the water route right off the rip, but LA Thieves are trying to set the tone early on through the mid-map with the aggression. Go 2 for 2 on the split. Kenny with the bomb in hand, but Pred has swam his way, might be into death because Hydra just located him.
And that's his ass, folks. Kenny now 1v2. Hydra and Envoy. We've been here before in a slightly different way. Big tags. Envoy there picks him up. Trying to get involved there. Last man left alive, Ken. They had the bomb as well, so opening attacking round. Not fantastic for OpTic, but the Thieves, good reads.
Yeah, it was just a blender of a round on both ends. All out chaos in the middle of the map, but LA Thieves thrived a little bit better in those moments. We're able to stabilize with the SMGs. Hydra gets pushed up aggressively through the hallways. And he knows, okay, where's Pred? He wasn't roaming with Shotzzy. He's not nowhere near us. He obviously has not pushed his way through well. So the only opening is through rock or through the water side. So he's able to catch that time and make it a 2v1. And Kenny just doesn't look left. LA Thieves secure the first.
Thieves now showing a little bit of love towards the B-bomb site. And again, the 2-2 here from OpTic. We're going to see this patient play from the Thieves all map long. We're going to wait it all out. No one's going to push too far forward. Scrap will be the front man right now. Will it connect? It does not. Dashy might give this up.
Oh, he's playing the timing game. Might have been able to spot the player, potentially go for the bomb plant, but there's no way in hell you're going to be able to predict Scrapped in this left corner. Dashy just lost composure.
Yeah, there's no way. No one in the front now. Oh, just peeks out. Ties it perfectly. The stun connects on a Kenny. It's a 3-2. Oh, baby. Last man, Pred. 1v4. And here he comes. Dealt with. Thieves. Attacking round. Perfect.
The slow approach wins the race there. You take your time, wait for the nades to get invested on the side of the green wall over towards that B site. Once you're able to realize, okay, not playing close to the steps with the slide child. They have to be playing the timings. And unfortunately, Dashy gets some really bad timing there to not spot Scrap as he puts himself in the corner towards the site. He strikes for the first blood. Envoy springs on up after getting the bomb down to find a double. And it's just an easy round there for LA with all the map control that they had.
If you Dashy in that moment, you feel like you did everything right, man. I mean, you threw your stuns, threw your nades, you cleared out these sections very methodically, and you thought you had it. And in that one little window, folks, and while we're talking, it's an A-bomb hit, and we're hitting it. Nice one from Pred, gets himself onto the board. 3v3. Huge damage into that player making their way through mid now. Envoy, we'll see him in a moment, but for now, Dashy gives a big advantage over there with a suppressing fire from Kenny as well. Still, OpTic with a man up, and you've got eyes on both members of the Thieves, but Scrap guns you. Pred's on a route.
Yeah, that's just one of those gunfights that Dashy really doesn't have to commit on. You want to wait for Pred to try to develop something on that pinch, but goes for the ego. Chow Scrap makes him pay for it, and then Kenny with some premature shots does give up his positioning, but at least sets up Envoy to try to play for that trade, and Pred is able to find him. 1v2 for Scrap.
How are you going to play this, though? You're going to play this aggressively right now if you're OpTic. You've got the bomb planted. Scrap could be anywhere now. And he's going to the one place that OpTic aren't looking. And those boys, I mean, they're attached to the hip. That's good, Jay, but Pred's free from this angle. Unless perfect timing. Oh, you can't ask for more.
Greatly executed on the post plant there. Just making sure at least 2 of the 3 angles were going to be covered for the first 15 seconds. Once that time starts to dwindle down, you have to know Scrap has to be developing on some sort of a long route. And Pred is able to catch the timing with the slide. And secure the round there for OpTic. I love the aggressive approach, though, there, Ross. Like, to instantly push your way in towards B. Even though LA Thieves are able to match you there. Just taking your time, playing for the trades, and then working out, thinking about that next play ahead. Allows OpTic to secure that round.
Yeah, first time we've seen OpTic play with a little bit of confidence, it feels like. It's wild. Crazy thing to say out loud to people on the internet, but these are the days we live in, folks. Envoy, 5-1 overall. RCXD to roll with, should he so decide. But again, the RC car has been a bit of a disadvantage for quite a few teams in the league, as of recent, Jay. Hello.
And I thought Pred was going to get more done there, but at least finds one. Thieves were thinking about that rotation over towards that B site, but now you know OpTic are going to rotate towards that side of the map, so let's rotate our way back over towards B. Kenny finds a pick through the middle of the map. OpTic have the numbers.
Kenny been a problem there. Bruce spied out. Ghosty on the prowl, now on the hunt. Dashy could be anywhere right now, so we might check in back with him later. Ghosty has the backside of the A-bomb site covered. Bad news though, Dashy is still at large. Dashy still going. Ghosty finally ends it. And now a 1v2.
Yeah, but the bomb is going to be down, so Ghosty has to recover, and it seems that OpTic off the minimap have that information. Just going to run around together. Ghosty has to get a double.
Or can he isolate? Who knows? They've identified the bomb being down as well. Kenny and Shotzzy set up perfectly for this. Ghosty, here comes fight number 1. Victory. Gets away with it for a second. Shotzzy playing it real tight. Wait, the challenge. The round is not over yet. Oh, there's the recovery, and Shotzzy saw him and gets away with his life. Wait! Oh, it was close, but it was not close enough. OpTic take the round.
Ooh, it shouldn't be that close though, Ross. Like, you have the bomb down. Ghosty has no other play than to recover it and think about that objective to go down. If you're Kenny, those shoulders need to be a little bit more tighter. But thankfully, Shotzzy didn't commit on the ego. Chow plays to the game clock. And even when it hits 0-0, you're still able to find that kill. A big round there for OpTic Texas. They're starting to rally a couple together.
Bro, you put it all down to a single gunfight with Shotzzy. He was in the off angle there, just watching that bomb. He made the right call. RC in play. Envoy's parked up. As the rest of the boys now overtake the B-bomb site, and OpTic leaving the bomb in lobby. Just in case any shenanigans happen. That's going to be the recovery now and fighting their way forward, but not a huge amount of intel. Shotzzy though, man, way deep.
Yeah, Shotzzy takes a lot of space, and Dashy's going to go for a chow. 5 HP in the dream. Just trying to get out. That's beautifully played. You set up Shotzzy for the first blood. Hydra spawns 3v3.
Kenny gets picked up, but now you've got that bomb recovered immediately. Now Dashy pushing the front. Gets caught out. 2 players, though, immediately spotted. So now, Pred, they're going to turn their attention forwards. Can they get themselves a bomb plant here? Envoy in a corner. There's no easy way of looking at it. He knows Pred's coming.
Yeah, Envoy's just playing for the info. Knows that his teammates are eventually going to make their way over towards that A site, but he wants to keep B safe. Bomb is going to get planted. Shotzzy is going to get spotted. Now Envoy's going to work on the repitch.
I love this from Shotzzy. Very aggressive. He's going to rewrap, but the boys have managed to make their way through already, so they're on the inside now. That's where Pred, he's going to be dealing with them in a moment, but this might be a stinger. Spots the player up top. Shots are in, but another kill, and Pred trying to maneuver into position again. Another perfect retake from the Thieves, and with that, they'll take the lead.
Yeah, it's just clean round right there from the Thieves when you turn it into a 3v3 with the quick decision-making out of Envoy and Hydra. They were able to find that kill onto Dashy as he was trying to rotate his way back out towards Lambo. Give themselves the numbers advantage, and then Envoy on the complete opposite side of the map is just keeping one side of the map basically safe. He's like, okay, we have the man advantage. We can allow them to get the bomb down. We will retake together. And that's eventually what leads to the ending of the round. LA Thieves trap them in towards that A site and don't let them out.
Good decision making, good teamwork, Thieves. Gets them around. Can they find another now to push the lead ever further forward? OpTic Texas, they are still very much alive and kicking in this search and destroy, but different look now over by A. Not a huge amount of presence from OpTic, but they're battling their way now through the inside of the map, and they're finding kills en route.
Oh, and they found the first blood, but Hydra instantly with the response, making it 3v3 again. And this is a switch up to what OpTic Texas have been doing basically every single defensive round, was that initial A shutdown. Since Thieves have made their life a living hell over at B, they switch it up, and now you got 30 seconds to try to retake.
Trying to make it happen. A little bit of damage on a Hydra now. A pinch there from Pred and Dashy. Find their respective kills. Now all of it comes down to Ghosty, and Shotzzy reads it, but whoa! Ghosty from the hip. Less than 20 seconds to go here. The wall bang! No! Ghosty 1v1. The bomb remains safe. Dashy now has to somehow clutch.
And it's just not enough time, Ross. It's not enough time. You know who you are going up against, and the plant spot and the perfect position there for Dan Ghosty to pull off the 1v3. OpTic did everything correct. You even played the proper spots. It's just the gunny too strong on the side of Ghosty. Wins that first one-on-one towards Top Secret. He knows that in the 3v1, someone is definitely going to be sticking to defense, but if you're Shotzzy, that's when we want back.
Oh, man. Well, an unbelievable moment from Ghosty. What a win. And that was enough to push the lead now forward by 2. Ghosty might be running the RC car at the moment. OpTic, though, with plenty of wind in their sails to push their way forward. Kenny can't pick up anything on the flank. The concussion lands. It's the pinch from Pred. It is simply damage. No. It's a team kill, though, at the very least. Now, Shotzzy trying to get going. Whoa! Tags a very mobile Hydra and makes it a 2v2.
Oh, 2v2. How aggressive does Envoy trying to get up through office? Both players are going to be right here. Shotzzy's only able to get one.
We run it back, Jake. 1v1. Ghosty, Dashy. This time round, it's a gunfight. It's a straight-up fight. Ghosty loses the first bout. Instant backs out. Stays alive for a second. Round 2. Stays alive. Gets away with his life. We'll find round 3 in a moment.
Okay, you gotta go back and recover this bomb if you are Ghosty. And Dashy's just trying to chase him down. Don't want to let him get away. Ghosty's just gonna play this safe. Dashy's gonna recover it.
And Dashy's, I will find you. And I will kill you. But I'm running out of time to do so. Here comes Ghosty on the move. Dashy playing with 0 information whatsoever. Ghosty 50-50 guess. Is it B? Is it A? He has guessed wrong. Round 3, folks. The rematch. Here it comes.
Ghosty has a lot of time to work with. And Dashy might run right into him.
Oh, God. Wait. I think he spotted him. Jay, I think he saw him. Is round 3 the charm? We're right back to where this bout started. And Bruce has done this. He's taken control of the backside of the site. He's got eyes on the bomb. He's seen Ghosty yet again. Here comes round 3. And the third time is the charm as a cool and calculated Dashy can finally breathe.
Oh my God. That was one of those grueler 1v1s where you spot him, he keeps on getting away.
Round 1.
The initial gunfight starts at 50 seconds. The second gunfight starts at 40 seconds. Then the final gunfight with only 14 remaining after the objective gets planted. A big round right there at the Dashy to get some redemption, even though this time it was just a one-on-one. But also not allowing LA teams to put themselves at game point. Now you're in a swing round.
That's what OpTic are made of, though. Big 1v1s like that. Under immense pressure. Once again, Envoy with the first blood. It gives the lads an advantage now. On the approach towards the A-bomb site as well, Thieves starting to now expand, starting to get that placement. And here comes the bomb over towards the site.
Dash might get caught. He at least finds one before getting taken care of, but so the numbers advantage in favor of the Thieves. Pred starting to get active on this pinch, but it seems like the Thieves are still trying to isolate onto one more gunfight.
Oh, and Envoy's seen it. This will be his third kill. He's on for the ace. And Pred, though, has let it rip, and he took the worldwide tour, Jay, to lose that gunfight. I'm not sure who it was, the Thieves. We'll see that in the last play of the round. Hydra just turns at the right time. He's going to catch him out here and just gun him. Brother, what?
Your teammate was baiting and you were switching. When you got 3v1s, you're always going to be in a position where there's a couple players with 100% health. Able to just get out of dodge there. Keep your life and allow Hydra to close out the round, but Envoy was the deciding factor on it. Just plays it super patient towards bottom secret, finds that first blow onto Shotzzy, where if you're OpTic Texas at this point in the game, you don't have to try to make that heroic sort of play there for Shotzzy. But it doesn't work out, and now LA at game point.
Hydra dealt with, gets a little bit of damage in there now. You're going to force those players over towards A. You know it's happening. Good save from the trophy, though. Scrap. His aims doesn't need a trophy. Oh, nice win from Ken. Man advantage now, OpTic.
They don't have any top secret control, so they can't even think about this objective yet. They're eventually waiting for Pred, who's watching this deep pinch, to try to time his way over towards top secret so they can work the bomb plan. But they spot out Envoy. Shotzzy gets the better of him. Hydra with the trade. Still the numbers in favor of OpTic.
Yeah, we're going to get the bomb plant now, so man advantage. Quick bomb site check over by B, because again, a lot of time has passed. We have no idea where Pred is right now. He is the great unknown. Hydra once again just turns him inside out. 2v2. Here we go, folks. This is for the map for the Thieves.
30 seconds. Dash is going to bank on rotating his way back over towards top secret.
My.
Kenny just has to throw his shoulders, stay alive.
He just has to, but he cannot. Ghosty has found it. And Hydra's still on a run. Dashy now. He's picked the wrong corner. He has been dealt with, and Hydra on the defuse with just enough time to get it. 6-3, the final score. And a map that OpTic Texas simply must win to stay alive in this series. Now we have to see them play the greatest game of Control they have ever mustered. It is 2-0 LA Thieves.
And that's such a tough round to lose there as well, because OpTic found success early on with the first blood. They even found the second. That is technically a 2v4 there out of LAT. And they just picked them apart one by one. They find isolation gunfights when they're realistically not supposed to. You make it into a 3v2. Someone ego chows. Worst map currently throughout all of your Control maps that you have. Then that might be the spark that they're looking for.
Poles apart right now. Thieves, OpTic, here we go. What used to be an incredibly exciting rivalry could still be that, as anything can happen still here in the Bo6 season. Far from over, folks. Approaching the A zone, though. Kenny is not going to check right. Dashy, thankfully, there for the trade. Now straight in towards time we go, and that is going to be everyone on point. And what a melee fiesta that was. At the end, the Thieves come out on top. Kenny Despi trying to battle out of spawn. Some machine gun in hand. Pred now backing him up as well, Jay. And nice start there from the Thieves.
Yeah, break off for OpTic Texas last week when they played Vault weren't the best. They went 4 dead every single time. At least you do find a couple kills early on, and it makes your approach out of spawn a little bit easier, but you still know that there's a player that's lurking behind enemy lines, and it's going to be Envoy, so you have to focus on him, able to set up the double team fires to take care of it. But 40 seconds to go, you got to get yourself in towards A, earn some segments.
Yeah, your life count is bad. You just got to get yourself in towards A, and there's another clean 3 down. Now the Thieves on the approach. Shotzzy, nice pick. Out by B Street. Bad news, though. They're in your spawn, and real bad news. They are now in the feed, and they are starting to get the trap going. Hydra, can he find 2 here? He gets at least 1. Gets nearly away with his life. Over to Ghosty. Picks it up straight away. 2 out of spawn. 15 seconds to rock. And Jay, I'm not even going to let you speak this round out, brother. They're closing it.
Yeah, this one's over with. OpTic Texas have one more final hoorah. You're hoping Shotzzy can get something done on the pinch. He gets cut down. You lose the 2 initial fights. Kenny jumps off the top cat to try to get something, and Scrap is able to line up a double. A shutout defense there from the best team that we have. In control. OpTic had no time to breathe.
Not a time. I don't think they touched the zone too much, so that round was nearly perfect. Thieves again. Decisive on the attack. Lethal in spawn. But OpTic, again, doing the very best they can to stabilize. We've seen teams look a lot worse than these guys have at the moment, especially against a squad like Thieves. But 6-2 Ghosty, strong. Right off the back of the search and destroy, now into the control, keeping it going.
It's just usually all about the break-off when you talk about this LA Thieves roster. They go 4 for 2. You know that they're going to be taking lanes away, influencing spawns, making it a living hell when you're coming off of that respawn. But every single time you're thinking, if you're OpTic Texas, all right, we cleared out our base. No, there's another play from LA already filling that gap. So now if you are LA in the heavy advantage, we can take a calculated risk to start this one off. Let's just go B.
Yeah, and a risk it is. Dashy makes him pay. The trades are complete, though. Last man left alive, Scrap. He's going to be able to get involved. We're still playing this strategy out, and that's unfortunate. Pred from spawn behind door number 1 is AG. Over to Ghosty once again. And good stuff out of OpTic, man. They're surviving this shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. They're
for how long?
In the chaos that LA Thieves have thrown at them in the beginning of the round, but Hydra finds a double. Now that automatically leads to a clean 4 dead. Segments are going to be guaranteed. And Hydra's just thinking, all right, let me throw a Kobe up in the air to see if I can get someone taken care of. But second segment gets locked. OpTic are seeming like they're just going to give this one up for free and play for the exit kills.
Yeah, might be the case. Bad news, though. You try to give it up. Only man left alive is going to be Shotzzy, and he's taking a route, so he's going to be a problem. But now you're on B. Ghosty picks up the A zone alone, and now, oh dear, the setup is on. Hydra is in a very powerful position. This could cause nothing but chaos here for the OpTic boys.
Yeah, all he wants to do is just stay alive in towards hard. You have players roaming around the backside as well. Scrap is able to find a double, the knife, and also being one shot. It's not going to allow you to find that kill onto Dashy. But you take care of shots in your spawn. First segment already locked. Hydra's still roaming in towards OpTic. Do not have a chance to even touch this point.
Nah, it's done. This round is complete. Thieves, a perfect stack. Enough shenanigans to draw the attention from OpTic, and an awkward giggle from the Thieves. Defense, perfect. Offense, perfect. Match point.
They're probably sitting at your altar like, this is just way too easy. Look at what Hydra is doing on the map. Kenny is getting world starred. Like, we can't get a trade. Yeah, you just saw the best play. Everyone's reacting to it. Kenny's just not hitting shots with that AR. But LA Thieves are just running all over OpTic Texas right now. They're looking for something, and they have nothing, Ross. Absolutely nothing to look forward to in this next round.
Brother, this might be the fastest game of control we've ever seen in our entire lives. Thankfully, the OpTic, they're in the point. They're trying to find it. A little bit of kill. Oh, dear. Oh, my good lord. They're all dead. And that's straight back to spawn. Here comes Hydra. Can you catch 1 out? Yeah, 2. Dashy stunned. Hey, Dios mío, that they're still going. No, the knife. The Shotzzy. Thank God he read that.
If you allowed him to play Michael Myers there to find a 3-piece, you would have been absolutely demoralized. But finally, OpTic Texas have a little breathing room. Take care of Envoy. You can start to stack this point. They earned their first segment. Now LA Thieves trying to find a way on in, but OpTic might not give them an opportunity. Second segment's guaranteed.
No, please.
Wait a minute,
Hydra,
what?
please. They're all nearly dead. It's down, out, ladies and gentlemen. Forward you go, right back to spawn. They get 2 segments at the very least, but now the pressure is on. Oh my. Envoy straight into it. The damage is already dealt. Ken's pinned, but wait, OpTic have survived this onslaught. Once again, 2 down. Pred caught, trying to make his way out towards the zone. You've got 1 segment left at A. OpTic, if you get a couple kills, you're in.
They just need a couple. They need to find
shit.
Trays, and Hydra again, another multi-kill. Now you only have 30 seconds to get past this first wave of defense on the side of the Thieves, and Hydra isn't going to give you an opportunity. 20v13, no more. OpTic players are currently alive, and that is going to be the series, Ross.
That is wraps. That's it, folks. You can pack it up. You can throw in the towel. One last chance here. Pred was it to touch that zone. Wait. Last attempt. Envoy lines them up, knocks them down. Game. Thieves 3-0 in an absolutely disgusting display on Vault.
Yeah, and this is what the entire world was expecting. With the way that both of these squads and the 4 that they have recently been in, LA Thieves have just been outstanding in every single mode. The best respawn team that we have in the game.